chilling like a villain. Da da dee da 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 da. Hello, YouTube and everybody. How are we doing today? I am Nintenjon, and we are here to be doing a Showdown tournament. So I and my friend Noble, whose link is in the description, we have decided to create a Showdown tournament that we will be doing just for today. Also, if you haven't noticed already, I do have a new microphone that I'm using. Just got it in on Friday, so yesterday, and I'm extremely excited to use it. If I sound like lower than usual, turn up mic a little bit. Okay, we are turning the mic up a little bit. Do. Marsh, does that sound better? I'm turning it up like little by little. Oh my gosh, no, I don't want to turn it up more. Okay. All right, let's see. Turning it up. Okay, does that sound better? Is this better? Marsh, you better tell me if it's better or not. And Emily. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. It's fine. Hey, Jacob, welcome in. And Maddie. And Lukachu. Lukachu, you're in the Discord server already. Okay, so is it better? Do I need to turn it up more? Or is it okay where it is right now? I can actually hear my voice now. That's very interesting. Nero! You aren't peaking on your end. I don't think I am. I'm just really scared that if I start, like, turning it up a little bit more than usual, then it's gonna start, like, peaking on YouTube. I'm not going to peak. I'm not going to get really loud. Okay, so I'm going to turn the mic gain down a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to turn that down. I don't want to scream. I'm scared. I don't like screaming. Hey, Epic, how are you doing? Marsh, do I really need to scream into this? Y'all really don't want to hear me scream, I promise. But it sounds so much crisper. Like, to me, like, I can hear it, like, in my microphone, or in my microphones, in my headphones, and it's, like, way beyond what I thought it would be. Sing us a song? Oh, no. Okay. Whelp. I don't even know what I want us to sing. Oh my gosh, stop. Okay. Emily, what Disney song do you want me to sing? If it's like, I can try doing Tangled, Frozen. I can try and do those. This has turned into a singing stream, I swear. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Y'all are going to kill me. Marsha, I'm not gonna sing that song because I'm not very good at it. I literally only know those few lyrics and that's about it. Oh Lord, somebody really wants me to sing Hamilton. Oh yes, okay, I can sing that. I need to put the music on though. Where is it? I need to find it. Frozen. Okay. I need to listen to the music though. Because if I don't. Every inch of me is trembling, but not from the cold. Something is familiar, like a dream I can reach but not quite hold. I can sense you there, like a friend I've always known. I'm arriving and it feels like I am home. I have always been a fortress, cold secrets deep inside. You have secrets too, but you don't have to hide. Show yourself. Okay, I gotta get to like the really. I gotta get to the loud part. Where's the loud part? Hello? We need to get to the louder part. Is this the day? Are you the way? Oh my god, I am not warmed up for this. Here we go. Show yourself. I'm no longer trembling. Here I am. I've come so far. You are the answer I've waited for all of my life. Oh, show yourself. Let me see who you are. I was not ready for that high note. I definitely cracked that. Does that sound okay? Do I sound okay, you guys? Frozen's just going to keep going on in the background. I wonder if I can get... Oh! Let it be higher! I want it to be higher. Come, my darling, homeward bound. I am found. Show yourself. Step into your power. Grow yourself into something new. You are the one you've been waiting for all of my life. Oh, show yourself. Yeah. I always go into like whenever I sing that, I always go into the upper harmony of that because, you know, yeah. All right, well, if the microphone is doing good and not peaking, I'm going to go into chat and here we go. Tournament time.
My whole life goal is just to lose on purpose.
Oh, he just got John. Can you hear
John's
me?
undeafened.
Yo, what up?
I felt like he knew something in the universe. I was just going into your stream to talk shit.
Oh, well, I was singing, so you know it's
Were
fine.
you actually? Oh my god, you're fat.
Yes, he was. It was
So
beautiful.
you were all listening.
Holy shit.
I was singing some Frozen 2 for the
give
fam.
me 13 seconds. I'm gonna go do a real man's intro and then come back. And
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Wow.
Damn.
You really had to do that to me. Okay.
Wow.
Wow. How's it going, John?
It's going really good. I, you know, just chilling like a villain. And
plan for call
what is the plan for what?
VC. Like, are the people actually playing the matches gonna like go to a separate one? Are people who are waiting on standby going like a waiting room kind of thing?
Well, there is a
normal commentating and like by ourselves with people. What's going on?
I think what we're going to do is we're just going to, it'll be me, you, and Noble, and we may go into like a VC that we bump down to 3 people, or just go into one of the game's VCs that already has 3 people, so it's just you, me, and Noble, and then everybody
I sang
else
the
will
whole
play.
Frozen soundtrack right there.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
All right. Just so
so
everyone
bad.
knows, the first 2 rounds. So I will write this in general chat. Actually, I'll start with winners bracket first. Winners
So
bracket.
basically, what I'm getting is John's prize to us is if you win, you get a Sleeplocke starter. Got it.
Oh, well, okay. That sounds fine.
Oh my god, Mars, thanks for the follow.
Oh my god.
So how am I? I'm subbed but not followed. What?
You got gifted a sub.
I understand that. But, like,
If you guys want to look at general chat, winners bracket always streamed, which means.
Yep.
Did someone else just follow me? Oh my god, Storm, thanks for the follow.
Oh my god.
Winners bracket is always streamed. If you guys want to stay on stream, stay in winners bracket. First 2 rounds.
Hey, fam.
Losers. Not stream.
the people
Someone
in
just
my
subbed to me?
stream. Hey, Glitter Gang, how we doing today?
Shake.
How is
Would you guys
the
let me do my fucking
Discord?
intro?
How's the Discord
sorry, not
sound in accordance
Okay,
to
everybody's
my
coming.
sound?
Losers,
Is it too
not stream.
loud?
If
Is
you-
it too soft?
Who just followed me?
I'd rather my sound be predominant. So, Sean, thank you so much
First two
for
rounds of
coming in.
losers,
I'll see you
not
later, my
streamed.
buddy.
So if you guys
Oh my
have the
gosh,
bracket menu,
I'm literally sweating from like how
do.
scared I
So
was,
first half
how
of the bracket.
nervous I was just singing in front of my
you guys look at the
computer
first
screen.
half of the bracket. So
You know,
everything
it's fine.
round 2 and before, those are all best of 1. Everything
Mhm.
semifinals.
But yeah,
and
be
after,
ready for a
so,
music video coming out.
I guess we could do losers round 3 as a best of 3. Probably makes sense just so we can split the
Emily,
bracket that
how
way.
does the Discord sound
all of round 2
in relation to my
and
voice?
round 1
Does it sound
is
too
best
loud?
of 1. Semifinals and on is all best of 3. So first half of bracket,
Everyone sounds good for now.
round
Okay.
1/2.
I was just making sure because I have no
Tier
idea.
1, second half.
Yay, they're quieter than me.
So if you
Okay.
lose your first match, you still have a chance to turn.
Yes.
What?
You just
Nobody
won the
bet.
loser bracket.
Nobody
In addition to
overpowers
that, I'm sure that
me.
you guys know that stall is banned. That's no big deal. You guys obviously, well, you can stream snipe, but
Wait,
you
but
shouldn't. Just
we-
'cause it's
we
a
were-
moral thing.
We were told that one stall is allowed, just not an entire team.
Yes, you cannot have a
Okay.
stall team.
All right,
However,
back
you can
to
have
Discord I
several
go.
Pokemon, like
Like
tanky
Pokemon,
stall
it's okay.
Pokemon. The concept of Pokemon is different than the full team. There's a difference, but
You can't do your
fucking
intro.
kidding me,
I'm
Marsh?
sorry. You can't do your intro. I'm sorry.
are you fucking kidding me? Mars?
Wait, what just happened?
He just gifted me 5 subs. Thanks, buddy.
Oh,
Driving to stop him from
Marsh.
introducing.
I appreciate you. This entire stream is just gonna be interrupting me.
Interrupting Noble and me singing.
How much money can everybody pull up to stop Noble?
Oh
Shut
my
the
gosh,
fuck up.
stop.
What's Noble's stream called? What's his
My
name?
stream? It's my name. What's Noble's name?
If you're on my YouTube stream, it is in the description.
Anyway, so you guys obviously don't want to stream snipe because you probably casually know these people. Some of them are your friends. We're trying to have fun. It's obviously going to be competitive, and you want to remain on stream as long as possible. But if you're going to stream snipe, that takes away from the actual tournament. And you
Mm.
don't
I'm
want
gonna
to do that.
stream
It's
snipe
competitive,
Luke.
and you're trying to win. You should stream
Okay.
snipe Luke. I hear that guy's a bitch.
Oh,
Anyway,
Same for
with
Maddie.
that being said, if you guys have any questions, now would be the perfect time to ask. I prefer you go one at a time, though. John is frazzled, so please ask me your questions.
I am very frazzled.
Can I stream snipe John?
Yes.
Okay.
John, can I ask you a
That's not
question?
Oh my gosh.
Don't ask John any
stop.
questions. I'll remove you from the chat if you ask John
I'm
questions.
scared.
So when you say stalling, what do you mean? Stalling?
Oh.
There is a, so John and I might come in and TO it and be the judge of it. But say you are 83 turns, and wouldn't you just host me?
Noble, you need to stop. Just keep going.
Shut up. Thanks for the donation, Ken.
Oh my god.
If one more person makes me lose my train of thought, someone's getting steel chaired.
What if
Okay,
it's the
so
same person?
basically, if there's a stall set, Noble and I will make sure to see if it's gone to like.
Yeah, if
Too
we're
much
going past
links.
turn 100 and each team has 3 Pokemon left, and it's just Chansey, Thunderwave,
Mhm.
switch out, Celesteela, Leech Seed, you're just going
Yeah.
back and forth.
And for
Like,
the
that's not in
people,
the spirit of the game. So we might do a PP counter based on that. We'll ask the participants to pause and do a PP counter based on that. But again, I don't really believe anyone's going to do that. It's just a full
Yeah.
stall team would be like Chansey, Sableye, Quagsire, Pharaoh. Just like the entire concept of your team.
Yeah.
You're not aggressive, you're not a mid-range, you're not a safe team. You're just trying to annoy the opponent.
if you've
Yeah.
made more than one team, you can use other teams that you've made as long as they're still in the Gen
Yeah, as long as it's still in the
7
parameters.
OU.
I got you, John.
Also,
yeah, I made multiple teams.
I'm actually
also,
just John's inner voice.
what? What'd you say?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Okay, anyways. Anyways. So the people that are going to be commentating are, of course, me, Noble, and then Marsh is also going to help. Noble
Hello.
presidingly, Noble is going to be doing majority of the sets and what the
You
Pokemon
guys
are,
better start liking my voice real quick.
because I literally have no idea what's going on. and Marsh and I will do some color things. I'll literally be like,
50-50 probably.
yeah,
I know
I
it's
do.
good
Alright,
Pokemon stuff too.
Yeah, if you guys
Dumb
want the
question.
VODs too, they'll be available
I
after.
have a
as well.
question.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Are all
dumb-
the battles going at the same time, or is it one at a time?
Well, so for the losers brackets, those are going to be off stream. Winners bracket will always be on stream. So the winners bracket people will have to wait. The first 2 rounds of losers bracket will be off stream. So we'll message you whoever you're facing in bracket, and that will be off stream. Winners
And you-
bracket will always be on stream though.
And you just tell us like who won and who lost, and
So
we'll
we're all
charge
doing
you.
the battles at the same time for winners.
No, it'll be one because the first 2 rounds of winners are just a best of 1. We're just gonna breeze through them. It's like 10 minutes per match, and you guys can watch them if you want to. Doesn't matter.
Are we allowed? So we're allowed to switch teams if we would like to during
Yes.
the tournament.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You can switch to as many teams as you want as
He's
long as
gonna
they're
make
within
a
the
second
parameters.
team.
But yeah, we're going to be going by bracket order. So the first people that are going to be on stream are going to be Wolf Soldier and Lone Wolf. And then if you look at the bracket, there are
Lone Wolf.
like little numbers that are next to each of the matches, and that's the order in which we're going to go by.
Yeah. So round 1 has match 1, match 2, match 3, match 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Losers will be
Where-
played off stream, and then you guys will just losers.
John,
Whoever
you're
loses
actually locked tonight, right?
early, we won't see you again until round 3. But
Yeah.
after round 3, you'll be on stream again.
If you want to look at the bracket, check in my description of the video because it is
Already
there.
in here, John, because Marsh had to. You know what, John? I'm here to protect you. I'm here to take care of you. It's gonna be okay. You guys
I'm
aren't
scared.
gonna be in a voice call because I know it can be distracting. You can just be by yourselves. You can talk to people if you want to. I don't know. You can play music. Just keep it within the rules. Don't cheat. I wish you guys all the best of the luck. We'll start DMing people in just a second to get the game set up. If you guys want to talk amongst each other, you can. I want you to know that you're all handsome. You're all gorgeous. Thank you for showing up today, and I wish you guys the best of luck.
I love you.
So we're fighting for John's love, even though he already loves me the most.
Oh,
Got it.
oh no,
I
we're
mean,
not
oh,
doing
oh,
this
wait,
again.
wait, hold up here.
Okay.
John,
Uh,
who in this chat has lived with you for 3+ years before they
I
start
did.
saying they love?
I did.
Okay, well, there's only one person in here that's had sex with John, and that's me. So see you
Oh,
guys.
okay, we're going to move on. Okay, that was fun. All right, we need to get
Do you want to
get.
invite Marsh in here immediately, or do you want to pull him in for the latter half, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I was going to pull Marsh in here immediately. Oh my gosh,
My boy's frazzled.
I'm so frazzled.
It's okay, buddy. I got you. Also, welcome everybody. Welcome all the new additions to the stream. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the love that you're giving me to start today. Should be an absolute blast. Should have a great time commentating Pokemon because this is a hella cool game. If you've never seen it before. What we're gonna do, John, is that you can just DM, say, go ahead and invite whoever. Make sure you guys have your teams ready, and then just wait. So all the commentators can get into spectator mode.
Do you think that it would be easier just to do that in like general chat or something? Just so that other
Sure.
people can see the game?
Yeah, just at both of them in general chat
Yeah.
and say you guys can challenge each other, and then sit on your turn 1 or wait for the commentators to give you the go ahead to start.
Sure, you send in the battle link. Oh wait, no, I don't have to do that because I can just find a user.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. For right now, at least.
Alright, here we go. Oh my gosh. Marsh is probably going to talk more than I will because I'm just so frazzled right now.
What's going on,
I
buddy?
need some
It's okay.
water.
All
going
good, John.
on?
Deep breaths.
I just sang over stream and it was one of the
the
scariest
best
things
thing
I've ever done.
heard.
No,
best
it
thing I've ever
wasn't.
heard.
My
It was amazing. It was
my
amazing.
vibrato was
It's amazing. We get it.
no, it was
John's
My
here
commentator
bragging.
co-host, stop flirting with each other. You're taking away from
You're taking away from the stream. Okay, they've got their battle going. Oh Lord.
Go ahead and send me a link. Send a link.
I'm spectating.
Oh my gosh.
Does one of you guys?
That
wanna
was
say
so loud.
I can 1 second.
Jesus Christ. Emily, does that sound better?
So
something? There we go.
just to confirm, Phoenixborn is Lone Wolf, correct?
A1.
No.
How are you doing, friend? Oh my gosh.
idea.
The
don't know who's
stream was so... Yeah, Phoenixborn is Lone Wolf.
Okay.
Alright, I'll go...
Are you guys ready? I'll just pull you in right away, and then we can say ready up.
Yeah.
Are you on your toes right now, Marsh? You feel like you can dance?
I feel like I got a little two-step, little cha-cha in me.
All right.
Yes,
We're gonna
you
be
better.
Rolling hot then. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the first round of the first annual, actually, Super Gay, Super Best Friend Tournament featuring myself as a commentator. Noble, you all know me. You might like me, you might not. I don't really care. John, my most handsome, fantastically gay, voice of an angel co-host.
We tried.
And Marsh, who I don't know very much about, but I'm pretty sure he puts the grocery cart back after he goes shopping.
I
Welcome,
do.
everybody.
I also ruin content for Noble on a daily basis, it seems.
Beautiful.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We have our first round right now, which is Wolf Soldier versus Lone Wolf. If we'd like to get a little bit into the teams, I'll hand it over to John in just a second. But to give John a little bit of leeway, we're seeing two pretty OU teams right here.
Yeah, pretty standard, if I would say so myself. I'm very excited to see how these teams are going to go. Especially for me, I love Rotom Wash, so I hope that he survives as much as he can.
Rotom Wash is probably my favorite of the Rotom forms available. I also like Rotom Fan because of the diversity and the utility it can provide. But Rotom Wash is a heavy hitter, do a lot of good things, especially
Yeah, we'll see Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash definitely is the best iteration in this version. Rotom Heat in the newer generation, but also right away we'll see that there's only a possible. Actually, there's the only possibility for a Mega on Soldier's team would be Charizard, either X or Y, and then on the other team we obviously have Girna.
All right.
Leads with the close combat there, only doing 47%. We assume that is a physical Ferrothorn, takes a good chunk of damage back, and then eats a toxic for it. So not a bad trade for Ferrothorn, surprisingly enough.
I'm interested to see if there's fire coverage on Lone Wolf's team, having 4 steel types and 2 steel grass types on Wolf Soldier's team.
That is a very interesting point, actually. They go ahead and trade Stealth Rocks here. I think his best steel coverage would be just fighting moves. Wow. So he gets the min-max right there. That's actually very important. Ferrothorn goes down to a min-max, doing 47% on turn 1, 53% on the second turn. But Komodo is going to come in and take some damage here. John, you'd be very curious to see who Wolf Soldier is going to switch into. It might look like a Kartana or a Magearna here.
I feel like a Scarf Excadrill also. The Kartana does come out. I wonder how much speed investment is into this Komodo here, or else it will go down. I don't see him switching here.
You would definitely want to sack Komodo here in most situations.
And he does.
Wow, he switches to Magearna.
Maybe
on an air slash Kartana, interestingly enough. That might have been a misclick on the move whenever he was designing the Pokemon. Unless this is weirdly a special Kartana, even though Kartana's special stat is pure garbage.
There's a Sacred Sword coming out.
Flash Cannon's trading, gets a special defense drop. Phoenixborn is in a great spot right now.
Definitely. Sorry, you guys. I was doing some on-camera stream editing, so let's go.
Kartana does go down. The Soul Heart boost will be big here with 70% there. HP left. I'm curious what.
Yeah,
the
you
item
would
is.
think that Wolf Soldier might have messed up his set just a tad, because any of you that have used Kartana before know that Kartana has no special attack. He goes ahead and switches into Charizard
We're
here,
going to
assuming that he gets a free hit.
And we're
The
going to
rocks
also
doing
assume
insane
that
damage there.
it's a
Very smart
Mega.
setup early.
Yeah, we're going to assume that it's a Mega here.
The only
Charizard
Mega
Y
option
would be best
we have.
for him.
The Drought does come out.
That
Two
did
flamethrowers will kill, which is
lot
very
of
important.
damage.
The burn doesn't matter, but 2 flamethrowers will
No.
kill. We're going to assume this is a physically offensive Rotom.
Mhm.
Phoenixborn's team's actually surprisingly weak.
Go
He didn't need to go for the Solar
Wow.
Beam there. But Phoenixborn's team actually, Wolf's team, the other Wolf, is actually surprisingly weak to fire, which will be very interesting for the future of the tournament.
Plus, there are a lot of things that they can't do. I would assume that a lot of his team would have either some ground-type moves on them, but I don't see any Pokemon, with the exception of Greninja, that could possibly pull off a water-type move. Plus, with the Drought, it's not going to do much at all.
There does seem to be some weaknesses in
Pure
Lone
Power
Wolf's team, which is very
Metacham is
important.
nothing to sleep on.
Metacham
The
Fake Out
Metacham-
might kill here. 32% absolutely slaps, but I believe it's a speed tie after this. It'll be a speed tie, which is a very important flamethrower right here. Goes ahead and
Ooh.
lets Komodo die. I think that's the correct
First
call.
part.
Goes for
And the
Solar Beam
Fake-
again, weirdly enough.
The Toxic will kill anyway. Toxic will kill
Mhm.
anyway. But
No,
the-
it didn't.
Oh, it does
Oh,
not.
it-
It does
because
not
the
after the first
leftovers-
tick.
The leftovers saves the
If this
Komodo there.
Charizard had Roost, that would have been the perfect time.
Mhm.
But Metacham comes back in here, takes chip damage, which is good, and will fake out, and then Wolf Soldier will get... No, he goes into Greninja. weirdly enough.
Interesting. Going into the Greninja, maybe trying to get that battle bond off.
I assume that it's a Battle Bond set after that.
Yep, there
Yep,
it
we have
is.
the Battle Bond. Great call from John. So Magearna actually eats Greninja alive. Oh, he goes into his own Greninja here.
Do we think it's also a Battle Bond or potentially a Protean set?
I would assume that it's a Battle Bond set just based on that. Forces the switch out of Lone Wolf here. Oh, it's a physical set, but it's not protein. It's not
Interesting.
protein.
Very much not protein.
It's a mixed set,
Go
weirdly
with the
enough.
Dark
The
Pulse.
flinch on the
Does
Dark Pulse is
flinch.
actually pretty important there.
It's going to
Does
be
an overall
interesting to
4%
see.
damage though, so
Mhm.
kind of a wasted turn.
Water Shuriken
Water-
does nothing, gets the crit. Does it roll 5? It rolls 5, not
Wow.
terrible. But the Volt Switch chews up Greninja,
Mm-hmm,
and then I
definitely.
would assume it's a Metacham fake out here. Yep.
Yep. You know, it seems like both of these teams started out really well, but in the end, there's only, well, there can only be one winner. As
There can be only
there
one.
can be only one winner.
I feel like Wolf Soldier used a lot of his key components in his team too early, and when they went down, like that Charizard, the rest of his team kind of crumbles here to the threats that are left
Ooh,
for
high
yeah.
jump it gets for 80 damage, but he trades.
Wow.
It's
I
so weird,
don't
too with a weakened
think
Magearna though. so-
Excadrill.
No. Especially with, I feel like that Greninja's heavily speed invested, and even with a Scarfed Excadrill, it might not.
Yeah, more than
Mhm,
likely. And you
definitely.
wouldn't have Excadrill be your Scarf in this
Exactly.
situation. Vegeta goes down to an EQ. You imagine both are going down to an EQ here. So
Mhm,
interestingly
definitely.
enough, Wolf Soldier, if he would have played with Charizard a little bit differently, we could have seen a different matchup, which would be important for the future for Lone Wolf, seeing as he is very weak to fire Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm curious is,
And
if
that's
the
Earthquake, and that's the
Excadrill-
game.
If Excadrill was the Rapid Spinner and potentially got the rocks away for the Charizard to come in, would the Charizard have enough health to get through a couple more mons than it did?
It's very
That-
possible.
Weird.
It's very, very possible. So after round one, game one, our first winner, Lone Wolf. Congratulations, moving on to the second round. And Wolf Soldier will move on to losers bracket. Very
Very
interesting game, though.
fast-paced
Very
game.
interesting game. It was passive to start. It only went to 19 turns though, so you would
Mhm.
think that the competitors might want to take it a little bit slower.
It was very fast paced. Are you editing the bracket, Noble?
I would prefer if you did.
Well, I don't have access.
Do you have
to
access?
it.
Can you not?
Considering you're the one that did it, you have to. Do
All right,
the-
let me learn how to edit it right now. You guys can go ahead and pull up the second game right now.
Okay.
All right. Let me
J
know when you have usernames, John, and the link in the chat. there.
Born6. All right.
It looks like the tournament side is crashing.
Say go in chat. The tournament site is crashing.
So
Bacon
Lone Wolf
and
won that game,
Jake
correct?
are-
Yes.
Correct. Correct. Bacon and Jake are next. What do we know about them competitor-wise? You two. I don't know much about them and their playstyle, but
So-
curious what your thoughts are before we head in.
I think Jake, Jborn6, might actually be a secret favorite for this tournament.
Oh yes, definitely.
In one of the best ways possible that I could say, he's actually someone that I've practiced with a lot. He's someone that's taken to my skill a lot because I was a very competitive Gen 7 player. He's taken to my skill a lot and trained with me a lot. So I think that he could be a secret favorite, a dark horse, if you will. He might have a good amount of experience compared to the other competitors, but
Mhm.
we will have to see. I don't know much about Bacon's playstyle, so we'll have to see that as well.
I know that Bacon is much more into the competitive aspects of like making sure that he has the EVs and IVs down, but I'm not sure with team comp how it's going to play out. I've played with Jake before, and I think that he is definitely, like Noble said, a dark horse. and definitely somebody in this tournament that I was looking forward to, considering we've lived together, we've played, all that good stuff. So let's see.
Can I get a link
Looks
to the game?
looks
I put
like
in
the
the
battle
chat.
is on.
Yep.
All right,
Alright,
so
what's
this
up
is
in the future?
Very strong team.
very strong teams. So we see a lot of legendary Pokemon from both sides. It looks like Jake is running maybe a mixed weather set with some
It is just a full rain team. It looks
a
like.
full
But
rain
Volcanion
team.
definitely could put in some work.
Mm-hmm. I'm very interested to see what happens. There are definitely some powerhouses in this
There are
game.
definitely some powerhouses. Bacon's team is, for those of you that don't know, based on specific sets, Bacon's team is fully aggressive. He wants to hit people over and over again, and then he has 2 defensive walls. On the other hand, Jake's team looks a little bit slower. He's going to go ahead and lead with the Pelipper here, getting off his rain. He should probably get a free Scald off of this.
Mhm.
Something important to note, too, is we only have 2 possibilities for Megas, those being Charizard and Swampert. Charizard Y would serve Bacon very well, so we'll see how that works. Leading off with the U-turn, probably going to go into Tapu Fini after this, just eat the Scald.
Ooh,
Black,
interesting.
Black.
To resist the
Does he get the
Scald,
burn?
he
Ooh,
does
that was
not
a
get the
very
burn.
ballsy call.
Yeah, that burn could have been devastating.
That was a very ballsy call.
Mhm.
I am liking these nicknames that I see so far. They are just very
Zekarem?
simple and cute.
We have Zekarem and Lando so far from Bacon with the nicknames.
Yes.
Smart, big brain.
As
big
I
brain, big brain.
as
Big
I
brain.
said before, Bacon is more into like the EVs and IVs, and whenever he puts together teams, it's a
Fusion
lot
Bolt
like
Great read
trying
on
to
the
figure
Tapu
out
Bulu,
what's going
eating
on.
the Fusion Bolt there. You have to worry about the Ice Beam a little bit coming in from the Zekrom, but great read
Mhm.
on the Fusion Bolt. And it was straightforward enough to where he'd go for the Fusion Bolt there, but Tapu Bulu coming in absolutely eats it, only takes 18%. And then based on the Tapu Bulu set, there's a good chance that he can pop off right here.
Yeah,
So
there's
Slammer
Sub-Zero
comes in,
Slammer.
taking out Tapu Bulu.
Yeah.
That's a big mon to take
Very,
out of the way.
very
I
immediately.
definitely,
Very
instead of going into Tapu Bulu, I probably would have gone into Kartana. Even though there is like a little bit of a difference there, I feel like Kartana would have been a better switch considering Zekrom would bring out some
Well, based
ice
on
type
you're
moves.
basing it on the Fusion Bolt and then countering after.
Yes.
I agree
There
with
was a-
that, honestly.
And I said Zekrom instead of Kyurem, that is my bad.
I mean, it starts with Z-E-K right there, so I can see the confusion.
It's just Kyurem Black or Zekrom
Mhm.
Black. Don't worry about it. We'll jumble it enough. It'll be okay.
Speaking
Jake
of
goes ahead and
Kyurem
goes into
Black,
Swampert here. We will assume this is the Mega. We will assume that it is Swift Swim as well. Earthquake does 49% to
Ooh.
Fini, which is actually pretty interesting.
that is pretty
We
good.
don't know if he will want to gamble for another Earthquake here. I would probably assume he goes into Volcanion, which would be a great switch. Or maybe one of Celesteela or Pelipper. I think Volcanion's probably his best switch here.
Yep, there's
Volcanion is a beautiful switch coming in. Only takes 16%. Oh, but he gets the special attack drop. That'll be very important.
Is
Mhm.
it a toxic set Volcanion though, with a fairly slow team with the Celesteela and Pelipper as well? Or do you think it is a special attacking set and that special attack drop is even bigger?
I think that special attack drop is going to concern us more than we might think. Makes the blind switch into Greninja, eats a Sludge Wave for 40%. That
Wow.
probably would have done 50 to 60% before. So we're going to assume that it's a special attacking Volcanion.
Mhm. That is such an amazing shiny.
It is so beautiful.
Definitely
If it
one of
is
my
a
favorites.
With a Balabon Greninja, having Tapu Bulu out of this game and really only Kartana being the major threat to this Greninja is big for Bacon.
That is very big as well. But what's important to note is if Jake's paying attention, Bacon actually made a big mistake in making this a shiny Greninja. Because Battlebond Greninja cannot be shiny. So this is automatically a protein Greninja.
Interesting.
So we'll see if Jake picks up on that at all. Because this will be very important for the future rounds or for the future of this game. We're going to think of what he might want to take here. Move-wise, which Pokemon he'll want to switch out to. It could be a Celesteela. I don't think he'll switch to Kartana, just based on the blind switch. Or
Mhm.
he could just move trade on Volcanion here.
He
Rock
stays-
Slide Greninja coming out just like I thought. Only does 44%.
Focus
Focus
Blast.
Blast
Oh,
misses. That is
wow.
a big miss on the Focus Blast.
That's a big miss.
But
There is only
but
one
Jake
turn
now knows that it's a physical Greninja, which means Celesteela eats it alive.
there it
That's
is.
Go there. Tanks the Rock Slide, only 18%. The Rain fades. I'm
We're
curious
gonna
how
assume this
yours
is probably a Leech Seed. Excuse me.
If it's a physical set, though, do you think that it'll have an Ice-type move on it?
It could carry Ice Punch, but you don't want physical Greninja in Celesteela forever. This should be a free Leech Seed, and then probably some Protect Stalling, and maybe doubling out to Pelipper after.
Switches
You
to
see the
top-
Leech Seed come out, probably.
Rain
Yep.
back up.
Leech
There-
Seed misses,
oh,
that's two
wow.
big misses.
Oh, he's probably furious right now.
That is two very unfortunate misses right now for Jake.
It's a free switch in the leftovers and the Misty
Goes
Terrain
for the
back.
taunt with the Tapu Fini, very important.
Mm-hmm.
As we have seen before, Volcanion answers Tapu Fini very well. So Tapu Fini could be checked by Volcanion here, or he could go back out into Pelipper and get his weather up, or he could try and make a blind switch into Kartana and maybe force Fini out.
Mm-hmm.
Jake definitely does have options here.
Very true.
The last 2 turns would have been unfortunate, but we'll see what happens.
The last 2 turns were very important. Those are
Very,
two very,
very
big misses at
important.
critical times.
Mm-hmm.
Goes back out into Pelipper here, maybe expecting a Moonblast. Moonblast does a good chunk of damage, but he just wants to get his rain back up.
This is a very low roll. It will kill here again, depending on the speed. Does he switch out?
I would assume that he switches out into either Volcanion or Celesteela. Personally, I wouldn't have made that switch back to Pelipper. I think that you can just sit with Celesteela and
Mhm.
continue to Heavy Slam, or whatever his 4th move might be for a while. So we'll see the switch. He only has 2, maybe 2.5 switches. He goes back into Celesteela. So we see the Moonblast. We're going to assume that it's a Heavy Slam here.
Mm-hmm. Because you definitely don't want to Leech Seed because of that taunt.
Yes.
Oh,
he goes for the
wow.
Leech Seed again.
Interesting. I would
Possibly
leave.
predicting the switch.
Yeah, I
Leech
would
Seed's turning
definitely
into
leave
now.
Celesteela in for now.
Unless this is a Scald Fini, which it has not shown yet. It's shown 2 of its 4 moves. It's shown 2 of its 4 moves. I would think that you would want to Heavy Slam here. At least get the neutral damage. At least start breaking down Fini.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Oh.
The majority of his mons are very healthy as well, and Pelipper is weak. Volcanion is weak, and Celesteela with the taunt here, not being able to go for the lead.
Hey, welcome in, Roxas. How are
HP
you
is
doing,
not the
friend?
best
We
switch.
see the
Don't
Scald
use
come
a
out. He gets the
disappearing
burn turn
act.
1. Oh, man.
That's sad.
RNG is just not in favor of Jake right now.
Yeah, definitely. It's really unfortunate because we all know that Jake is a really good player. It just seems like there's a lot of bad luck going on.
There is a bit of bad luck, but the best reach he could do, perfect switch into Volcanion, but he reads that and predicts the Moonblast. He had a perfect switch, but it was a double read there. However, Volcanion should get a pretty free Sludge Wave on the entire team, and we know that Moonblast won't kill. Scald, big mistake coming in from Bacon.
Wow.
That could be the turning point right there. That could be the turning point right there.
Mm-hmm.
That is big health to get back on Volcanion. Do we see a Sludge Wave come out?
There it
Sludge
is.
Wave,
It doesn't
55%
kill.
to Fini. That is very big now, though, because Tapu Fini will die, giving Celesteela a lot of room to operate.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Steam Eruption
That is a
Dark
very, very, very big encounter there.
Mm-hmm.
We will assume that Volcanion probably goes down here, but that was a very, very big encounter.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he just wants to blind switch to Pelipper, which wouldn't be terrible.
Rockslide does.
Or, excuse me, Celesteela would have been better there, because we knew that it was physical. But it's okay.
It's all good. I think interesting.
Pelipper was a mistake.
Very,
Pelipper
very
was a mistake.
interesting.
Unless he thinks he can live that rock. Oh, he doubles back out to Swampert. Fantastic play
That
coming out from Jake.
that was
Gets in the Swift
very
Swim
good.
initiative. He could get off a free power-up punch here. Fantastic double switch coming out from Jake
Mhm.
Bourne. Absolutely beautiful play.
The rock
Rock
slide,
slide misses. The RNG flipping the other way. Oh, this Swampert's about to be scary.
Ooh.
So we just found out, too, very important, that Greninja was Scarf. Unless he gets a flinch here, that is a +2 Swampert in the rain. That might be the game.
This
It's
is
5
going
times
to.
rain as well compared to the 2, so he's got the extra Swift Swim boost for whatever comes in here for quite a decent chunk of time.
And I don't
And
think.
we've very obviously found out that Greninja was just a Scarfer. The only play
Mhm.
that Bacon can make here is to go into Lando, intimidate, sack something, and then go back into Lando to get
Yep.
those attack boosts off.
And I don't think any of us were expecting that double switch. Definitely not Bacon.
We see the Lando turn 1. Something's got to take a waterfall.
Ooh.
He lets Lando die. That was the incorrect play. That was the incorrect play. Jake now has the initiative after his very rough early rounds.
Yes.
Bacon might have been hoping that he would go for a power up punch to get the attack back on a switch, instead of the waterfall there, just taking out the land earth is.
I think Bacon might have overestimated that because the +2 in the rain coming in from the Swampert there, that waterfall's hitting.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
the earthquake kills here. I'm not entirely sure, but this will be a big earthquake. You definitely do not go for waterfall in this situation, as I believe it's quad resisted. Earthquake to 73%,
Earth power.
but it answers with an earth power instead of ice beam. I think that's just a sweep for Swampert then.
I think so too.
I think you go for the waterfall here, because it will do 18% for sure. Did he predict? Oh, mistake there. It's a mistake there, but you still get 2 waterfalls off, and then you run out of rain time, and then Kartana should just come in and sweep.
Zard still has the Mega available. It might get the Drought out instead of the Rain, but the Pelipper will come back in and easily switch that.
Does the Mega come out before, though? I think that it might. I think Mega has 6 priority, but I don't know quite off the top of my head. If that's a Megazard Y, that could be very important. We see it as Megazard X, Waterfall just kills. That should be the game right there.
If it was Zard Y, that could have been some very, very
So as we see for future reference, the Mega is priority 6.
Yes.
So Zard Y could have saved him there, but absolutely coming out of nowhere with the beautiful double switch. The hard read, that was a very impressive play. Coming out of Jake.
Very impressive.
And then regardless of what happens here, we just see... So we see the Ice Beam now, which he should have done before, but the Earthquake finishes it off. Jake Bourne, after very critical misses, comes out on top. That was a very impressive game for him.
Even with the freeze there, it's all but over. Even if Swampert went down, the background couldn't do much. It was
Never
very,
using
very
his Kartana at all.
Which could be very important for the future, is that he gets to hide his Kartana set.
Interesting
as
play.
well as the Tapu Bulu set never came out because it died in one shot.
Yeah, that's very important as well.
All right.
Congratulations to J-Born for moving on in the winner's bracket here.
So next we have Ken and Maddie.
The website's down again.
No.
There we go.
All right, guys. I moved a little bit back so that you can see more of my face. And I didn't...
I always want to see more of your face.
I know. That's why I did it.
You know us too well. You know us too well.
I know. Hey, Nero, welcome back. I should have just called you Sean. I don't know why I just called you... You know, it's fine. I am still frazzled from earlier today, having to literally put together a thumbnail in less than 5 minutes.
So as we saw from the first game, by the way, Wolf came out pretty strong. There's a few misplays back and forth, but in the second game, we're seeing that experience coming in very hot, where Jake is in a hole, he makes a very, very bold double, and then he's able to sweep back with his Swampert, having confidence in his team.
Very true.
It was a very fantastic play coming out of Jake Bourne. So, again,
hey,
like we said
Gus,
at the beginning of the
welcome
tournament,
in.
he's part of
How
the
are
Dark
you
Horse. As
doing?
we know,
Oh, just
Maddie
lurking.
Nugs has a good
Thanks
bit of
for saying
experience too, so
hi,
we'll see what that game
friend.
ends up looking like if they eventually meet in the semifinals.
All right. So it looks like Wolf and Bacon can
It would
go
also
ahead.
be interesting to see if Maddie did somehow lose and then made it to the final in the losers bracket and they faced in the finals. It'd be an
That could
interesting
be very
how.
interesting as well.
I love you too, Gus.
Do you think Wolf or Bacon will come out of the losers bracket here?
Based on the first round, based on their most recent experiences, I would think that Bacon takes this game pretty easily. I think that Wolf Sojo was making a bit too many mistakes.
I definitely agree, especially in his team building as well, going for a physical set and a very special mon. Do you think Bacon will get much further than beating Wolf there? Because you'll have to.
I agree as well. It would surprise me if Wolf comes out just based on the first round, because it seems like until it sounds silly today, but until he wasn't winning, Bacon was winning for the majority of that game.
Very true.
All right. So I just got a text message from Maddie asking if he can go last due to something that he's doing right now. So we're going to go ahead and go into the Epic and Peyton match.
Sounds fine by me.
Are you okay?
Casually dying over here.
Yeah, just casually dying.
nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Move along.
Dying on stream.
I was doing that yesterday in a Zoom meeting with my students. I ate a Chipotle chip and it just destroyed my throat. And I started coughing up a storm, and it was very unfortunate.
Weirdly enough, one other person in the call has destroyed John's throat before, but we'll leave that for the viewers to decide.
You made it. So John said he normally doesn't scream, but there we go. It's a rare occurrence.
Don't you dare.
I mean, you have to expect it, really. He made a similar comment earlier, then dipped immediately after.
Why? He went out. Everybody in my chat is freaking out. It's heating
I don't know
up
why
in
they're
here.
freaking out.
It is very
you were
much
sick,
heating
and
out.
I just gave you some care. That is all there was to it. I don't know what is going on with all these sexual young men.
We are
and women in your
creating
chat that I
some
don't appreciate.
amazing content today.
Alright, if
Well,
we get a link to the game, we'll be rolling
maybe
into the next
Noble
one.
just gave John a chip that John didn't really take well, and then
Yes.
it messed up his throat, like he mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all it was. Like, I don't understand why people have to look so far into it.
All right, so we have Epic and Peyton out here. These are some very interesting teams. It looks like Peyton is going for some hard hitters, but not a lot of defense, only having a Shuckle and a Clef Key that could be used defensively. Whereas Epic, we
Well,
see some very standard
The
OU.
Alolan Ninetales with Aurora Veil Snow Warning is very, very big for taking hits as well.
That is a very important point by Marsh. You're going to see Alolan Ninetales very important here. You're
Mhm.
going to assume that that's a cheese set on Salazzle, and then Klefki and Shuckle are all... It's going to be a very cheesy team coming in for Peyton. On the other hand, we have one of the most standard OU teams, aside from what might be a Mega Gardevoir. I don't know. I would assume it's Mega Diancie, but we will have to see.
On the other side, there's only one option for a Mega in Lopunny. The
Go ahead,
Balloon
leading off
Salazzle-
with Gliscor versus Salazzle. The Balloon Salazzle, unless that Gliscor has knockoff, he gets a free Nasty Plot in front of him. Oh, Epic goes for the Earthquake.
Oh,
Not
no.
reading the balloon right away. Salazzle's gonna slap here. This is a big flamethrower. 83% coming in from Salazzle. Facade damage does 59, but that's a Gliscor gone right now. Unless
Oh,
he makes
yes.
a switch out into Kamalo.
That is a very unfortunate first turn for Epic.
That is a big get for Peyton there. Because
They-
Lopunny gets absolutely stuffed by Gliscor.
Mhm.
We'll assume that Salazzle goes down here. Goes Water Shuriken, probably a Battle Bond from Greninja coming in. We see the Battle Bond.
The
Ninetales Alola
comes in.
answer. Aurora Veil, just like Marsh called before.
It's a very common set. I've rarely seen sets other than the Aurora Veil from an Alolan Ninetales here. Goes for the Volcarona. Maybe you try to get a Quiver Dance up. Some.
I don't know if he wants to get a Quiver
Fire
Dance or a
Stab.
free hit here, because Fire does so much to his team. Quiver
Ooh,
Dance is
Let's go with
in
the
front
Quiver
of Shuckle. It's very possible this is an Encore Shuckle.
But I feel like, wouldn't the Volcarona be able to outspeed the Shuckle anyways?
It will
I get
outspeed
lots
the
of-
Shuckle anyways, but the thing is, if he goes for another Quiver Dance,
Just like that. The Shell Smash comes out. Is this an offensive Shuckle?
I think that this is a Power Swap Shuckle coming in, with the
Yeah.
Shell Smash behind the Aurora Veil.
Mm-hmm. The Aurora Veil likely will be 5 turns here, so
So they're just going to set up trade here, and then we have to imagine it's a Power Swap to where Volcarona, I don't think, could do any damage. Only 16% coming in. Toxic, is it a Lumberry? We do not see the Lumberry, assuming that it's now a Z move.
Mhm.
Oh, it's a contrary Shuckle.
Interesting. Ooh, the crit.
Oh my goodness.
That crit
That is a massive
mattered.
crit. That might be the game right there.
Going through both the Aurora
That is
Veil
a
and-
absolutely massive crit. Lopunny has to come in here and fake out. That's
Yep.
an absolutely massive crit there. Very unfortunate for Peyton.
Toxic
Mhm.
will take it out after because of the flinch, but
That is a very unfortunate crit there.
the 4-3 in Mon advantage for Epic Storm from that Volcarona
I
play.
think Lopunny should get off a free return here. That
Which
should
it does.
kill. Living with
3
3%, but the
Wow.
light screen keeps it alive. It's a
Light
life orb
orb.
Gardevoir, so it goes down. This game's getting real fast, real quick.
This is very
Very true.
interesting. I was
the
not
light screen
expecting
is
it.
still up. So the Diancie might have a bit of a problem with that, but the Greninja and the
It should
Komodo
be a
feel
bold
right.
Greninja switch here to just come in and Water Shuriken, and then we expect probably Alolan Ninetales after that.
And then
Greninja seems like the best bet.
Mhm.
What was starting as a stall round of just two Pokemon going back and forth, it was a very, very big crit. Elects to go for Shadow Sneak there and eats the high jump kick. A huge mistake coming in from Storm.
Wow.
I'm not quite sure what he was thinking there, in all honesty.
Hello,
huge mistake
stream
coming in
wife.
from
How are
Storm.
you doing
Maybe
today?
assuming that
I have
Lopunny is
missed
only a
you
fighting
so much.
type, but
I'm
it's
so
actually a
excited
mixed type.
to be with you
Oh,
during
the
the
Mega Evolution.
Sleeplocke. And all of you, I really hope that
Diancie
you
Megas
all
protects on
come
the
out
first
to my
turn.
Sleeplocke tonight. I know
He
that
has-
there are some other
Oh, he
people
reads the high
that
jump
are
kick for the
doing some
protect.
Sleeplocks,
It's coming
but
down to
I
the wire
really
now.
hope that you come out to mine at
You
least
would
for
want
a
Dragon
little
Share
bit.
Moho
We're
here.
doing some
Yes.
blind
Does he read
Blind
the
Black
He stays
2.
game, goes for
I've
Diamond
never
Storm, doesn't
played
go for
the
Smart
game
Strike,
ever
another
in
steel
my
type move,
life.
Does go for Smart Strike.
All
I
right,
think that might be
Ryan
the wash
Fitz,
right there.
Kaiser,
Even when it
welcome
comes
back in.
With the attack boost as well. I'm pretty
Ooh,
sure
Pushes
tomorrow-
nice.
And then
Do it,
Ninetales
Cressel.
probably finishes it off, unless it's a Salicberry set.
Might bring my checkbook. Yes, we
The
will
knockoff.
buy
Interesting.
Kroger's.
What-
We
It's a Z-
will.
So it's
will
Chameleon
do
Z.
it.
But he should have went. Yeah,
It is
that's gonna be
very
a Moonblast
interesting.
to
I
wash it out.
love
He
being
should've went
able
for
to
the Z move
do
right there.
Is it in a slower, bulky Ninetales set, though? Goes for the Aurora
I
Veil
love
Goes with
being
the
able
Aurora Veil,
to do
assuming that it
some,
doesn't have
Flanger
the
or Soul
Moonblast, but the Soul Blaze doesn't hit
commentating.
because it's immune.
Yep.
Does he not have a Moonblast on his
I do-
Ninetales?
I would be very surprised
Roxas,
if
that
he
is
didn't.
very- that is a
big
very
error. Goes for the
interesting
Blizzard,
thing to
guaranteed
talk
in the
about.
hail, and a nail
Because
biter.
I love Kroger,
A
but I
absolute
love
nail biter.
HEB
You would think
too.
that Storm would have come out
but
on top there with a big
Kroger-
crit. But some
There's
good
no
plays coming in from
HEB
Peyton
where
and
I
an
live
absolute
currently.
nail biter
The
with
nearest
Blizzard
HEB is
Ninetales.
about 30-45
Especially-
minutes away, whereas
Especially
Kroger's
without the
literally
crit, I
down
feel
the
like Peyton
street.
would have an even
Which is why
more
I'm like,
overwhelming
I'm definitely
victory,
going
but
to
that
get
crit
that
did
Kroger.
make
You
it
mean
so incredibly close.
HEB
I
is
agree.
really good.
Probably one of the
I love
most
HEB.
tense fights we will see in this early round, or in the early rounds of this bracket here.
All right, I just got done talking to my chat a little bit, talking about Kroger versus HEB, and we are now moving on. It looks like Maddie
Maddie
and
ready?
Ken.
Okay. Is Maddie ready? You
Yes.
mentioned that he had to do something quick. Okay.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I just got some live information, live news that Wolf Soldier is out of the tournament. He has lost to Bacon in the losers bracket. So
Mhm.
Wolf Soldier goes 0-2, and Bacon moves on to the
First
next round.
person out of the tournament entirely.
It is very unfortunate, but it's okay because, as we said, we will be doing some more Showdown tournaments. So hopefully he takes this experience to understand what he needs to do for his team comps. Maybe
I do
they
feel
use
like, as we mentioned earlier, Bacon was the more experienced player there, and Wolf did make a lot of earlier mistakes in his first match that was streamed. So likely similar team building mistakes made in the losers bracket as well.
Mhm.
I'm curious on if it was close or if it was a bit of a blowout on Bacon's end here.
I wonder
And-
if they used any different teams. It is interesting because considering we are not looking at the losers bracket games, they could be using different teams that we may
That
not
is a
see.
very good point, John,
Great point.
because if Jake does lose this round against Lone Wolf in round 2 and then faces Bacon, and if Bacon comes out with a different team to counter the one he lost against, this could be very interesting.
We could see entirely
Mhm.
different results. That's true.
Exactly. And we might not even get to see it because it would be in the losers bracket. But that is if Lone Wolf does win against Jake.
So the next round that we're seeing is Ken and Maddie. Maddie's coming in this tournament very confident, if you guys did not know. He's expecting to play Jake in the semifinals. He's very confident. He feels like he has the tools. He feels like he has the game knowledge to do well. But there's always something to be said about
True.
a noob.
True.
Because if they
Underdogs
don't
are-
know what they're doing,
Then you can't either as the opponent. They're so unpredictable.
Exactly.
Which is why
is so
I always
unpredictable that it
win
might be
our
hard to
random
read.
Showdown tournaments.
Especially if your RNG is not the greatest. If Maddie goes for Focus Blast or something and it misses, and then gets some big crits or something from his opponent, nothing is guaranteed, especially in Pokemon battles.
that is a very, very good point. Nothing is guaranteed, Marsh.
All right.
So-
Unless it's a blizzard and hail and you outspeed, then it is almost guaranteed.
So I must say that if Ken wins this game, it would be a shocker. However, I think that would be the greatest upset of the tournament, and we would be leading on to the next round with a great story.
Oh, yes.
So there will be a lot of weight to this game, as Maddie, I believe, is one of the tournament favorites, versus Ken, one of the newer players in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know if Ken has any other prior experience with Pokemon, or if he's just new to the tournament scene, or what he's coming
He has
in
a
here?
decent amount of experience with Pokemon. I've been helping him for the last few days. I think he has a good passion for it, which might make this the start of something that we see, something great that we might see in future tournaments.
Got the underdog story coming in here.
Very much so.
Everyone loves a good underdog story.
Mm-hmm. And Wolf, mistakes are mistakes, and that's okay. I'm so glad that you were here. I'm so glad that you were able to participate. Thank you so much for coming in. It really means a lot to me, as well as everybody that's streaming currently. And I really hope that you come into our next one, because we are definitely going to be doing some more things. And I think with the popularity that's going on with this tournament right now, we'll definitely see some more people in tournaments to come.
Something very important to be said as well is that Gen 8 OU is getting an update within the next 2 weeks, which means there's a lot of time to practice from there. There's obviously other people that you're meeting in here in the tournament scene now that are very interested in playing these games. Plus, if you ever want to shoot me a message as you're learning the tournament scene, I am a very high-ranked competitive Pokemon player. So I'd be very happy to help and teach the ropes. That goes for anyone in the tournament or anyone in chat as well.
I've given Ken a 2-minute warning because it seems like there's no communication going on currently. Hopefully we won't see a forfeit.
They're all frazzled.
Everybody's frazzled.
So, John,
But
what was
mostly
the
me.
end of that discussion with the Krogers? What ended up winning? You are the color commentary here.
Okay, so we were talking about so earlier whenever I was at Baylor University, I lived right next to an HEB. And before, when I started streaming, I started living at home in Texas. Well, not in Texas, like
To
2 hours.
interject on that point for a moment, by the way, John and I went to that HEB together, actually got wine there together. One thing led to another, and we played a
Oh.
full night of tag. You can decide what type of tag it was.
Oh, Lord. But anyways.
I'm going to guess it was freeze tag. Am I correct?
Freeze Yes, I am
Somebody was
dying.
there frozen after the night we spent together. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, Lord.
And I want to give a big shout out to John's boyfriend.
Yes. Oh, Lord.
I just sent you the link in the chat there, Noble.
All right,
Thank
here
you, I
we
appreciate
go.
John, if you'd like to finish your point on HEB, because I rudely interrupted you.
Yes.
For my terrible joke.
So HEB was right next to Baylor, but where I live currently, there's a Kroger that's literally 4 minutes away from my house. So whenever we started streaming, we started doing this whole we're going to buy out Kroger thing. And it was very interesting just talking about HEB versus Kroger, because I've said that I love HEB. So for me, it's a very hard thing
It's the
to
same
determine.
store. I bet
No,
it's
it's
the same
not.
store.
It's not the
Kroger
same
is the
store.
same as Ralph's, is the same as
Chat-
HEB. They're all the same store.
Chat, y'all
I've
better
never
prove
been
him
to any
wrong.
of them, so I have no idea on this topic.
What's your standard grocery store?
It's literally just mom and pop shops around here, and then like a Walmart.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's Vons is the same thing as, well, actually, I was gonna say Stater Brothers, but Stater Brothers is, don't go to Stater Brothers. That's the ghetto. Stater Brothers is terrifying.
Looking at the match here, it looks like Maddie has a lot of setup on his team with the Superior, the Komodo, the Manaphy, the Rabombi, even maybe getting a Sticky Web off with that.
Probably a sticky web set. We're seeing Maddie with a fully offensive team, and then we're seeing Ken on the other hand with a more balanced team, probably a Z-Move Kyurem, a very tanky Chansey, and the Mega Metacham. We will assume that Pinsir is the Mega on the other team. No Chansey is running just a blind Pinsir.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, Mega Pinsir is my favorite Mega.
It's
It is amazing. Like having that flying type and then Aerialate is very, very nice.
you see the Rabombi lead.
Probably Sticky Web likely. Is it a sash for Sticky Web or just
Sticky
and a
Web
spell
to the
shot?
rocks after.
Mhm.
Stun
Misses
Spore
Stun
misses.
Spore. Defog.
Then Lando goes for the Defog after, removing the
Clearing
Sticky Web. We
his
have to
own
wonder
spell
if he U-turns here. Stun Spore Very interesting. Explosion. Wow. Wow.
Ooh.
That's actually perfect if he brings in a faster Mon here. Any of Zero Aura, Metacham. Wow.
Likely a
Big
fake out.
play coming in with the explosion.
Mhm.
Because we don't see the sticky web now. He elects to leave it alive. We might assume that this is an explosion Azelf as well, in addition to a possible Ice Beam or Stealth Rock. That is a very, very important get right there.
At first, I was a little confused by the Stealth Rock into Defog, clearing his own Stealth Rocks, but that worked out very well for him.
Skill
Being a
swap
Snapcaster.
Chansey, or skill swap on the
Azelf.
Azelf, substitutes and reads the Toxic. Assume that it's a Seismic Toss Chansey, which should just be able to chew up Azelf a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Very true.
I would like to go back to that explosion play because getting the sticky web off the map and then exploding immediately after and removing Rabombi from the situation, that greatly hurts Maddie's chances because we see one very fast Pokemon in Zero Aura on Ken's side, as well as 2 priority users in Mimikyu and Metacham.
This is very interesting considering we did say that Kenny was coming in without a lot of Showdown experience, but it looks like he has some tricks up his sleeve.
This might just be the edge that he needs in this fight to maybe win over Maddie here.
Going into Mimikyu, we'll expect 2 Shadow Sneaks here. I don't know what Azelf can do in this situation, depending on its set. A Zen Headbutt set, which means another Shadow Sneak coming in, lives with 2%. Wow. Wow. That is a big live right there. Was that a min-max? That was a big live. That was a big, big live. Protect on the fake out. Metacham is not faster. Protect again. Try to double protect, but it's Bullet Punch priority. So that's 1 Mon down, and then the Rabombi's low as well. This is a very tight game at the moment.
I see a pincer. Oh, it goes for the
Ooh,
superior.
I do not like the superior switch there. That's a
No,
high
I'm
jump kick for days.
I would have went for the pincer coming in.
Unless it's a glare set, I would have went for the pincer as well, or possibly Kamo. It's a reflect set. Gets chewed up by the high jump kick. You have to imagine it's a double screen. Leaf Storm comes in after, high jump kick hits again. That's another Mon down.
If that high jump kick missed there with the 2-time special attack and the reflect up, that could have been very bad.
That could have been very bad. So we'll assume that this is a Swords Dance probably, unless he's just going to go ahead and finish this off and then get the Moxie boost.
This
if
is
it is in fact a Moxie set.
It's
I would
very
be baffled if
interesting.
it does not mega.
You know, it's crazy because Maddie came in with that superior and then immediately switched to pincer afterwards.
Frustration coming in.
Kiram's going to go ahead and go down here to the frustration, then the close combat. Close combat was not the right call. They're lowering his stats. He could have gone for 2 frustrations.
Definitely.
I think Zera can come in and hit this with a Plasma Fist.
Very true. Or he might go for the fake out on the Metacham and maybe let that go down to make sure the reflect goes down so it can one-shot. However,
he goes into the Zera. Plasma Fist is very big here, especially after the reduction. I wonder if this might kill. Reflect is up, but there's the reduction.
If it does kill because of that defense drop, that is probably going to haunt Maddie for a while.
That would definitely be a very bad play. We'll assume that this is more than likely a Plasma Fist set.
Fake out
goes for fake out on the first turn. Gets the chip damage, respectable.
He was trying to get the reflect down, but instead it is with the light clay.
Lives with 3%.
Frustration is resisted.
So we're going to go ahead and assume the quick attack there, followed by the knockoff.
Alright.
I wonder how much that close combat's coming back to haunt him.
The Rabombi coming out.
The Rabombi outspeeds. Yeah,
no, the Rabombi does not outspeed. Ken is on the initiative right now, coming in with the Kamo.
Wow. We have seen it all here, folks. We've seen it all.
Is the Zera Aura Play Rough still available in Gen 7, or is that Gen 8 he got the...
It is still available. So it's a knockoff set here could haunt the Kamo as well as a Play Rough set. If this is a Play Rough set, this is an automatic win for Zera.
There is one more move that we have not seen. It goes for
the knockoff is very big, taking off the Salak Berry. It is absolutely massive. That is absolutely massive. We have to see what the last move is here.
John,
it's either close combat or play rough. We're going to need to see it, but the knockoff is absolutely massive, taking off the Salak Berry.
John, what do you think about the end of this match here? Will that Manaphy be enough to win against Kenny here?
I honestly don't think so. I really think that it's going to take a lot in order.
Substitute does not go down. Gets the Drain Punch for the extra survivability. The Medicham is already low. The Chansey we have not seen other than a Toxic yet.
Medicham could fake out high jump kick here, though.
Mm-hmm,
Very true.
definitely.
The Substitute will for sure go down to that fake out because it's already weakened.
And Medicham is just the correct call. If he can go ahead and fake out, so he goes into Medicham. We're gonna see. Wait, he's faster. He can just Zen Headbutt actually. I think that's a win for Ken. It's fake out, Zen Headbutt, then he speed ties on Manaphy, and then he just seismic tosses 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Will that play out though? Will that play out though? Will there maybe be an error?
We see the fake out.
Belly drum.
The belly drum.
Wow.
That doesn't
Oh
mean
my gosh,
anything.
I'm
Zen
getting
Headbutt's gonna kill you 'cause he doesn't have
raided
the
by
Sonic Berry boost.
Coops.
He doesn't have
Thank
the speed.
you so
I don't
much
think he
for
would
the
put a priority
raid.
move
Welcome
if,
in.
Flo even got
Welcome
one when
in,
he does go
Solin,
for the Salic character
Snowflake, Sonic,
I
Pikachu,
don't know
Caden,
if,
Jeff.
I don't know if
Welcome
Komodo gets a
in.
priority move.
We are
Like
currently in
maybe
the
Mach Punch,
middle
but I'm not
of a
1000% sure.
Pokemon Showdown
We're gonna assume that
tournament
it's a Zen
that
Headbutt
was
here.
created
They're
between
both
me
taking
and
some
another
time to think
content
about this
creator.
one.
Thank
the
you
bullet
so
punch? He
much,
got the
Jeff,
priority.
for subscribing.
Oh no, he didn't know the speed.
Wow.
That's the
And now-
inexperience
Oh my gosh,
coming in.
more people.
now
Maddie escapes
Paige
by the
and
skin of his teeth.
Coops,
That's the
my
game right there.
boy,
The
how
Drain Punch
are
will go
you
especially with
doing,
that belly
friend?
drum.
Thank you so
Wow.
much for
We have
coming
protect to
in.
stall it out a little
Silver,
bit, but
thank
I
you.
don't see a way that this Chansey can take out this and the Manaphy.
Thank you all so much for subscribing. Thank you all
inexperience
so much for coming
Comes
in.
to
If you
haunt
don't know
Ken
me
there.
already, my name
He
is
had the game
Nintenjon.
absolutely
I
won.
am a new streamer, started about 2 months
Wow.
ago.
Underdog
And
story must
I
live another
am
day, I
doing
guess.
a showdown
Let's
tournament
just
On to
currently
losers
with
bracket
a
with
lot
Ken.
of our viewers.
Mhm.
And
Ken has
yeah,
the game
if
in the
you
bag,
want
and he
to
makes
see
a
more
very technical
content,
flub.
make sure that you
Ken will
subscribe.
be facing
Make sure
Epic
you
in
go
losers
into the
bracket
link
next
below
year.
to join my Discord.
Awesome.
We have a
Wow.
lot of fun community
It's
events
going to
that
be
we're doing.
Peyton and
And
Maddie,
not
then
only
Lone
that,
Wolf
we're
and
doing
Jake.
a Sleeplocke later tonight. A
Against-
blind
Ken should have won
Sleeplocke
that game.
of
I
Black
did
2,
not see
a
that
game
coming.
that I've never played before. So
I mean, you did
make
mention the
sure
perfect
that
order,
if you
but
want to
I
see
did not
anything
think that
else,
the
you
experience would be
subscribe so that
enough
you
there
can
to
get
see that and
those
then
notifications from me.
use that order, basically.
But oh my
Maybe
goodness,
he thought he
thank
didn't have enough
you
speed investment in
so
the Medicham
much
to
for
outspeed with
coming
the
in,
Zen
you
Headbutt.
guys. This
Yeah, that's where the experience comes in,
literally
'cause if you
made
highlight
my
over
day.
the Mons, actually,
You guys
can
just
see
had a
that,
showdown tournament yourselves. How was
Metacham's
it?
coming in at
Did you get through the
328
whole entire
for a
bracket?
max,
Did you
and
just
Kamo's coming
do
in at
one
295.
bracket?
Well, yeah,
What
so
we're
maybe
doing
when he was
currently
team
is
building, he
we're
didn't
just
put
going through
any
the
EVs
winners
really
bracket,
into
and then the
speed stat for
losers
Medicham
bracket we're not
potentially, and he thought
streaming
maybe
right
this
now,
Momo
and they're
didn't have a lot
just
of speed
telling
investment.
us like if they win, if they lose, what's going on.
That's all. Woulda, coulda, shoulda at this
I
point.
existed in
Maddie
Coop's
sucks,
tournament
pretty
for
sure.
about 2 rounds.
Wow.
Yeah, I love random
Absolutely
showdown
fascinating.
tournaments, but this is
I would have thought
Gen
that would have been
7.
a wash right.
So
Absolutely
for me, I
fascinating.
was like, I'd
Coming
rather
in.
just commentate, see what everybody
Peyton
else
I
is
don't
think
know
that's
doing,
play advantage
because we are
perspective.
doing some really,
I am
really
interested
cool
to see if
things.
Maddie
We've
switches up
seen
his
some
team for this
really
next
good
fight here
teams
because he showed
today.
all of the
We've
movesets
seen
other
some
than the
people that are
Manaphy-
new
Manaphy,
coming
and
in
that's
and
really-
destroying
So Peyton
people
does
that
have
have
a slight
been playing
advantage
for
because I
a
believe
while.
Peyton didn't have to
So
go
it's
two of his
definitely
sets
going to be
in his
interesting to
last
see
battle
how this
against Epic.
tournament ends up.
Yeah, so I believe that we're rolling.
We did the
on
whole
to,
bracket and losers bracket. Only 11 people though.
Lone Wolf and
Ooh,
Jake next.
monotype. That sounds fun. I think we should do that maybe next
John, do you
time
have
for a tournament.
clarification on that.
So for me, I think that
I believe that would be in the next order. Yes.
Gen 8 National Dex
Hi, I'm
monotype.
back from
Wow.
talking to Chad. HEB.
So
What do you think
they're
the topic of
talking because
discussion is
I've
right
muted
now over in this
myself,
chat?
but that's really
Can't take
cool.
any
Like
guess.
I'm really proud of you for being
First it
able
was
to do a
singing,
showdown tournament.
and now it was
I
Crow.
have
Yeah.
to channel my gay energy.
Yeah.
What is the best
Monotype, but
baked
it was also
pastry? I
national
think
dex.
that's
So
what-
every Pokemon that isn't an Uber is allowed. Nice. That's really cool. I'm
I
used
believe that we
to
will see
random tournaments. I've
Jake
also started getting into
versus
Hackmons a little
Lone
bit.
Wolf
Those are really fun. I
right
love
now.
getting
That's
like
next in
the
bracket.
mons that you would
John is
never
apparently
expect.
dead, so we're
I had a
rolling on without
roly
him.
poly, and that was like
true.
the best. All right, I'm
gonna
going to
try
head
to see
back
if they're
into
in
here
the
because
fight.
they seem like they need me.
It seemed
So
to be
here we
discussing in
go.
the general chat about getting their
Hello, I am
Hello,
back.
Welcome back, John. How are the baked goods?
The baked goods are so good. I mean, I don't
we're
know what
actually
else you
talking
want me
about
to
baked
say.
So to discuss that last game a little bit more,
Mhm.
Maddie was coming into this tournament with a lot of confidence, but
He almost lost that one.
it is very fair to say that he should have lost just based on game
Bye,
knowledge. If
Coops.
Ken
Thank you
has a
so
week more
much
of
for coming in,
experience,
and
there's a
thank you
very good
so
chance that
much
Ken
for the
pulls out that
powerful
game.
raid. You are definitely
So I don't know about Maddie's confidence going
amazing,
into the
and
second round,
I
but
cannot wait to
he
see
might
you
have
later
managed it
today,
better we've
hopefully.
seen.
And
It's
Icy
doing
Jim,
absolute
welcome
work.
in. You are
He may
never
be
late
very
to a
fragile
raid.
coming into
Never
his next
late,
match here,
always
even though
early.
He did finish still in the winners bracket. I feel like he may lose one because of that last match shaking him a bit, and then come back in losers bracket potentially.
There's a real possibility that we'll see how much that affected.
I do
His
not see
psyche.
any team switches here.
Yeah, we're not seeing team switches, both rolling through on the winners bracket.
Wow. All right.
So again,
here
we've
we
seen
go.
both of these teams before. Mega Metacham, as we found out thus far, is very scary. But
James' team does have
what
a
we
lot
touched
of
on
energy.
before, Wolf's team is very weak to water. We touched on this before. Water hits his team, especially in the rain. We might see some great work coming in from Volcanion.
I feel like this might have been an error on Phoenix Born's part, or Lone Wolf's part, if he did have another team set
Going
up,
to
because
play
he does
Among Us.
recognize the water weakness
Have
hopefully,
fun,
and he's
Roxas.
going
Thank
against
you
a
for
rain-based
coming
team,
in.
essence. And he leaves the Pelipper and Rotom Wash out.
We assume this is a Volt switch,
Yes. A good play.
Oh,
would
definitely.
Maybe go to the Swampert to predict the Volt Switch.
but there's also the possibility of the Will-O-Wisp on the double read.
Which read will be better? Does go for the Bulu instead. If grassy
Does he
turns
go for the
up-
Wisp? He goes for Thunder. It is a Thunder Rotom set.
Wow.
No paralysis. Jake is probably thanking all the gods above right now,
Yes.
praying to Zeus. So
Oop.
Tapu Bulu only takes 13% from that. Eating the electric attack, we have to assume that Tapu Bulu is going to slap pretty hard right here. See, a
Zeus has-
Horn Leech does 24%. That's not bad at all in the terrain. If this comes to a stall fight and Magearna's not Ice Beam, Horn Leech could do some work.
Mhm. It's really interesting to note that in last game, whenever we saw
the Nature's
this,
Madness comes
oh
in.
yeah, that's insane.
Special
But
defense drop can be big here.
The special defense drop is big as well. Go ahead, John.
But in last game, we saw Jake's Tapu Bulu going down really quickly. So it's interesting to see now what kind of set the Tapu Bulu has, because it's, one, not dead.
I believe the Bulu got killed on the switch-in from a Pelipper leadoff. So even just getting that Horn Leech and Nature's Madness is better than that last match.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
definitely.
did more work. The grassy terrain comes up. We know that this Rotom is a Thunder set. Switches back into Tapu Bulu, predicting the Thunder again. Hopefully not the paralysis. Oh,
Zeus did not.
Zeus
answer
was
all
not
the time.
kind today.
The terrain does go down, and he did not get that back up on the switch-in, unfortunately. Goes to the Kamo. Oh, the resist.
The Horn Leech gets up to 8%. Doesn't mean much,
Nope.
but
Mhm.
there's great checks
However,
on Jake's team
Tapu
in
Bulu
versions of Celesteela.
Is at 69%.
Nice.
Nice.
Giggity.
Kamo gets up the rocks here. We have one turn left on Rain. We'll assume this is a Seeds play. Probably a double Seeds here. The Rain disappears. It'd be interesting if Kamo had any checks, but assuming that it is a rock set, post combat does absolutely nothing at
Ooh.
all.
I don't think that was a good play by Phoenix's part.
Maybe
I
he
don't
didn't
either.
really care about the defense or special defense drop, as the Celesteela is probably a bulky set with Leech Seed, so not much offensive, but that's still...
This
very-
might look like a double Leech Seed coming in from Celesteela.
Ooh,
Oh,
and
but
it
he
misses.
again on the Leech Seed.
I
we
feel like
have
that
s-
happened his first
Yes.
round as well.
We have seen a lot of Leech Seed misses from the Celesteela today.
Back to the Tapu
swear.
Bulu. Is he going to fish for a Thunder without the Rain? The
Goes
Z
for the
power.
Z move.
The
Gigavolt
Gigavolt Havoc. It's a Rotom Z. Wow.
Wow,
The
interesting.
terrain comes up, which means Bulu gets a free hit right here.
Marsh, your stream wife is in chat.
Whoa, what?
Yeah,
Whoa.
Breeze in
Oh,
chat.
the paralysis coming in on the Bulu is just terrible.
If you're talking about Brie, that is Emily's stream wife.
Breeze is so confused.
terrible.
Okay, I'm
Are we
sorry,
gonna see a
Emily
Volt
and
Switch coming
Bree.
out from Magearna here, or the
That
Flash
is
Cannon?
my bad.
Flash Cannon coming.
Predicts the Flash Cannon. I would assume that you would want to let Bulu go down here. Back into Swampert, reading the Volt Switch.
Wow.
Wow,
Read
what a fantastic
the
play
Volt
coming in from
Switch.
Jake again.
And the Magearna has to stay in, considering the Volt Switch did not work.
It's
That is-
either a. I don't think he power up punches here, considering how much Waterfall does to the rest of his team.
That is
Mhm.
a 6-turn Swift Swim boosted Swampert with 100% health
Yes.
coming in, and there's not much that this team can do. Like, I don't
There's
see
a
much
real.
grass
Yeah,
cover.
we had talked about it. We discussed at the beginning his weakness to rain. Does he power up punch here? He
Goes for
waterfalls. Does
Ooh.
29%. I think 2 earthquakes will take it down here, and I think that's the correct call.
I think that the power-up punch could have been better than doing a waterfall straight out, though.
I agree. I agree on that, but I think that part of that could be hindsight as well, because Kamawa was the best switch there, and if Magearna ends up staying in, then you want to get the guaranteed damage.
I
So I'm
also
very curious to see whether we see the Earthquake, 51% on the Earthquake, Antris with the close combat. I assume he's following up with the Waterfall here.
I
If
would
he did his
say
calculations,
Goes for the protect.
he should just be spamming Waterfall here. He did 29% before. He got the defense drop. He should just be spamming Waterfall.
I honestly think that
Does kill.
Yep.
I think that Jake should have gone for a power-up punch, actually, because I think
We'll
that
have
would
to
have
see
given him a
how
little
much
bit
that
of an
comes into play.
advantage.
That is a very good switch. I would have done the same because your rain's about to run out and the fake out is just going to waste another turn of that. Keep your Swampert for
Mhm.
another day.
Keep your Swampert for another day. Exactly. It's very important to see if this Metasham has Thunder Punch, because I don't believe we saw before. High Jump Kick does
That's not kill.
63%.
Leech does
We're
come
going to
out.
see the Seeds, which actually hits for once.
Oh
And we're going to see
Wow.
Protect right after.
I swear that Leech Seed is 60% accurate. Nobody can tell me
Oh,
otherwise.
no.
Wow,
Wolf does not do his homework and High Jump Kicks the shield.
that is
You just go ahead and let Celesteela die here, unless you want Pelipper to die to get up the rain.
a very
Exactly.
very
I think
unfortunate
Pelipper
play.
dying might be the better choice here, but something's got to. Oh, he gets the,
The double
protect!
protect.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
That Leech Seed miss RNG came back in
The
him.
Leech Seed
for a
miss
big
RNG
way.
came back on the double protect.
This
Wow!
has
And just
turned-
like that, Jake is fully in the driver's
Yes.
seat. Absolutely unbelievable call on the double protect.
That was
there.
such a good play by Jake's part.
With what Phoenixborn Lone Wolf has left, I don't see him being able to pull this out, especially with that Swampert still being healthy.
So we know that this Rotom is a Thunder set. Is he gonna fit?
He's
tried for triple
triple
protect.
The
I think that
Hydro
might have been a misclick. I think that
missed.
might have been a misclick.
However, it doesn't matter. The Hydro Pump missed. It's all even. That turn never happened.
That turn never happened.
The Volt Switch does 50%.
Does not kill. That's a
Does not kill. Is he going to go for Seeds here? I assume it's going to be another Seeds Protect turn.
I feel like that's a free Leech Seed. It does hit. Does
Seeds
land
Protect
well.
turn again.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be back up to 40% after this turn. That's very important. And we'll see what set this Greninja is. I believe it was Battle Bond Greninja from before.
Does not
Yes.
Elects to not protect there. Leaves up the Seeds.
Battle
What are
Bond
we going to
does
see?
not-
I don't think that's the correct play.
I don't think it was the correct play either. And Fitz, you are right.
Kartana might come out here, depending on if it maybe sashed, if he saw the Greninja. Goes for the Volcanion on the rock.
Volcanion's not the correct play either. I think
Oh.
the Jake's crumbling a little bit.
I
There's
believe he did have rock.
Three better options, but the switch back, wow! Did not see that coming. The all-out pummeling on Rotom, 77%.
That is a lot of damage for the Rotom.
You have to
Very
see
nice
that Rotom just thunders here. The best switch, I think, would be just a blind Swampert, because we know from before that this is not a Volt Switch set. Or that it's not a Will-O-Wisp set, excuse me.
Well, I may opt, if I was in this position, I may opt to go for the Pelipper, maybe sack it, because you don't really need another Drizzle. Oh, it does
Goes
go
for
for
the
that
Swampert,
Swampert.
reads
The
the
Volt
electric
Switch.
move. I think that he can get it, unless this ends up being a Rotom set that just it's been hiding.
I
Will-O-Wisp.
think that
Or HP
Jake should
Grass, you never
power
know.
up punch here. We have
You
yet
do
to
not
see a
power
power
up
up
punch here.
punch.
You want the guaranteed
No.
damage.
He goes for the
See,
Power
power-up punch is incorrect. Power Up Punch was very incorrect. He cashed out on that Hydro Pump missed.
Mhm.
Power Up Punch was very incorrect there. He should have gone for the guaranteed kill with the Waterfall, because as we figured out, it's not a defensive set. Oh, that was not the correct play.
Oh,
That
not
was
the
not the correct
correct
play either.
play.
It lives, though. It does live. He can switch to the Rotom, sack it, get another Intimidate.
That is
However,
so.
I feel like a Power Punch will be coming
To
here.
not destroy your point entirely, this is a blind switch to Pelipper. You let Pelipper die, and then the game is over. If Jake is able to see this, again, there is tournament pressure, but you blind switch to Pelipper, you let Pelipper die, and then you go back into Swampert, and you just win.
Goes to Explosion.
The explosion,
Explosion
coming
doesn't matter.
off.
Waterfall and Earthquake just stomp out the rest of his team, and that should be the win.
Emily,
He gets
this
to hide the
is
Kartana for
very
another
hard
turn,
to
too.
watch.
For Ninja,
I believe Earthquake kills, but regardless, he gets to hide the Kartana again.
Oh,
So there were
yes.
some flubs, there were some gamble RNGs.
Lion Switch is back in the Magearna. Does not
Yep.
kill.
That's just the game. Actually, Waterfall does not kill Greninja there, by the way, Jake. I hope that you watch this in the future. Waterfall does not kill Greninja there. You gotta go for EQ.
And that would
Ooh.
for sure probably take it out from Magearna.
And now I think just a few earthquakes, and that's it.
Yeah, he should go for Earthquake over Waterfall here.
Does,
He goes for the Earthquake,
and,
and then Waterfall.
and this,
Wow.
This is one of the reasons why Swampert is my mascot.
Subtle flex, pay attention to me.
Subtle
So as we
flex.
talked about, in Wolf's first round, we said he's very weak to water and fire, and the Rain team comes back
I hope
to bite him in the ass there.
I hope he realizes that for future battles here, especially in the losers bracket. If he wants a chance to come back and win, especially against his Rain team, if he does end up facing again, if he wins the losers bracket, he's gonna have to switch something up.
He's going to have to switch something up against that Rain team. It's very possible that we see a rematch, but he's going to have to switch something up.
All right,
against
so
that Rain team.
Jake
And
is
as we
moving
see
on.
there, Jake moves on
Yes.
to the semifinals. Also, breaking news, stream news, the rookie coming out of the woodwork, Ken won his match in losers bracket.
Maybe this underdog story is not over yet.
Maybe the underdog story is not over yet.
This would be a true underdog story, winning from the losers bracket in the first round.
Oh God, could you imagine? The tears, the woman, the glory.
He must have been praying to Zeus every single day of his life if that comes true.
All right,
I believe Lone Wolf will be facing Ken, who just won that. Will Lone Wolf be able to win against Ken and ruin his underdog story?
And then the next match that we have after that is Maddie and Peyton coming up in the winners bracket as well, which would decide the next losers round.
Let me know when they have the challenge up, John.
I am
Right into-
making sure.
Sounds good.
All right. So, stream, how are we doing today?
We're seeing some pretty big plays. The RNG, I think Jake prayed to the RNG dogs, the RNG gods there, with that double protect. Probably misclicked the triple protect and panicked there, but it ended up working out okay.
Honestly, I've heard that the dogs are better than the gods when you pray to them.
Mm-hmm.
Personal experience. Okay.
All right.
RNG dogs.
So, the Maddie and Peyton game is going on now.
I will
Both of
send you
them electing not to change their teams.
There
I
you go.
think that could come back to bite people in the ass. I think that's very important to note for the future that they're not changing their teams. I
Mhm.
think Peyton had a
Was
little
it-
bit of RNG misplays before, if you can say there's an RNG misplay. But we're seeing Peyton with a very, 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 very cheese team. That's the
I'm
best I
curious
can describe it.
I'm curious to see if this Shuckle will have an impact and not get crit into oblivion.
Salazo versus Rabombi. Rabombi's going to guarantee to get up the web because it's faster.
It is very
Insanely
interesting, though. They both start how they started
Wow,
before.
mistake coming in from Peyton. Big mistake coming in from Peyton.
Unfor is huge there. The sludge wave does go up, but it is sashed as
He
he
should not have gone for the plot there. Big mistake coming in from Peyton.
balloon does pop for the next one.
Oh my goodness! That's where Nasty Plot comes back to bite you in the ass. That's a
Mhm.
big mistake.
Definitely. Yep, we
Now
are.
due to initiative.
I'm curious
Wait
what
a
he
second.
has.
Wait a
what-
second. Wait a second.
we're
I
waiting.
think he just messed up. I think that Pinsir could have won the game right there.
Very true.
If that was an SD Pinsir, or he just gets the Moxie booster there, I think Pinsir had a real good chance.
Substitute does come out on the Shuckle there. Shell smash.
We've seen the Shuckle before.
Contrary.
The skill swap to answer.
So the Shell smash will now.
Oh, the Shell Smash hurts now. The skill swap to answer.
That is
Wow.
Absolute cheese coming in from Maddie. The Zen
The
Headbutt
Zen
misses,
Headbutt
however.
misses.
Still continues to go for the Shell smash.
Still continuing to go for the Shell Smash. Very interesting.
Even with the defense drop.
With
that
an
is-
infestation. Still continuing to go for the Shell Smash. I think he's just sacking Shuckle at this point.
Just
Oh,
trying to get that.
Infestation
definitely.
does not pop after 2. Eating Zen Headbutts. Looks like it'll probably pop.
Oh,
Oh,
the
flinch.
flinch
Oh,
You hate to
wow.
see it.
That is so
allows the
unfortunate.
substitute to stay
But
in.
Left key comes out. I'm curious to see if he has any defog or rapid spin to get rid of the sticky webs here. His team really does need it against.
Yeah,
something
his team
like
suffers
the-
from it very
the
badly.
Pincer and Superior are going to be massive if he does not clear those.
Play Rough Cliff Key instead of a Draining Kiss. Thunderwave we see come out. I think this is just a sack Azoth at this point. I'm curious to see what the last move is, but I think this is just a sack Azoth.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Play
definitely.
Rough is going to continue to bring it down.
Very interesting to see these plays in our second match of round 2. The protect
The
coming
Protect set
off.
is its
Wow.
last move, so it's going to go down here. It gets paralyzed again, but Maddie has the initiative. He's going to set up a screen as we've probably seen before, and then his Fire Off Leaf Storms. No, chooses to Fire Off Leaf Storms on turn 1, getting the special attack boost. It's great that it's Thunderwave, because this could get real scary real quick.
Oh,
Nice.
yes. All right, that special attack keeps going up and up and up. This Leaf
It's
Storm
max.
not missing at all.
Officially maxed, but it is paralyzed, so maybe.
Oh, commentators curse. John absolutely screws over Maddie on that
Oh,
one.
I
With
did.
the paralyzed right
Wow.
out here. John, just go ahead and end the stream
Oh,
right
It
there.
does
no.
not matter who God or dog you pray to, John screwed you over on that one.
I know. I am so
I'm
sorry,
sorry for that.
Peyton.
Absolute commentators curse right there.
John, you maybe want to apologize to Maddie, not Peyton.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
think
did.
Peyton
No,
might be
I'm
sending
just
you
gonna-
flowers after that
I'm
one.
just going to say
Actually,
sorry to everybody now.
That does kill. I think it still is very, very much in Maddie's favor, however. Especially
The
with
speed reduction is terrible. I
My
think this is just two
chat
returns
is
or
going
frustrations.
wild. Yes, I know, chat. That was my bad.
And then another return again, and I think that's Alex for the CC, weirdly enough.
Interesting.
That should just be a Manaphy or a Komoa win.
I'm a little confused on why there was not an Aurora Veil set earlier. Or
I'm also confused that as well. I think that he went out to Shuckle too early. I think he could have got the Aurora
Mhm.
Veil off.
Very
We
true.
see Maddie pull that out,
Mhm.
even though John tried to curse him and voodoo his entire lineage.
I really did voodoo the entire lineage.
I do want to point out that in the first match, nobody saw a move from Manaphy, and the only move we saw now was a Z water move. So there could be 4 moves that we have no idea.
Yeah, that's
about.
very important. That's a
Mhm.
very, very important note, Marsh. So Maddie moves on. The semifinals that we honestly expected, moving on to a best of 3 set.
Jake and Maddie.
That is what we honestly expected. It's very, very interesting.
They both called it, and John almost didn't let it come true. Unfortunate.
John tried to ruin this whole man's career.
I really did. I feel
almost
very.
did.
I'm sure Maddie feels very attacked right now.
If you guys want to do Peyton and Bacon right now, we can spectate that losers match while Jake and Maddie prepare for their match.
Are they currently going, John? Do you know?
I will check. All right, let's see
yes,
here.
Yeah, I'll get a link. I can put in the right there. It just started. It looks like it's turn 1. Bacon does not switch his team up. Peyton does bring
Peyton
out a Salamence.
does change his team up a little bit. We see
Brings out a
now.
Salamence and an Ambipom.
Yes, so we have.
We only see 2 of the same Pokemon actually on Peyton's side.
Yeah.
We see the Shuckle and we see the Ninetales, but 4 are different.
Mhm. This is
Oh,
a very defensive team for Peyton.
Yeah, it's very different than his team before. He looks like he's keeping his core of the last resort's popping off. Can we just talk about that for a
Oh
second?
yeah. Also, we haven't
The Toxapex named no Stalmons. I approve of that.
we haven't mentioned that Bacon did not use the Toxapex whenever we saw this game last time.
This is
Yeah,
also
what
true.
was that in Slut? I think there's 3 of the Pokemon. I think Bacon actually made some changes as well, because I think only 3 of these Pokemon, maybe even 4, were the same as before. I don't think
Mhm.
we had Toxapex or Chansey on the last go-around.
We were just mentioning how these teams are not changing much, and then immediately after, it gets thrown into our face, and both teams change drastically.
So it's very interesting to see the changes in the losers bracket right now.
They
It
both
is a
want
very,
to
very
get to
big
the
change
top.
in the losers bracket, probably trying to adapt and figure out something. Thick goes ahead and goes down here. Thick, you are no longer thicker than a Snicker. You're gonna eat a last resort.
Bye, Thick.
This
Hope.
last resort Ambipom putting in a ton of work. If people are not watching the losers bracket, this might catch them off guard.
Oh, definitely.
That is a very good point, because if we did not stream this, then the people in the winners bracket, like Jake and Maddie, might not ever see this, and they'd be completely surprised going back in. Especially with only 2 Mons playing on Peyton's side. He does opt to get the Aurora Veil early here. Or, I would assume so.
I would assume it's an Aurora Veil,
I hope so.
and then probably.
He stays
Oh, the crit comes in.
Wow.
Wow.
That crit definitely mattered there. Peyton was
Salmon-
starting off really strong, but now they are about even.
Misty Surge does come up, the Dragon Dance.
Dragon Dance and Moxie Solomons, we have to assume, is it a fly set or a Z moveset? Because if so, this could be the game right here.
I'm
Mhm.
curious. He goes for the return coverage for the Feeny.
Return
How-
Moonblast? Yep, that gets eaten alive.
Mhm.
The Hail does doing some. Oh, never mind. Leftover chip damage does not matter. The extra
We
drill
have to
coming
wonder
out.
how much Excadrill can do here.
Not a
Assuming it might be a
lot.
Z move.
The-
But having Diancie in the corner
What
is very,
mega
very
will
important.
come out here? Is
It
going
was
to
Having
be
Mega
Diancie in the corner is
X,
very
right?
important.
The last time we saw Zard coming out, it was a Mega X, making it a
It was an
dragon
X.
type.
I believe.
Oh,
Low-
it was
It
a
was a Mega
Y.
Y before. It was a Mega Y before, actually. Diancie eats that and is going
have
to get a free
one X.
going to get a free Diamond Storm off more than likely. It is faster.
does
Oh,
not
it's not
outspeed.
faster?
Nope.
He did not invest his Diancie in speed.
That's
Wow.
unfortunate.
That absolutely haunts Peyton because he should have won that trade.
Definitely.
The Rock
And
Slide
as we see now, the Excadrill Scarf, but he should have won that trade. We have to wonder how much
The
Shuckle
attack
can do in this matchup because Excadrill's just going to fire off Iron Heads for the rest of the game.
I mean, a common saying in a group of friends of mine is "Don't fuck with Shuckle."
You don't fuck with Shuckle. That is actually
You
an
do
emote in my
not.
Discord.
Oh, I
Trying to fish for rock slides here. Not the correct call. How much can this contrary Shuckle do?
I think that Peyton gave up a little too easily because if that Shuckle came in before,
Is it a rest set? Resto Chesto contrary Shuckle? No.
wow,
Whoa.
wow,
This could be something. This could be something.
Only 21%, and it's still going up in
And
defense.
it's going to rest again next turn. This could be something.
It does go for the rest.
So
Maybe-
unless Bacon
does
gets a
that
crit here,
Does have
makes
sleep
the
drop
correct
as well.
choice by switching out to Feeny here. We have to see how much these Scalds do.
Mhm.
Oh, the
on turn
crit.
one.
That
The
was only
crit
50% though.
definitely
Even with the crit,
mattered
that's only
there.
50%.
He needs 2 more Scalds. No, he's going to get the rest off. I think.
It fails.
Oh, it failed in the Misty Terrain!
It fails in the misty
Oh
terrain.
my goodness. Bacon with
I
the
don't know.
absolute tech.
Wow.
Wow.
Honestly, I don't know if Bacon predicted that and like saw that.
I
or
don't
he
think
wanted to
Bacon
scald.
knows this game well enough.
No, I think he just wanted to get scald off. Wow.
Wow.
And
I absolutely did not
And-
see that coming.
and
I am
moving
so
on,
happy.
moving
I am so
on
happy we
as
spectated.
well is Ken.
Ken beat
Yeah,
Lone
Ken
Wolf.
did move on as well. He's going into the best of 3 round now in losers
Cinderella
bracket.
story is alive. Cinderella story is alive. He will be facing Bacon, who may have the luckiest switch-ins like he doesn't even know about ever. This may screw Ken over. I really don't think he meant to do that. He really lucked.
So now we're moving on to the phase where all the rest of the games are BO3. Best of 3 chat, for those of you that don't know, you need to win 2 out of 3. There will be a lot of mind games here. There will be a lot of choices to be made. It'll be very interesting to see the changes that will be made in the future.
And I hope that we see some changes in teams as we move on.
I would be a little surprised if Jake does switch up more than 1 or 2 mons because his rain like setup that he has is doing very, very well for him. And I do
It is
not
going very well for him.
I
Mhm.
do not feel like Maddie has enough of a counter to it with his current team. I do expect to see some switches from Maddie. If he has them available. He might only have 1 team prepped. It's possible.
Bacon came into my
you,
stream and said he knew what he was doing. Lying ass.
I doubt that.
Peyton, you didn't
I would
fail
like to
me, I
formally
promise.
doubt that. That is why you went for 6 earthquakes before.
True, true.
Should we have our losers bracket go first and then our winners bracket, or should we do winners bracket first? I think that we should do winners bracket
Traditionally,
first.
we would wait, but since there's only losers round 3 left and winners round 3, we could start with the losers bracket if you'd like to. It does not
Okay.
really matter much.
John,
Let's do
what is
that.
your verdict? Okay. Are Ken and Bacon ready?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and start with Ken and Bacon then.
Kenny P, 1, 2, 3.
Coming down to 4 people in the tournament. Jake wasn't expecting, Maddie maybe a late expected, but Ken absolutely coming out of nowhere, making it to the best of 3 in the losers round 3. I think that's our shocking story of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Out of these 4, who do you think will win it all? What are your predictions here, Noble and John?
I will absolutely let John go first on this one because I think
You
I think we're seeing some pretty interesting stuff so far.
yeah,
For sure.
I was looking forward to this game because I honestly thought that Lone Wolf was going to go in and at least get to the semifinals, but Ken, being somebody that is only been playing for a little bit, is now in losers round 3, almost all the way to the winners bracket from losing that first round. But for me,
Absolutely fascinating.
Kenny and Bacon are up. I'm going to send you the link in a minute.
for me,
Go ahead, continue, John.
I think that Jake could take it all the way. We have
I
seen
think Jake
some
is in a great position.
we have
here.
seen some really good plays by Jake.
I think he's in a great position here.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that my money is on Ken to win the entire thing. The
Oh
perfect,
God, I want to take that bet. I want Ken to win it all.
the perfect Cinderella story may just
Yes.
happen
No,
on
we
a random Saturday in 2020.
chat, who do you believe will win? Who do you think will win out of Maddie,
10-17,
Jake,
2020. The day that Ken
and
shocked the
Bacon?
world.
Yes. Yes.
All right, we're seeing no switches from Bacon's team. We've seen Ken's team for the first 3 rounds that he's played in. So
But
the leads will
we
be very
also
important in this matchup.
we also have to remember that Ken has not seen this new team that Bacon has unless he was seeing this stream.
But
unless
even
he was paying attention, unless he was doing his due diligence and his homework.
However, the thing is that even when we were streaming, the Toxapex only got like 1 move shown, and the Chansey went down almost immediately. So there isn't much information
Oh, that is not a good start for Bacon.
at all. Does
Not
he just go straight for the high
Free
jump?
high
kick?
jump kick. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That is a straight
Great
up
play
5v6.
coming in from Ken.
Wow.
5v6 on turn 2.
I think that I peaked my microphone just now, but wow.
I like to peek your microphone.
Oh,
Toxapex coming in after is not correct if he goes for the ZH here. The correct play was Lando. You want to see that Zen headbutt coming out from Ken.
What will no stall mons do here?
You want to see the Zen headbutt coming out from Ken right here.
Maybe a baneful bunker to try to just.
It's a Psycho Cut set.
interesting.
Maybe
I'm going to flame Ken for that later for running Psycho Cut over Zen headbutt.
Well, he might want to make sure that he has an accurate move since he is running a high jump kick instead of having Zen Headbutt, which can miss and just being screwed over by RNG.
You don't get to the top by playing it safe, Marsh.
You do
I-
not.
I am notorious with bad RNG, so I have to run one move that's 100% accurate.
We're probably going to see another Psycho Cut here, I imagine.
Well, Landorus does come out. Yep.
Wow, it still does 49%.
Even with the attack drop.
Probably be a Lando mirror, I would imagine, from Ken here.
Mm-hmm.
Mimikyu is also an option as well, but it will more than likely be a Lando mirror. As we've seen before, this Lando is scarfed and physical.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I would feel like I would want to keep Mimikyu with the skies up. Switch. It does go for
I
the
agree.
Kira.
I agree, actually. Kirim actually only takes 46% on that, meaning that he gets a free move to come back with, because we know that this Lando is scarfed. I will assume Ken's lack of game knowledge is going to just make him fire off a move here, but we'll have to see how much it does.
We never know if the Earthquake can high roll.
That is true.
Oh, that's very fair. That's very fair. I think
We've seen
46
that
is
before.
actually... It might be like 46 to 54. I don't know definitively. Goes ahead and switches into Tap of Feeny, which I do not love. Ice
If
Beam,
it-
gonna be
if it-
followed by an electric move, more than likely. As we see, it's a Life Orb.
Oh, for sure. Even if the Earthquake didn't high roll, then it would have went down to Life Orb.
Yeah, it would have went down to Life Orb. The Fusion
Fusion
Bolt, he
Bolt
leaves
does
it
not
in to
kill.
take 68%.
Wow.
As much as that hurts for Ken, we're
That's
seeing
still a
Bacon
pure
take a
up
lot of damage here. Back into the Metacham.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a fake out Psycho Cut.
He only
Or
has
just a
two,
blind Psycho Cut, actually. Doesn't even need to fake out.
he only has 2 mons that are still at 100% HP. The rest are very, very weakened.
But I think that considering Ken does not know too much about the game, I think that he will do a fake out instead
I think
of going
fake out still
straight.
might kill here at 24%,
Yep.
unless it's a defensive Feeny.
I'm interested to see what Bacon's next move is. I think that he should sack the Feeny.
Oh, he decides to
Wow.
side. That was not the correct call with Regenerator.
Now imagine he went for the Zen Headbutt and missed there, and the Baneful Bunker Toxic Call kept going.
Yeah, Noble, fuck you.
I'm just trying to like save Ken a little bit of a rant after this.
Oh yes. Hey
I'm gonna
Lion,
yell at him.
welcome in.
100%.
Welcome
The
in.
Intimidate
Welcome
does
in.
come off. Was it the Psycho Cut that got it down to 51%? I believe
He goes into
so.
Mimikyu not
How
knowing that his
far
own Lando is the
behind is
perfect check for
Stream?
Lando. Nothing beats Lando but
I'm
Lando.
pretty sure
Especially when the Intimidate
that my
advantage is with
settings
Ken here.
are on. It should be ultra low latency. Or at
We're
least I
gonna
hope so.
see probably a Shadow
Yes.
Sneak, because I don't know if he wants to take this earthquake. Again, Ken's lack of game knowledge coming out
Yeah,
strong here.
So
Play
Cressel,
rough should kill though.
And the
Wow.
Light Orb does take the Mimikyu down.
Wow, so this is another free switch into Cham. As we've seen before, this is Charizard Y, but Feeney's at 24%. Cham can just sweep this out.
Cressel, I believe that stream is only about 3 to 5 seconds behind what's happening in real life.
The Kyurem comes out against.
And
the
we
Red-
know that this is not Scarf, so is Ken just going to go for a high jump kick here?
He might as well, especially since he
He
doesn't want
might
to
not know that it's Scarf, though. Goes into Feeney. The
fake out.
fake out, leaving it at
Good kill.
1%, and then we're just going to see a bullet punch after, as we've seen before, or a Psycho Cut.
Mean the Toxic will keep whittling it down, however. So, the Psycho Cut does
See
come
the
out.
Psycho Cut come out.
This will be his last turn of Misty Terrain if there are any sleep shenanigans over on Kenny's team.
We see Charizard with the speed tie. Chansey eats Mega Charizard Y for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Only
Even-
taking 18% from the flamethrower.
Oh,
This is looking like a
yikes.
wash right now for Ken.
Focus
Focus
Blast.
Blast only doing 22%.
Toxic
Doesn't
does
even need a Toxic.
Just
So
needs
this is
to
going to be the
seismic
end
toss.
of round 1 then. Unless Ken finds a way to flub this.
Throws a soft boiled, very smart.
Or excuse me, game 1 rather.
Yes, game 1.
The Z move,
power-
it's got to be physical here.
Wow.
Flamer comes in.
Does kills.
But we can see Metacham coming in and answering with a high jump kick possibly. It should still just be a wash for Ken here. Metacham, we'll
Already
see if he
caught.
fake outs. High jump kick is the correct play, but it's actually very difficult for him to lose from this situation.
If he misses the high jump kick and goes down to Toxic, that would be detrimental for Ken here.
I
Yeah.
actually think Bullet Punch might kill too. That's how strong Megacham is.
Well, understandable, but
Wow.
Oh!
doesn't.
It was
outspeed.
faster. Ken's an adamant nature.
Mhm.
Wow.
Uh-oh. That was not the play. He should have gone into his Landorus there.
Z Power, is it a fighting move? All out pummeling is
It
going to
is.
kill here, I believe.
Yep, it's just a Charizard against the world.
Charizard against the world, eats a Plasma Fist, and Ken is coming out on top again.
Even if he somehow takes down the Zero or the Toxic along with Plasma Fist and the Landorus will eventually wipe it out.
Ken is freaking
crit.
out in the chat right now, saying, let's
crit
go
with the
in
salt in the
all
wound.
caps.
The Salt in the wound with the critical hit Plasma Fist.
Wow.
That moves on.
Hey,
Rematch.
Tree, how are you doing,
That
friend?
moves them on to Ken.
Bacon
Being
now
at
is
match
in-
point.
I hope you're doing
feel
well.
Like Bacon might have to switch back to his original team or use even more of his backups because this Chansey and Taco Pex have not been working for him in both of these.
Chansey
last
Taco
matches.
Pex have
Definitely.
not been working.
I mean,
Should
he
we-
really he might have to go for an actual no Stallmons.
We'll give him 5 minutes.
Okay. In that time, should we do the winners bracket? Round 1?
No, we should not. We'll just give him 5
Okay,
minutes.
we'll
to
just give
go
them
between
5
rounds,
minutes.
because they just have to
All
take
right.
a break.
Well, in these 5 minutes, I'm going to go grab a snack.
But John, I'm right here.
Sir, I mean a snack I can put in my mouth.
John is the
Oh
best.
my god.
John, you know you have an out of context just for moments like this.
I wasn't even thinking about it.
Well, that happened. Shocked you didn't peek your mic there.
I would just like to specify for everyone in John's chat, for those of you that are confused with how much I am flirting, I was John's first boyfriend, so I don't want to get anyone confused here. We were each other's first love, so I don't want to get anyone confused.
Okay, well, my chat knows that's a lie because I've talked to them about my first boyfriend.
I would have never lied before. It is me, your first boyfriend.
It is me. Hello. All right, I'm gonna go get some Cheez-Its or something. I don't know. All right, everybody, put some wall hype in the chat. Here we go.
Yeah,
They started
there's
again,
no-
John.
There's no chair hype. It's only wall hype. Well, let me change some things. Bacon, what? Oh, no, they forfeited. Bacon wanted to change things. Is that allowed when they were just in a battle there?
If they immediately started, he asked me in stream.
Okay.
So if they immediately started, they didn't have to rematch. That would have been a specification on my part. They didn't have to insta rematch. So
Okay.
I'm okay with it. Future
Sounds
reference, by the way, if you guys are watching the stream, you don't have to insta rematch.
Just want to make sure it's clarified. So in the future, that did come up as well. I am probably gonna be right back. Get some more water. Shouldn't be too long.
Let me open up John's chat as well so I can entertain both of you guys at the same time. You beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. Oh, we have John's beautiful beautiful wall in the background. How's everyone doing in John's chat as well? You guys enjoying the game so far? We're seeing Ken come out of absolutely nowhere. It's been tense to say the least. It has been a little bit tense. We're seeing Ken come out of nowhere. We're seeing some favorites. These plays are 9,000 IQ. We're seeing some favorites fall early in the tournament, which is very surprising. But our winners bracket is going to be very interesting.
Thank you, Fitz, for the $10. Round of applause for the commentators. Well done. Hashtag wall hype. And hey, welcome back in, Coops. How are you doing? The tournament's going really well. We've just entered our best of 3 phase. Also, I want everybody to guess what kind of snack I got. I will tell you, it's
why
not
are you
Cheez-Its.
so handsome?
Wait, what?
Why are you so handsome?
What?
I'm just looking into your eyes right now.
Okay, this is kind of
on
creepy.
Stream, and I can't stop.
I feel like I'm
falling in love.
I'm looking into my computer camera.
I feel like I'm falling in love, John.
Oh my. Kretzel
Watching
is
you
going.
blush, by the way, and get flustered is fucking hilarious.
Kretzel is going to fight you.
This is my stream boyfriend. Well, I've actually touched him and smelled him and kissed him. So.
Kretzel, I thought I was your husband.
Ooh.
So Crystal never processed the documents.
Oh no!
They're sitting in a cabinet.
Ooh.
Right. I believe that Bacon.
Oh yeah, we haven't exchanged our we need to get our ring pops. I forgot about that.
What was that, Noble?
I believe that Bacon and Ken are ready to go.
Yep, I sent you the link in the chat there.
You're so handsome.
Hey, Nikki, welcome in.
We're seeing the changes on Bacon's team back to a full aggro team. So that could be a great answer with the Hoopa versus Chansey, as we've seen before. He takes off his 2 stall slower mons in Toxapex and Chansey, and we see I believe it was a Choice Scarfed Physical Greninja and Hoopa Unbound coming back. So definitely opting for more offense this time around.
All right. While
versus the Kyurem Black, we have to assume that this is a choice banded Hoopa.
Oh, definitely. All right, well...
But if Ken knows about the set, I think Ken's just going to go ahead and slap it.
Massive respect for Bacon. Yes, Bacon, you've got this. Let's see what happens here in this game.
John, please be an unbiased commentator. You already tried to ruin Maddie's whole career. Take it easy, take it slow, knock it off.
Oh, well, okay. I'm just gonna eat my Oreos now.
Can you stare into the camera?
Oh no! I'm not gonna stare into my camera and eat Oreos. That just sounds weird.
Sounds like a good time to me.
Okay, whatever.
Ice Beam coming in, doing 54%. Drain Punch coming out from the other side, doing a thick chunk.
Emily, you
we'll have to see something coming in from this Coyote.
You better know that it's double stuff Oreos.
Oh my god, stop. We're on stream. We'll have to see a big move coming in from this Kyurem here, unless he opts to switch out to Lando to take the Drain Punch. Mimikyu. Not a bad switch on Ken's part.
I'm just gonna mute myself so
Surprisingly
that
enough,
I can talk to
Ken
y'all on
used his
stream.
Mimikyu correctly.
Hey, Dean,
All the shade
welcome
thrown.
in. How are you doing, friend?
So Mimikyu, if this is
Love
a
to
SD
see you
set, would
here.
get off
Thank
a free
you so
SD
much
here.
for coming. We have
he
20
will be
people
faster
in this
than
stream. Oh
the
my
Hoopa, as we've
gosh,
seen
thank
before.
y'all so much. Make sure that if
Player
you haven't already, that
47%
you like and
turn one.
subscribe. There's
We're
a
gonna see
Discord
another
link
player
down
ref
in the
coming in, and then
description. And
possibly
today,
Shadow
in
Sneak.
about 3 hours,
We know that Lando
3 or
is
2 hours,
offensive
we
too,
are going to
so
be doing a
Bacon not having the
Sleeplocke, a
defensive walls is
blind
really hurting him.
Sleeplocke of Pokemon Black 2.
All right, I took a phone call. My
Will
bad.
there be a little
Um,
bit of
he pops it.
drinking
Don't
in there?
ever talk
Who
to anyone
knows?
other
We'll
than
see.
me again.
I talked to John. I mean, he is the snack in this call.
Ah. We're probably going to see a third player up here. Elects to go into Lando now, keeping his Tapu Fini alive. The
What's
Shadow
the
Sneak
Shadow
was completely unnecessary, Ken. I don't know why you did that.
The attack drop almost for free is very, very good.
Has Ken learned that Lando checks Lando yet? Has
Honestly,
anybody
I
told him?
I mean, we fought
247
multiple
subs.
times in the
So,
last match, but I don't
Coops,
think
what's funny is that
Oh, Ken with the big break!
we actually
Let's
hit
go!
250 maybe about 2 days
So now
ago,
everyone's ears
and then
are bleeding.
YouTube purged
Ken
9
learned
of my
after
subscribers.
6 turns of letting all of his other Pokemon die.
Again, yeah,
I
And Lando
Cressel.
checks Lando.
I would die laughing if he
again.
loses this Lando fight right here.
No, he's probably
Yeah.
going to Stealth Rock, baby.
We
U-turn.
hit
I don't see an
250. I
explosion
saw
coming out
it.
right
I was
here.
about
I
to
hope I
post
don't see an
something,
explosion
and then
coming out right
I
here.
noticed
I
that
have seen some
it
that run Stone
went
Edge,
down
potentially.
9,
Those are
and I
Stealth
was
Rock.
very
Goes for the
sad.
Stealth Rock. We're gonna assume that it's faster.
Hey, it's okay because we're still living.
There's no way
and
he
hey,
explodes on
this
It'd
isn't
probably be
about
an earthquake.
this isn't about
Normally,
how
a
many
Feeny does not
subscribers
run
I
speed
get.
investment.
This isn't
More so
about
bulky.
how many
It does
donations I get. This is just
Does that
me
speed
having
doesn't get the burn,
fun
though, which might have
with
actually
a
cost him.
family that I've created
a
and
leftovers
impacting the
Lander
lives of
assist.
so
now,
many
does
people.
Bacon know Lando
You guys
counters
have no idea
Lando?
how
Nice,
much you
nice,
impact my
nice.
life and make me feel
You would
that
want to
positive
leave
energy that I bring
Lando
to everything
in here
that I
to
do.
counter Lando and finish
You
off
guys
Lando.
are literally
Correct.
the
You're
best.
probably going to go ahead
And
and
I
let
want
your
you to
Landorus
know
die
that.
if you're Ken in this situation, because there's no other investment for him. And you also get to feel out what other move that his Landorus has. Stone Edge does not kill. Does he explode? You
Wow.
love the 1%!
Coops,
Wow.
thank you so much.
That's unfortunate.
I-
Metachan gets the free kill.
I
but that
honestly
is
feel like
unfortunate.
I deserve
Please
the
don't make
world
this switch,
whenever
Bacon,
I'm
'cause
with
it will
y'all.
die to rocks
Like
after.
it
Let it
just
die.
makes me
Be
feel
a big
so
boy.
good.
Don't mess
And
up. As we found out before, too.
Like I
Now,
said,
I'm
like
mad.
donations, they may not,
Exactly. So
they're not
if the Lando
required,
does outspeed and maybe gets a defog
and
off
they're always
randomly, or the Stone
appreciated.
Did he
Edge.
not go
And
for fake out?
the people that
Went for
have
Ice Punch.
the
Went for Ice
people
Punch on
that have
1% Landorus.
donated, thank you so much, because I was
That was
able
so
to get
rude.
this microphone
That
that
was so
I'm using
rude.
today,
Anything would have
so
killed
that I can
thing.
have
mean,
a
it's
better
free-
sound
1%
for all of you
Landorus.
and be able
The
to
free
sing, do
28%
whatever I
damage.
need to do,
I mean,
all that good stuff.
Ken should be
We
a
did a little
heated
singing
himself for
earlier
that play.
today with some
That
Frozen
was
2.
definitely not the
Maybe
correct
you'll
play
see
there.
a little
Should've
bit
gone
more
for
in the
any sort of
Sleeplocke.
priority there. That was
If
not
he
the
You'll
correct
just
play.
have to
continue
find out.
Make plays like this. I don't really see him doing that well, even if he does make it into
Yeah,
winners
I'm
bracket
not
here,
sure
as
why
both
the
people
Metachamp
in
did
winners
not
bracket
fake
are
out.
fairly experienced.
As we've seen before,
But you
from
guys,
this
this
trade,
fam is
this
so
hero is
great. The
faster
glitter gang is so
than
strong.
the Metachamp.
I remember
and the
talking to
Metachamp.
somebody
Yeah,
about
one
that
thing you can
later,
do
and
here
I'm
is
not
either
going to
sack-
mention their name,
Oh,
but
never mind. This
they
Kieran
were
has no speed
talking
investment.
about how,
Maybe
like,
Bacon
oh,
also
John,
tweaks
why
that.
did you choose, like,
He
the
did say he was
glitter
making
gang?
changes.
Like,
Oh
isn't
my
that a
God,
little bit too
Ken switched
feminine for
nature
you?
in between
Wow.
games.
And I was like,
Absolute forehead on this
Round
man.
of applause. Round of applause. That is.
Oh, this
I was
guy's
like,
a
you really have to
genius.
see that.
He
You
might have been
really
stream
have to
sniping
say
and
that
hearing
to
us
me?
say that. Why is it adamant? But you know what? I'm giving him the credit for it.
Wow.
I don't think he was. I think he just left that in to talk shit. We
Fair
see the
enough.
Battlebond Greninja coming out. It should just get
Oh,
worked
this
by
man's been
Chansey.
listening to stream.
Zero Aura as well.
He
if they
may
speed
have
invest in
listened
Zero
in
Aura.
on stream after his game was
It's coming
done.
down to the wire.
Because I don't
Rocks
think
are gonna
Kenny
eat Charizard,
would do
and we know that,
stream
and Zera-
sniping.
If it's a speed invested
Plus,
Zera,
stream sniping,
he just
it
wins
doesn't
right
really do anything
The only
because
thing
we
that
get
I
the
can see
information
Bacon
that
coming
they
back with
have
is maybe
anyways.
this Hoopa, but
We
the
don't
Mimikyu
get,
is
we
still
don't
alive,
see
and
like
that
their
is a
stats
very,
or
very hard
anything
counter.
like that. We don't see their other moves until they
Well,
use them. All that good stuff.
it's just
I mean-
slow as shit. is the
Emily,
only thing.
I need more of
Oh,
you
yeah, I mean,
singing.
I'm
I
pretty
will
sure a player would
definitely
produce some
sing a
massive
little
damage and it
bit
does
on
outspeed.
goes into
my
Chansey.
Sleeplocke just for you.
Knowing Kenny's probably gonna go for the Toxic, even though Seismic Toss is the correct play here.
Oh, Cressel, that
then we'll
is
see the
true.
Hoopa
I
come in
did
after.
not realize that. I can't
Those are
see
fine.
my
Does
Discord.
he go and let. So don't let your Chansey die here. Hopefully,
Mhm.
he
Don't
goes
let
into
the
either
Chansey
Kieran-
die.
Does he
Goes
read the
into
Drain
Kieran?
Punch?
He does.
He
go for
read it
Drain Punch.
twice. Ken reads the Drain Punch twice. Absolutely perfect play.
This is a great.
Play rough
switch
does
in
too
with
much
the-
to his entire team. It either kills Hoopa, it kills Greninja, or
Mm-hmm.
it brings Charizard down to 25%. That should be the game right there.
Yep. And then even with rocks, like the Charizard will likely go down
Mhm.
short after. And the Zero Aura will just be able to clean up everything, even
Yep.
if Mimikyu dies.
This is looking like a 2-0 for Ken right here. Goes into Greninja, gets to play rough. So
Kills.
maybe the assumption is that he can get a blind switch into Charizard, and he's trying to leave that alive. He goes into Charizard. Ken should go for the Shadow Sneak here,
Mm-hmm.
just to get the chip off.
Gets the Drought up with the
Does not go for the Shadow
Flamethrower.
Sneak. Again, Ken being a noob shows, but Zero Aura, as we've seen before, can just wipe the game with... I love the name Minato, by the way, on Zero Aura. That's a great name. If you
Oh,
guys didn't
definitely.
see, he's a Naruto-themed team. Why the fuck is Mimikyu? Is
Mimikyu
Sakura.
Sakura. Yes.
That doesn't
You
make
got
any sense.
Madara, you got Choji, you got Tsunade.
I understand the Tsunade because the boobs, but why is Mimikyu the Sakura?
You know what? We don't ask questions, I guess. I mean, why is the Hoopa kill Metachan? You never know. Metachan was already dead at that point, so the name was pointless.
And
Comes
that
out
should be
last on.
the win for Ken.
I don't see a
Getting
world.
eliminated in round 1 due to a mistake, but
Crystal!
coming through losers brackets.
Cressel just said Mimikyu shouldn't be Sakura because it's not useless.
It's true. It is true.
That is. Goes for the Z move, just salt in the wound.
The YOLO BM, as he says, Ken losing to mistakes in round 1
Ken lose.
is in our losers bracket
Yep.
finals.
Wow.
The Cinderella story.
Who would
was
have
on. I
thought?
mean, we kind of did. You know, Cinderella story. The underdog is taking it home. The perfect underdog story.
Taking
Who
it.
would have thought? You have to assume, though, that against either Maddie or Jake, that Ken might eat some crow on all of his mistakes.
Oh well, yeah. I definitely expect to see Jake and Maddie back at it again, no matter who loses. But Ken has a
That's so
small
rude.
chance. He has a sliver of a chance, maybe potentially, of beating one
Haha.
of them. I mean, even if he does make it back into the winners bracket, he's gonna have to win twice again for whoever survives between Jake and Maddie.
True.
Yeah, Ken potentially
As
has
well as-
9 games ahead of him.
As well as Ken also lost to Maddie in the first round, who still might be the one he loses to again.
But that was due to a mistake, so it would be interesting to see the potential matchup.
Mm-hmm.
I do understand that. However, I feel like Maddie might have been able to fare better if that was a 2 out of 3, even if he didn't make that mistake.
Yeah, the 2 out of 3 for these next 3 competitors is going to be very interesting. And now
Yes.
that they know the teams, it's going to be very interesting. And we're going to possibly see a different team coming out of Jake as well.
Bye, Bacon. Thank you so much for participating.
Bye, Bacon!
Hi, Bacon.
All right, so Maddie and Jake. So it looks like both of them have elected to use the same teams that they've been using this whole entire
Correct.
tournament.
If the leads stay the same, then it should be Pelipper against Rabombi to start it out.
The issue is here that Jake's team does not suffer too much from the sticky web, aside from Swampert and Kartana, but you have very easy defogs coming in from Pelipper.
True.
I don't think we've seen Kartana's moveset or any
We
of it.
have not seen Kartana's moveset one time, actually.
Never come out. That's very interesting. Do you think he will go the entire tournament without ever having to use Kartana? Just 5 mods in every battle.
We will
5
see.
We will indeed see.
The Rabombi with the Kartana.
Starting with the
Never
Kartana.
Wow.
Never mind.
That is
He
a
does, in
very-
fact- He does, in fact, use all 6 of his mons. I would have never imagined.
So this is going to be Sticky Web turn 1, Smart Strike turn 2.
Wow.
I mean, if Rabombi does go down here, and as you mentioned, he does have easy defog options, that means he can't get the Sticky Webs back up for that Swampert.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's with the next choice here will be
And
very
the
interesting.
pincer.
I'm going to assume it's a pincer. I would have assumed that would have been Kamolo.
Does the pincer outspeed? It does not, and with that
It does
attack,
not outspeed, but will close combat quick attack kill. Close combat does kill.
it's so frail. Kartana is so frail. If it did
Oh,
kill there, though,
definitely.
having time to without the speed drop from the Sticky Web.
Does this carry Stone Edge though?
I
Goes
do
into
not
Manaphy
think
here to
so.
check the rain, gets the
We will
defog.
never know. We will never know if it runs Stone Edge.
It is
I
very.
think that Tapabulu is probably just gonna be like, "Hey, I'd never heard of you.
The tail
You
glow,
turn."
Turn.
It is very interesting that the Katana, the
Katana.
my katana.
We're gonna see an ice beam here. It does not kill after the +2.
Wow.
Only 12. It doesn't go. Wow.
The
That is...
Horn Leech does kill in response. By the way, I just want to say that I invented this Tapu Bulu set. You're welcome, Noble. Thank you, Noble. Back to you guys.
You're welcome, Noble. Thank you. I just
The
thank
subtle- the
myself.
Subtle, not so subtle flex.
Oh no,
Woodhammer.
we never subtle flex
Well-
here in the glitter
well,
game.
this-
Woodhammer. He should be Horn Leeching over the Woodhammer here. Woodhammer, or excuse me, Horn Leech still would pop the sub. Zen
That-
Headbutt misses and he doesn't
Oh my
sub.
gosh, Cressel.
Wow.
Invented Horn Leech Tapu Bulu? Question mark.
Imagine.
It's an Assault Vest Tapu Bulu, Cressel.
But okay, never mind. Celesteela comes in. The frustration only doing 20%, being resisted.
Wow.
If you even Leech Seed, if you have an offensive move that might just kill the pincer, Does he
Yeah,
kill
just Flamethrower, Heavy Slam, Air Slash. Heavy Slam
does
just kills.
defense boost. If the superior comes in, goes for the Kamo.
He's probably gonna sub here on the first turn.
Does go
Does
for
he
the sub.
Leech Seed? Oh, he should have been paying attention to the earlier games.
Honestly, might have just switched. If he saw
Wow,
belly
the
drum.
belly drum coming off
with
now.
the sub up, and does get the Salak Berry. It fades, but now you're against a 1.5 times speed belly drum Kamo.
It
doesn't
doesn't
It doesn't
kill.
kill.
Wow.
Even with a belly drum off. Well, the defense boost made the difference there.
Wow.
Viper, I don't think can win this against 4 Mons, even though it's a Swampert, Volcanion, and Pelipper. And Pelipper comes in for the drizzle.
Well, he's gonna die to a Leaf Storm here.
Likely,
Does-
yes.
Wait a second. Earthquake doesn't kill.
The
He glares. Why are you glaring, Maddie?
It paralyzes
Maddie, why did you
it.
do that?
You just kill him.
What are you doing?
I
What?
just want to point out the threats of Tapu Bulu and Swampert are both physical attackers, so the light screen there is kind of a little bit useless.
It does absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Wow.
Swampert comes in, Ice Punch.
Swampert
does
has an
not kill.
Ice Punch though, so we can
Does
just
not.
assume unless he
Tapu
has
Bulu
some
here-
hidden power, that Tapu Bulu should just win this.
Yes. Grassy Surge does come up.
This
I
is
don't think it makes
so
much difference, though.
Interesting.
You storm kill.
No.
Wow.
It all comes down to whether or not he misses.
And now this is why he put the light screen up. This one turn of Volcanion.
Does he miss the Leaf Storm?
Wow.
I-
He
missed the
misses!
Leaf Storm! The curse!
Oh my
gosh!
gosh!
It did, that's why you're the light screen. That's the light
This
screen.
is-
Oh my
The
goodness!
big brain
Wow.
plays.
light
Oh.
Without light screen, that would have killed, even in rain.
Oh.
Oh my goodness!
Jesus. My butt was clenched that whole entire
Maddie
time.
somehow makes 6 terrible plays in a row, and Jake throws away his entire team.
Wow. That light screen saved him.
I feel like if I don't know, if whenever you said if Leaf Storm misses here, and then he immediately misses Leaf Storm, I thought that was another commentator curse. I really did.
This is so interesting.
So now we'll have to see the changes that Jake makes in between 2 games, because legitimately, I
That
don't
was
think he needs to
probably
make a
the
change. He should have won that game.
This is probably the closest we've seen so far. 15% left on a 1v0 win.
Oh
against-
yeah.
If the Superior came out earlier,
Oh.
he'd stand a better chance against things. Like, would have done more damage and have more options in the back if it came out earlier.
I wonder if a Steam Eruption with the Rain Boost might have killed there.
Maybe.
No, it's not very
Yeah, well,
effective. Oh,
yes,
oh, you know what? That's what it was. His
The light screen?
Volcanion's carrying a Sludge Wave. That was a mistake from Jake's part.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? It's stab, yes, but you're in the rain.
Yeah, the super effective.
It was Flamethrower, correct?
Yes, he could have went for the Sludge Wave.
Wasn't even Fire
That was
Blast.
actually just a misplay on Jake's part.
Mhm.
Wow.
Massive. I'm a little baffled. I'm
This
lost
is
for
very
words after that
interesting.
one.
So I've told both of them that they have 5 minutes to do whatever they want to their team, and it looks like Jake is staying with his team because
I think
he's
it's a fair
already
call,
ready.
because I think he should have won that game. I think that he should have won that game.
I'm
I think that there was
interested.
misplays there at the end.
Oh yeah, I'm interested to see what Maddie does with this time. Does he change his team around?
there was a Mon or two that didn't do much of anything in that fight and might not have, so he could switch a couple Mons up. I think he for sure should keep the Superior. The I believe he had the Pincer there. It was also doing some good work, and the those three I think were probably the best ones he had for this team.
We were not expecting that Kartana to come in first. That was insane.
I was kind of hoping it didn't, and he just won with 5 Mons, like just using 5 Mons the entire tournament. But he lost a match, or fight rather, a round, a game.
Wow.
The English language is indeed tricky.
The English language is indeed rough.
Yes.
Very interesting, because I think that I think within my heart that Jake should be able to pull off that game in a rematch, but it was definitely some misplays on his part.
Definitely.
There should not be a situation where he loses.
It's
loses
very
that game
unfortunate.
after being up 4 Mons to 1.
There's also a crit that did matter and a high roll that killed 2 of Maddie's Mons, so he might have been in an even more advantageous position if that didn't happen.
Very true. Very true.
The thing that we also have to pay attention to, if that was a U-turn coming up from Pelipper, would that have done 30% to Superior?
Oh
Because
my
he got
gosh,
paralyzed the instant turn, so would that U-turn have killed?
I don't know. Maybe
Wait, didn't he get paralyzed twice actually?
He did, because there's the light screen and it was the,
the light screen
glare.
and the glare.
Yeah,
or the light screen and the wow.
Yep. The thing is, he might have. I don't know the sets exactly, but a hurricane probably would have killed as well, even if he didn't have.
Well, the very important part actually is if he U-turns and then goes into Volcanion, it would be guaranteed to live because it's neutral and it's not a +4 yet.
True.
So that's another thing there. The paralysis could have bit him in the ass.
RNG back and forth, extremely close. Couple misplays. Ken must be watching this and shaking in his boots. He's got to face at least one of these people twice in rounds of 3.
Wow.
I've seen
So
matches.
I would think that with a little bit more concentration, Jake pulls out this game because he had the initiative there. He had the initiative. That's very interesting. One of these days, I'll have to teach everyone in your chat how to play competitive Pokemon, John. I'm in there. I'll run a lesson.
A lesson? You should just make a video and put it on your YouTube.
I do have videos.
No, well, someday I might have to teach everyone in your Discord how to play Among Us.
Dude, I've been trying. It doesn't work.
Hey, John, I have to teach your community too, all right? I have to teach you, okay? I won't be talking.
Mark,
hey, I've been getting better.
Work.
I can understand that.
I hope Maddie's listening right now.
Oh my gosh,
Bacon
Crystal.
he calls
snack
O2.
y'all silly. I'm dead.
Bacon calls O2 on Mira. A body dies. Maddie and Cody go up to top O2 together. Bacon beats them to the button when they walk down together. And Maddie goes, "It's Cody, it's Cody, it's Cody," and he votes on 90 seconds.
Wow.
It was unbelievable.
So wow. At that point, I still didn't want to play with Maddie. Like I'm competitive. That would.
Hey, we are currently missing Maddie right now, which he's going over the time limit, so we're just gonna give him an extra chance here, but we don't know where he disappeared off to. Just a quick interjection. Continue.
He did say he just got to a place to unpack.
To unpack. Did he arrive at his hotel? I'm a little bit confused. Was he on his phone on the airplane playing these games?
Yes, he is on the phone on an airplane.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
What else would it be?
Exactly.
Like how John's response.
Try and get in touch with Maddie here. Sorry, stream.
John's response was, "Girl, we got stuff to do."
We do though. I ain't waiting for some lonely ass one person.
Wow. Wow. This is coming from the color commentator we got here, folks. Let's give a round of applause for John here.
When they said color, it was like, oh, rainbow, yay. And that was literally it.
Wait a second.
Okay, Maddie's
What
ready.
what do rainbows have to do with you, John? I don't understand.
I don't know.
He
Okay,
loves
good.
Lucky Charms. You know, it's Taste the Rainbow.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
scared that like rainbows had a big influence on you or something. I was a little bit nervous, but
I just like Lucky Charms. That's all right, John.
all right. Maddie says he's ready, so we're gonna be rolling into the
Wow,
next game.
Jake has
Okay.
changed his whole team.
Jake has changed his whole team around, which I am not in love with because he should have won the last game.
1 second. It's taking me a little bit. I will get you the link in a moment, Noble.
John could link us too, but he's a bad person, bad commentator.
Okay,
Wow, this is a complete entire change.
this
Wow.
is really
Completely different team.
interesting.
It's the complete same from Maddie, though. Unless
It's
he maybe
very
changed it.
interesting that he full swaps his team there because he had the initiative and he should have won.
He likely had this team set up pre-made, like not exactly to counter another team, because John did mention that he was ready almost instantly. So I
So
feel like he was
let's,
always planning on switching, even if he did win or lose that last game.
before we go, let's just look at the Jake's team real quick and see what is different.
The best way to break it down is this is a Psychic Surge team that's obviously a Mega Zam. We don't know what Empoleon or Heatran or Tauros do. We can assume that Gliscor's defensive, but he has a 1-2 punch coming in with the Mega Zam and the Tapu Lele.
Oh, definitely. All right, let's get
Tauros?
into it.
Tauros can become extremely scary, whether it's Scarfed or even a Flame Charge set with Adamant. It can be massive. I've seen
It's very possible we see a Choice Band as well.
Very true.
Manaphy versus Empoleon. I don't think Empoleon can take any damage from Manaphy actually at all.
This is the first time we've seen Maddie lead something other than Rabambi as well. He leads I Love Water against another water type.
I love water.
Water.
Goes to Tail Glow straight off the
Tail
bat.
Glow blind. Knock off to answer. So we know it's a Z move now.
But we already knew it was a Z
That
move.
was the
We
only-
knew it was a Z move. The double Tail Glow. Just shooting out Scalds.
does
Gets the
burn.
burn off, which is important for the chip damage.
Mhm.
Quad resists on the water move though. The Rain Dance. So he's gonna get the hydration bonus. Quad resist on the water moves. Let's see what this does. Hydro Vortex in the rain, quad resist. 100%. Goodbye.
It's double Tail Glow in the rain. No way that lives, even if it is double. And quad resist.
Tapu Lele comes in to answer, assuming that it's Scarfed. The only reason to make this switch. Thunderbolt, and they're now even on Mons.
That's really interesting. I know that Empoleon was more of a defensive wall for Jake, and now that the wall is gone, there are a lot of offensive Mons on Jake's team. So we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, so this is the assumption on that is a Scarf set. It'll be interesting to see what Gliscor can do here, because we know that this is a Salicberry Komodo set. Gets the Belly Drum, gets the Salicberry popping off, gets the 1.4 speed, the Earthquake pops. I don't know if this would kill. Does 43%. Gliscor destroys fighting Pokemon. 2 more Earthquakes will kill. Gliscor absolutely destroys fighting Pokemon.
Oh,
Great
definitely.
check coming out from the Gliscor here. And then they just trade, and it looks like it will be an answer after. Unless this Gliscor has Protect. Gliscor does not have Protect.
The
Does
crit!
not matter. The crit does not matter.
No. Just Salt in the Wound. That's all.
Tapu Lele comes back in.
Likely Scarf from what we saw the Thunderbolt outspeeding last
Yeah,
time.
likely Scarf as we saw before. Moonblast is actually phenomenal versus his... Wait a second. Can Tapu Lele just win the game right here?
I don't know how much damage will do to Rabambi, and if the Rabambi has some offensive presence, unless it
Well, the thing is, Rabambi can only... 2 Moonblast is going to hurt Superior here. He's going to Light Screen. But Rabambi can
I feel like
only...
a good
Stun
play
Spore.
would've- Yeah, I feel like a good play might have been to go for the Stun Spore and then switch back into Superior, hoping it's some Parahat.
Heatran makes Superior his bitch.
Yup.
Yep.
And I feel like that's why the team switch, or at least the Heatran especially.
At least the Heatran, yeah. Lava Plume
Pretzel,
kills
you
here.
went and got a
Even with
burrito
Light
and you
Screen.
didn't even tell me? Where is my burrito?
Pinsir, as we've seen before, is a close combat set. He
Oh,
chooses
oh,
to let it
Lele-
die, which I don't think is
yeah.
correct.
A Lele switch might have been better there.
Oh, definitely.
But he gets into
Defenses
Psychic
are
Terrain,
top
so he doesn't have the
there.
priority. How much is this Psychic
Wait.
going to do?
This Pinsir has not yet Mega'd.
It was for the Moxie boost.
Oh, Fair enough.
So
I
we
mean,
have to see how much the Psychic / Psyshock is going to do behind the screen. Does not Mega still.
Yep. I think he might have taken it off, going for the Moxie instead, and then using.
No, that
maybe-
was the incorrect play
Oh,
there.
wow.
He should have Mega'd.
Yeah, and maybe even like quick attack at the end there.
That
hoping
was the
still-
Yeah.
incorrect play. He could not have quick attacked because of the psychic terrain,
Oh.
but he should have Mega'd there for the frustration bonus. Frustration might have killed there.
Yeah,
That was a
stab.
huge misplay coming out of Maddie.
I'm interested to see the set on a Tauros here. It could do some massive work to their Bombi as well as this.
I'll
as well.
assume that it's a life orbed or banded.
Mhm.
Little known fact, by the way, Tauros is actually Jake's favorite Pokemon.
Nice.
So he might have tried to slide this in for
You
some
know,
cheese.
that makes a lot of sense, honestly.
I would love to see an anger point set here, and then just.
You're a
side shot
madman. You're an absolute crazy person.
I am a crazy person.
The
but I-
psychic terrain is up, and we know that this is a Zen headbutt set, so it is faster. Rock climb
Wow.
misses, assuming that it's Scarf now.
Goes for the sub.
That miss was pretty important.
I agree that miss was very important, but I think that Jake made a misplay before, just letting his Lele die.
As well as letting that Heatran die.
Yeah, I think those were two massive mistakes on his part.
Definitely.
Because with the psychic terrain, Pinsir's almost useless.
It is interesting to see a Tauros with Rock Climb, though, as opposed to any other move.
I believe Rock Climb has higher damage than Return, and it also flinches. Let me double check though.
And he doesn't want to go with like not takedown or Giga Impact. He doesn't want to go for double edge because of the recoil likely.
So I assume that he's only going for the flinches over the Return set, but Rock Climb is 90 base power, less than Return actually.
Yep.
Which again could come back to bite him in the ass.
Definitely.
I feel like another good set that he could have run for his normal stab would be Body Slam as well. Especially for Mons that struggle with paralysis and with lack of heal bell or anything else like
We
that.
see the Protect. We assume before now that it's Choice Scarfed.
Zen Headbutt does 4.
I think that Maddie made a massive mistake not getting the Zen Headbutt damage in the Psychic Drain. Rock Climb misses again.
But
Zen
Zen
Headbutt
Headbutt.
following the miss after.
And
Wow.
This is why you run Psycho Cut, ladies and gentlemen.
Maddie made a big mistake again, not Zen headbutting in the terrain. So we see the Protect come out. It's going to be 2 Rock Climbs. And we know that
The Alakazam is mega
this is
in the
very
back as
important.
well.
If Rock Climb does not hit here, Zam could go down to a Bug Buzz.
It doesn't even outspeed.
Wow.
So is that a late Scarf or a Bombi?
It might be. Maybe that's why he didn't lead it. He switched from a Sticky Web set to a.
But did he
Scarfer.
Moonblast instead of Bug Buzz there?
He did. He
He
did.
only has Moonblast. So it's not Scarfed then. It was just some weird speed set. Then Jake pulls it out on last Mon. I think the nerves are getting to both competitors, honestly. Because
Oh,
that was a lot of
definitely.
flubs.
There were a lot of flubs this round.
That was a lot of major flubs on letting Mons die that didn't need to die.
I think they
So-
both need to go over their options for this last round because this last round means everything in the winner's
They
bracket.
have to
Well,
take a lot of
I-
consideration.
I feel like I might have disagreed with you there, John. It doesn't mean everything because even if they do lose, they go to losers bracket, and then if they win against Ken, it's just another cloud. Even though they
it
do
will be
have-
a run back, but there is a huge difference. I think the point John was trying to make, there is a huge difference to being on the winner side versus the loser side of the bracket.
Yes, that is very true. All
So there was
right.
a handful. I mean, there's not much to unpack from that game. There was a lot of misses, very critical misses, but there was just flubs over and over
Oh,
again.
yes.
I think the nerves are getting to the competitors. I think that's the
All
best thing I
right.
can say.
I'm gonna go grab some water.
Fair enough. Have a good
How do you say
Wall
water here,
hype. Wall hype, wall hype, wall hype.
John? All right, it looks like they're just rolling off into the next game.
Yep, I'm sending you the link right now. Goes back to the water, the rain team.
Goes back to the rain team, which I think, as we saw before, was a better answer.
Yes.
Also, Manaphy cannot touch Volcanion, which he may have had a problem with before.
I also feel like the Manaphy wasn't very useful in the last round when he did use the rain team because the Manaphy has to set up their own rain, which will just help the other team.
Yeah,
Even
so I
more.
don't know how useful. Manaphy gets hard checked by Bulu, perfect checked by Volcanion. This will be very interesting.
I feel like if the Bulu goes down, then Komodo can do a fair bit of work here.
I
if he
agree with
saves
that
it
as well.
again,
But there's a real
it's cheaper.
possibility that the Kamo is a poison jab set.
True.
True.
I mean, it's a true statement.
you. True.
E. May the best man win. Exactly. I wonder what Ken's perspective is on this if he is watching this.
Yeah,
Does he
I would
prepare-
imagine that Ken should be watching this closely.
Yes. Does he prepare more for the rain team here or that second team? He should be planning a backup option in case Jayborn does lose here and then ends up using that second team.
Ken is taking his time in the losers bracket finals right now and working on teams. That is a very smart move by Ken. So I think we'll be ready to go. John, are you there?
He's getting some water. I think,
It's the longest water gate of all time.
you know what? You aren't wrong. This is true.
Does he at least have the game up on stream? Of course he doesn't.
No. He is back. We no longer have a single solitary wall.
All right, I am back. Looks like they are ready to go.
Yes, we are waiting on the John himself.
I'm coming in right now.
The snack himself has joined.
All right, here we go. Looks like Jake is back to his original set.
Yeah, his original team, which we had discussed while you were gone.
Correct.
Manaphy has no chance against this team.
No. It's basically a 5v6 here. And does he leave with Rabambe again? He
Leads
releases
with the
Azelf
Pelipper. We've seen this Azelf set enough. I think Pelipper gets a free U-turn here.
right to the substitute.
Does U-turn pop? U-turn does not pop. That'll be important. But from what we've seen about this Azelf, I think Kartana just beats it.
Yeah, if he does go for something other than Kartana and then gets a skill swap off to get something very critical away from a team on Jayborn.
This should just be several knockoffs. Kartana beats it, Bulu beats it, Swampert beats it, and Celesteal beats it. This Azelf set is something. We see the first knockoff, skill swap, so he no longer gets the beast boost. Not that it matters much because knockoff should kill here.
Does he let it go down, or does he let an item go off a different mod? He
You
lets it go
can't
down.
let anyone else take the damage, unfortunately. So Kartana has Levitate now, which is interesting, but I don't know how much that'll matter.
I don't think it'll matter much. I think that skill swap taking away the beast boost was definitely detrimental to Jake.
Was probably more important. He goes back into Pinsir, as we've seen before.
I think the only thing that would have ground coverage would likely be this Pinsir with Earthquake, but it does have close combat.
Yeah, it
anyway.
does have close combat instead. We're gonna assume that this is not an SD set.
Does Celesteal go for those seeds here? Conflict goes for Manaphy. Heavy Slam instead. It's a crit and it's 30%.
We know that he has answers for this Manaphy.
Volcanion. Straight up. Z
Oh, goes to the blind
Wow.
Hydro Vortex. Oh, Volcanion.
That
Oh,
is
Volcanion just eats him. He should just slap back
very-
with his own Steam Eruption.
very unfortunate.
free hit and nothing wants to take that Steam Eruption.
Oh, man.
It
That,
is set up, and he does make. Okay, he does switch out. Goes with Superior.
as we've seen before, Steam Eruption can just slap, and he can live a Leaf Storm. I think Steam Eruption is correct again.
Oh. Even with that special, it does not matter. Steam Eruption
Yeah,
will
he
do.
makes the correct play. We saw this interaction in the first game, which Jake should have won. Kamoa's probably going to sub here.
Likely, yes. Pelipper comes back in and set up the raid again. Does go to substitute.
It's important if this is a Scald versus a Hurricane set. We'll have to see.
With Belly Drum.
Belly Drum gets the Solic Berry. Scald does
love
not pop. That's very big.
Wow.
Thunder Punch just kills. Yeah, there's no way of saying that. I Love Sound might do a lot of work here. With that
Goes into
Thunder-
Kartana, not the correct call there.
It does have Levitate, not Beast Boost. Even if it does kill, it might not.
It
kill
switches after they switch out. So he chooses to pop the sub here. But he's going to get Drain Punched back to full. Is he expecting Earthquake to kill? Jake is making more flubs again. Or maybe he's expecting the Ice Punch to kill, actually, because we did see that he opted for Ice Punch over Power Up Punch.
That is true.
So we know Swampert will be faster. Does the Ice Punch kill is the thing. Ice Punch is 150. Earthquake is... I think they're both 150, actually. Yeah, they're both 150. Both Earthquake and Ice Punch are 150.
They taking a bit of time to decide here. Does go for the Ice Punch. It does,
Ice
It
Punch,
does
how much is
not
Drain Punch gonna
kill.
do? Oh, Maddie with a massive, absolutely massive flub there. That'll be the game right there.
I can't. Wow.
Maddie with an absolutely massive flub.
Even a Drain Punch that might not kill would have been better, so you can live another.
Yeah, Maddie, because he gets the health
Mhm.
back.
Waterfall.
I don't know why Jake is staying in here. We're seeing another flub. The waterfall flinch is hilarious.
It should just go to the earthquake instead. Fair enough. All he has are Bombi and Pincer left against 4, basically full HP mons.
And all of them very beefy mons at that.
The only threat that's really gone down on J-Born's side has been that Kartana. Elfila comes back in. Goes for a sword stance. But
Oh,
isn't
that
decent.
sword stance could help a lot
That
with
sword
this.
sense could be very important because Swamper's actually useless now. I don't know why he switched him out.
The first SD we have seen from Maddie here on this Pincer. Will he be able to get much out of it? Goes for frustration.
Goes for frustration over the CC. And
Need-
Flamethrower answers hard. You need to see a CC from Maddie here.
Oh,
Or you need to see
definitely.
a crit. It doesn't kill.
Oh, he should have. If he would have CC'd both turns.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think that flamethrower would have killed even with that.
If he
defense.
would have CC'd both turns now, I think he would have just won the game. Because he could have returned on the Swampert and then quick attacked his other mons. I think this was more nerves yet again. The Stun Spore on Volcanion, the Sledge Wave to answer, and then we've seen before the Tapabulu will just free answer anything he does. So Jake moves on to winter finals, but honestly, I must say, not with very confident games coming out from what we've seen.
I'm
Yep.
curious on what Ken will bring out here against Maddie. Has he done his research during this time? Or will he use the same exact team and hope for the best? Very interesting. Be right back. John, if you can send him the link, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Uh-huh, I got you. All right, Jake moving on. Jake is the person that we thought was going to move on in bracket. So we will see what happens with this loser's bracket game with Maddie versus Ken. Ken, our comeback king. Going all the way from a lot of misplays from round 1, going all the way through the loser's bracket to the final round. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens.
That was it's very interesting. It's very interesting what we saw in that game because it looked like it was shaky moves from both competitors.
Oh, definitely.
I felt like several times that the momentum was shifting back and forth. That whoever had the initiative kind of threw it away. So it'll be very interesting to see where Maddie's confidence is at because Ken has just not stopped winning.
Mm-hmm.
Since he initially lost, he's just not stopped winning. We'll grab some water really quickly.
But as we've seen, so like Noble said, Ken has been winning a lot, but it is going to be interesting because Ken has yet to play a best of 3, and Maddie can easily see what his team is doing and change his team around to make it to where it goes up against Ken's team better. We'll have to see if Ken has more than one team. And if he does, we will see.
He did have more than enough time to make a second team there.
Oh,
It was
definitely.
a long 2 out of 3.
All right, they just... Let's see. I was told they sent the match. I do not see it yet.
Neither do I.
I'm going to keep spamming.
So am I. I'll get the link, John, for Noble.
Okay. We are still spamming. We are
So challenge has been sent but not accepted.
we are professional here.
Oh man, I'm very curious to see how these next few games will play out.
Oh, me too.
I wonder if Maddie does make it through here, what will his strategy be going, or what will his strategy be going back into a fight against Jayborn? against Jake.
Oh, it looks like for some reason Ken can't switch teams. It says that he cannot switch teams for some reason.
He might have made it in the wrong generation.
Mhm. Sorry for the delay here, folks. Get as soon as we can.
Sorry for the delay here, folks.
All right.
Freaking mistype.
All right, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, so Maddie changing his team a lot.
Maddie finally electing to change his team. This is a fully different team. We're seeing the Tapu Koko come out, which in this generation, if you guys have not played much competitive Gen 7, the Tapus are almost a must on every team. I was expecting your bug Pokemon. We see the Kyurem black on both sides. Obviously, that's an electric seed. Hawlucha, Mega Gyarados, Magearna, and then the Lando as well. So I think in his mind, the Rabombi team took him far enough, but now he might need to make some switches as it's coming down to crunch time. This is the losers bracket finals, by the way. The loser of this will get 3rd place. So very intense games just around the corner. As we see, Ken's running the same team he's been running this whole
I'm
time.
curious what
Yes.
his lead is. Landorus.
Lando, check
will be
Lando.
Lando. But now this is completely equal. Which Lando will check which Lando?
It's probably going to be a Stealth Rock smear, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Stealth Rock
Roxas,
U-turn.
welcome back in. I
mean-
hope you had fun playing Among Us.
Sludge
A
Wave.
Sludge Wave set. So maybe
Maybe-
he was expecting the Rabombi, but still, you would want to run Rock Slide over
misses. The defog comes out. Maybe that's why you didn't
Defog,
go
and
for
then
his
we're probably
own
going to see
Stealth Rock.
Stealth Rocks again.
Likely.
I don't know if this Lando's speed invested or if he's just lost every speed tie.
I'm curious if one of them was an explosion set.
Stealth Rocks, this should be a free Ice Beam or Sub-Zero Slammer. Not anything really wants to take the Ice Beam on Maddie's team. I guess you could argue Magearna, but if it's not faster, it could eat an Earth Power right after. Wow, it's faster.
And
Never saw that coming.
goes for the fusion.
Ken goes for the
bolt.
hard
Finally.
Fusion Bolt. There's
Gets
a
the
Rock
switch-
Tomb Landorus set.
Oh.
Rock Tomb again. Go for the Ice Beam at least, hopefully.
He does. It does kill.
It's weird that he let his Landorus die. That was a very incorrect play in my opinion.
Especially when the other Landers was still at 100% HP and like as
The
you
other Lando's
mentioned,
still at 100% HP, and the majority of his team are
Yeah, come
physical
back in.
mons in Mimikyu, Zera, and Medicham.
Mhm.
We see a screen setup, but we know this has Sludge Wave, so he'll be able to answer him a little bit.
Goes
Does
for
he catch his Defog on the turn 1? No, he goes for the Sludge Wave. We're going to
He
see
knew-
another Sludge Wave come out probably.
Yeah, he knew he had Sludge Wave. There's no need for him to defog. He hasn't shown
Misclicks the
Stealth Rock yet.
Reflect there, and Coco goes down.
Herbie
How
saved
much can
for them to
Hawlucha
work.
get off? Assume it's
Go
Swords
for this
Dance turn
FE.
1. Explosion. That was a terrible play.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with the reflect up. Especially with the reflect up.
That
Reflect
was
up
a
and the electric
terrible
seed.
play.
Yep.
So all he can do is do Mimikant. Well, actually, he'll get off a play rough. Maybe, you know what? I retract my statement. Maybe he was just trying to bring out Mimikyu for this play rough, and then he can go into Medicham after with the Bullet Punch
It doesn't
/
kill.
Fake Out. I fully retract my statement. Ken, the losers bracket champion, has a much
Gotta
bigger brain than we ever will.
If that Mimikyu didn't have enough to take that out with that player of Shadow Sneak, with Unburden after that Electric Seed and Swords Dance, that would have been.
Well, you still have the Fake Out and the Bullet Punch from Medicham as well, so it wouldn't have been
Yeah.
too much of an issue. I would have played that differently in the fact that you can just keep switching between Medicham and Lando, but Ken has the biggest losers bracket brain of all time. I don't know. The man's a genius.
Mhm.
The man's a genius.
We're seeing it live, folks. We're seeing it like right now. It's very interesting.
This is
I
the
am-
Cinderella run. The man's a genius.
I am curious on why Maddie did decide to switch to that Hawlucha when, as you mentioned, there's a lot of priority and damage mitigation on Kenny's team.
A Calm Mind coming in for the Magearna set.
It
We
is
have-
very funny seeing Ken talking to Maddie over chat about what to do.
Goes down
Sacking
Kyurem.
the Kyurem Black. Oh,
Good call on the Kyurem because now he'll be faster. So if this is a fusion bolt, this is gonna hurt. Goes for the Ice Beam. The wrong play again. Ken definitely
Life
doesn't want to play the game.
Orb
The Soul Heart. Does he
goes
calm mind
for
again?
3. So let's say Ice Beam. Shows Ice Beam. Is this a... I don't think it's a weakness policy shift here, so I think it's just bulk. It's leftover set.
Yeah, so it's a bulkier set, but we know that Ken has 3 physical. Oh, he thought it was a different typing. Let's go.
good
Okay,
job,
so that,
Ken.
that Cinderella story might not be...
This is the miracle story, and I will not hear anything otherwise.
Oh yeah.
This is the miracle story right here.
I can't disagree. You are correct. This is true.
He goes into
There,
Zera,
Aura comes up.
which is not the correct play. He could have went into Metacham, fake out, and then high jump kicked because it's neutral damage.
Mhm.
So unless he's going to fake out here and then follow with an all-out pummeling, which we've seen several times before. The all-out
Exactly that.
pummeling. He's going to go ahead and die here. And then he brings in Metacham for the high jump kick.
Now, it would be absolutely detrimental if he misses the high jump kick after this fake out and goes down.
Yeah,
with
he
only
should go for the
limited
fake out
upside
just to
left.
get the guaranteed chip damage.
Yep.
I
Oh,
still think that he
definitely.
can pull this out. Because we know that the Cham
The
has
champ
been faster than Kyurem's after he switched his set.
Mm-hmm.
from adamant to whatever his speed
The correct call there, I think, would have been switching out to Gyarados and getting the Intimidate off. So high jump kick kills here.
Yep.
Probably a double out into Mimikyu now.
I doubt the Gyarados. I highly doubt the Gyarados Megas here in order to get that dark typing. Just get.
Yeah, I don't think. I think we're gonna see a Dragon Dance here.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be whether or not he wants to answer with Mimikyu. Metacham should just win this game based on rotating switches. He goes into
Goes
Chansey, which is
into
the incorrect play.
Chansey.
Does actually
Gyarados,
Mega.
do we see a DD? We see a sub.
Oh.
So we're gonna need to see seismic tosses coming out here.
Mhm.
I actually think that Maddie just lost the game right there, unless he has DD. If he does not have DD, okay, he does have DD. I was gonna say that Metacham can just come in and kill.
Yeah,
This
I feel
he should double DD here.
Honestly, yeah.
unless there's
The
like a
only thing
Thunder
is that
Wave,
Metacham comes in and fake outs and then switch and then fake outs again, and then bullet punch maybe.
Crunch just flat takes it out.
I think Metacham comes in, fakes out. We need to check the percentages, but this is coming down to last mon.
Mhm.
If this is 25%, 21%, so
Kyurem
now he
hasn't
goes
been
into
touched.
Mimikyu and has to let this die.
Kyurem hasn't been touched though, so it's
It'll just die to a high jump kick unless it's scarfed.
unless it's the one mon that's left is the Mimikyu.
So
Something
he has
happens
to
here.
go into Mimikyu here,
Mhm.
eat the
But
crunch,
we'll
and then
see.
fake out. I don't think bullet punch kills. And
I don't
Crunch is
think it
also
does
neutral
either.
After +1,
Mhm.
I think that'll be the game there. Unless he
And
he has to high roll on fake out. He has to go into Mimikyu, high roll on fake out, and then bullet punch. I'd be very curious what his thought process is right now.
We'll
the
see what
add
happens
stab on Crunch
because
will likely for sure kill it.
we also have to think about if the Gyarados does Dragon Dance.
I don't
Instead
think
of
the Gyarados
doing
Dragon
crunch.
Dance is here.
There's no reason to. It's neutral damage with Crunch being stab and the attack boost here. I think
Yeah,
he should
Crunch
be
would
confident
kill.
enough to.
The only play that he can make is switching out to Mimikyu, getting a high roll on fake out, and then getting a high roll on bullet punch.
Mm-hmm.
There are no other plays from the situation because
I
he's
would be
slower.
baffled if Maddie just screws this all up and switches to Kyurem right here. Does he misplay that hard again?
Oh, that would be really funny.
It'd be brutal. There is still always the chance of it coming down to Metacham and Kyurem and then missing the high jump kick.
And also Kieran being scarfed as well.
Yes, he did have a lot of time to switch some stuff up and maybe make your.
You don't have to
turn.
force them to make their turn stuff. Make your turn, you little bitch.
Oh, waiting
Maddie
on
is-
Maddie.
Maddie is the one that's taking time.
Wow. So he goes
Goes
into
for the
Mimikyu.
Mimikyu.
Does he DD again?
Goes for the
He
crunch.
goes for the crunch. So now we're going to see fake out bullet punch coming up.
Mm-hmm.
How high does fake out roll? 24%. I think
don't-
crunch kills. I don't think bullet punch has to crit.
Yeah.
GG.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, round 1 goes to Maddie.
Round 1.
Round 1.
So we actually, again, with Maddie playing pretty shaky here, I think that if Ken just cleans it up a little bit, we could see him come back in the next game.
Mm-hmm. Does he change things up? I don't believe he made many changes in the last round either.
I
I
don't
don't
believe he
think
made any
so.
changes to his team, but he did say
Yeah.
that he made a newer team. So we'll have to
But
see what
he
that
can't
looks like.
use it. He said he can't use it for some reason, and maybe he opted to this team to like keep things moving.
What's the
Whatever.
issue? Why can't be private one? So important to note, Jake is sitting in the winners bracket finals right now. We have to think about what is he processing? What is he feeling on teams?
I feel like
Because he
he's
switched between 2 teams. Does he have a third team? Is he going to keep Rock Climb on Tauros if he elects to use Tauros again?
I think he's pretty confident here because he has to lose two out of threes, and even if he loses the first 2 out of 3 with a set he runs, then he can plan a little bit more for that last bout. And
Mhm.
he has beat Maddie there, and then Maddie is beat Ken in the first round as well as winning here, so he should be feeling pretty strong.
I agree. He should be.
Oh,
feeling pretty-
Noble, make sure that you update the bracket.
Oh,
And if it's not updated, maybe my computer.
no,
it's
it's
on
not
mine too.
updated. But I mean, we're in the last 3, so I think.
True. I just
Just let
get
you know.
very OCD, so.
Also, Jake just corrected me in chat. The reason that he's running Rock Climb, we're all dumb. We forgot about Taurus's ability, Sheer Force, because of the secondary effect. Rock Climb is doing more
Oh.
damage than any other physical move he could be using aside from maybe Giga Impact.
We did forget about that. Yes, that is very true.
There's a lot of, I don't know. There's a lot of thought going into these last few games right here because,
Mhm.
in my opinion, I think outside of maybe
Personally-
the first and maybe the second round, Maddie's not playing too well.
Personally, I feel like maybe the better choice over Rock Climb would be Body Slam. It's only 5 base power off without the buff, of course, but is 100% accurate compared to the accuracy issues that he was having prior.
Excuse me, what move versus what move?
Body Slam with base 85, and it does work with because it has the paralysis chance. It does work for Sheer Force, and it's 100% accuracy rather than the Rock Climb, which kind of missed, which he was having
I
issues
agree
with.
on the Body Slam. I agree on the Body Slam.
It's a complete 15% accuracy boost just for a 5 power difference.
Is it 5 times 1.5 though? So it's 7.5 damage because of sheer force.
I'm not entirely sure on the math for that.
Well, stab is 1.5,
Mhm.
and then sheer force. I believe sheer force is also 1.5. Let's check. Oh, it's 0.3. Oh yeah, body slam's definitely way more worth. Sheer force is 0.3.
Oh, that for sure. Like then that base power differential isn't much at all, and just 15% accuracy is. Because I think he missed 3 rock climbs there, which were pretty big, and the only reason he got away with it was because I believe Azelf missed 1 or 2 Zen headbutts, which is why you run Psycho Cut. It all goes full circle.
Very true.
they-
Very
They
true.
are in a fight.
Yeah, it's 117 damage from rock climb versus 110.5 from body slam, which rounds up to 111.
I put the link in the chat there. Kenny did change basically everything.
Oh wow. Yes, he did.
And-
Which seems interesting because he was doing
And
so well
Maddie
with this
did
team
as
before.
well. Maddie did as well. He switches in the Victini and Iraquinid for sure. I believe he might have run an Excadrill in the first couple rounds, at least.
I don't believe he did. I think Excadrill is actually a new acquisition.
Okay, I remember someone did. I can't remember exactly who, but even then, like these are some major team changes that I don't know if this will work out for Ken, but honestly, I hope it does. We go to a game 3. The
I would
real
love to
nail
see game
biter.
3 for sure. So the leads coming out here, we see Araquanid versus Garchomp. We're gonna
Likely
assume
a
based on
sticky
Maddie
web.
that this is just another sticky web set.
Yep.
Um,
Garchomp's maybe Stealth Rock set, maybe a D-Dance.
I'm really liking the team coming out from Kenny,
I-
by the way. He does not
think
have
both of
strong
them-
weaknesses.
I think both of them are fairly good teams, and a good change of pace for both of them as they were both struggling a little bit Maddie with Jake and Ken in this last fight here.
It'd be very interesting to see what goes on the turn 1 play because I don't know how much Ken knows about Araquanid. Araquanid, assuming, is going to use Sticky Web, but does Ken answer with a SD, with an Outrage, with a Z move, with a Stone Edge maybe for the super effective damage of Araquanid?
Do you think,
or does
do you
he just
think
go
it
for
might be
some
Mega?
rocks?
Do you think it might be Mega, or do you think the Diancie is Mega?
I think the Diancie is more than likely Mega. Magic
What's a
Coat,
Magic
to
Coat?
try and read the Stone Edge, does not go well. Or excuse me, to try and read the Stealth Rocks. If you guys don't know, Magic Code would bounce the Stealth Rocks back, but 2 Stone Edges, crits don't matter. That's one
Wow.
Pokemon down for Maddie. That's a
It's
pretty
both
big
Stone
get right
Edges.
there.
It's both Stone Edges. I have never seen that on my end, but 80%. If it's not 100%, it's 50.
Hey,
It's just
Christian,
a
welcome
straight up-
in.
Just
Okay,
straight
first
up
or last.
5v6.
Christian
on
says
turn 3.
Matt loves Sticky Web, so if you see a bug type, assume Sticky Web in it as his lead.
It is true.
Fair enough.
It is true. That's like his whole bag, just cheese.
What does he have for an answer here for something like the Rotom Wash?
I don't actually know. We see the Lele come in. Magearna hard checks Lele if he makes the correct switch here.
Mm-hmm. Will he make the correct switch? As you have mentioned, his experience level is not that high, so he might not see it. I don't remember if we saw originally if the Greninja is shiny or not. It might be Protein, might be Battle Bond, might be
I
Scarf.
did not see, but knowing Ken, he probably made it shiny. The Magearna switch, Hidden Power Fire does absolutely nothing. Assume that's an AV Magearna.
I would be.
Oh.
I'd be really surprised if it was a weakness policy with Shift Gear, because then that would proct it and it would have been kind of over.
My Showdown screen decided to stop working.
Okay.
You'll get back there, it's okay.
Should we? I don't know if we paused the game.
Oh, okay, it's
we
okay.
let the game continue.
It's all good. I got
We
it.
got it back. We're
There's
good,
a
we're
lot
good.
more thought going into this game that we can
Mhm.
see. Because it's just been so much go, go, go from the early
Yeah.
rounds of the competition. There's a lot more thought going into this
Yeah.
game.
There's a lot more riding on these later rounds here because any misstep could be the end of your tournament run. So they want to make sure that they think through everything.
I think that is an
Very
absolutely
respectable.
great call by Marsh there. Any misstep could be the end of your tournament one.
Like even if you were praying to the dogs or Zeus or
Or
anyone else,
John to give you RNG.
Yeah, apparently.
Or
Don't
to-
don't do that. Don't
honestly,
do that.
if I was in Ken's position here, I would be begging to John to do another commentator curse on Maddie so he could win this fight here and go into the final best of 3 match.
It's very interesting. I do want to see what Maddie does.
Ken,
So,
playing
is-
so new to the game, playing with the traditional typing chart. That's how
And-
other people in the chat have learned the game. No names being named.
As well as the Reddit gods have blessed him maybe with this team.
Reddit gods might not be John though.
Oh,
I-
definitely
very true.
not.
All I know is that Ken said, and I quote, "Reddit gods made me this team." Lol.
LOL. LOL.
The switch into Victini, we see a flash cannon
Flash
coming out
cannon.
from Magearna there for pretty
No special
neutral
defense
damage.
drop.
This should be a pretty free recreate or a Z Celebrate here potentially. If it's a Z Celebrate, we might see Fusion Bolt coming out towards Rotom Wash.
Is this Z Celebrate?
It is Z Celebrate, so we have to wonder how much damage this Fusion Bolt is going to do neutral damage to Rotom Wash, and if this is a defensive Rotom Wash. Or does he
He-
hard read and then take the V create on Chomp after?
He might just try to go for a Zen Headbutt in the terrain with a stab over a Bolt Strike or something
Mm-hmm.
against this Rotom Wash.
Oh, actually, that's my mistake. If it's a
Yep.
Z Celebrate set with the Psychic, it's going to be a stored power.
Power.
Yeah, it's going to be a stored power set.
For some reason, I thought he got stored power in Gen 8, but that is incorrect.
No, it's a stored power Searing Shot Z Celebrate set. I had just remembered actually how the set works, so it's not a V Create set. It is actually the stored power / Searing Shot.
And this is where Ken is getting on his knees to beg for John to save him in this.
I don't think you want to say that.
I mean,
Ew.
I'm fine with going into an out of context chat. That's fine.
Just
with me.
I
let me
think that
eat
stored
my
power
Oreos.
still kills Chomp here, unless it's Scarfed.
It is?
Unless it is Scarf Chomp. It
It
is a
is
Scarf
still a
Chomp.
threat.
But Earthquake doesn't kill with the defense boost, and then stored power wipes after.
It's still in the terrain, and now the terrain is gone.
We need the priority coming out from Greninja. That's the only chance that he has, and the game's over.
Mm-hmm.
And if it is Battle Bond and he gets that priority off to kill, it could potentially turn things around here. That would just be a straight out 4-on-4.
If he goes into Greninja, I think Maddie makes the hard read and goes into Lele.
Fair enough.
It's actually not even that hard of a read, because if he goes into Greninja, he's forced to use Water Shuriken. So I would think that you would want to bring out Tapu Lele after.
Yeah.
You don't need to let Victini die.
The question is, I don't think the Victini will outspeed the Kartana here, because that's mainly the biggest threat that Victini could stay
Victini
around
will
for.
outspeed Kartana with the boost, because we know that Garchomp is...
I'm saying if he switches out into Lele here and comes back in
Oh,
without
after.
Yeah, without the Celebrate.
We have to assume. Well, I think he lives a Searing Shot anyway, actually. Greninja. Because he can't get stored powered. I think he lives a Searing Shot. It's only a +1. I think he lives a Searing Shot. If he doesn't Water Shuriken. Goes into Lele. Do we see the Water Shuriken or the Dark Pulse? Gunk Shot. It's a physical
Wow.
Greninja.
Wow.
Oh my
Read the Victini.
goodness.
If
What
Victini stayed in and
just
wow.
happened?
What an absolute read coming
man-
in from Ken there. Ken's best play of the tournament thus far puts him in a powerful position.
Ken's prayers have worked.
Wow.
And it wasn't to me, so I don't know what's going on.
What an absolute read.
Mega Diancie comes in. Not the Mega yet, of course.
We don't know this is an Earthquake set. We know that it has Drain Punch based on earlier.
Likely a
I think it fires up
Salak
Moonblast here. The Belly Drum, no Solid Berry. Maddie made another mistake.
Yep.
No Solid Berry because he does not get the percentages. Wow.
Wow.
The Gunk Shot hard read.
What else do you think he would have on there instead of the Salak Berry?
I have absolutely
Hey,
no idea,
Christian,
but
He had a-
if it's a leftover set,
Let me.
usually typically in Gen 7 it's a leftover set defensive with stealth
Christian,
rocks.
welcome
or it's
into my
Commodium Z.
channel. Just a
Most
few
of
little
the
things about me. I'm Nintendo
leftover
John.
set I've
It's great
seen
to see
work
you out
rather
here.
have been
I do a
without
lot
belly
of
drum.
content based off of Pokemon.
The
I'm
Z
starting to
power.
get into some
All
more
out power.
Calling is
content
a sash? A
recently.
late sash?
It is
A
I've
late sash.
started just doing some
Earthquake
stuff
does
with
kill.
my
But
computer.
I think
I got a new microphone today.
I think
and
the
stuff like
Greninja
that,
is
he
just
goes
coming
but
into
here.
it's
Diancie
great
here
to
and
see
just
you in
wins.
here. Thank you so
I
much
do not
for
like
coming
to call
in.
him Greninja.
And I really hope that you're enjoying everything that you
because-
see.
Oh,
We're
wait,
going to be
maybe
doing a
not.
Sleeplocke
Yeah,
later
it might be
tonight, so
quick
if you
attack, it
want
might
to,
not.
you can
The
subscribe
user in
to
there is
see
smart.
This is a Scarf
that
Greninja.
video
This is a
pull
Scarf
up,
Greninja.
and we're going to be
I feel
going
like you should go
all
into Magirna here
night
because the Magirna
long.
doesn't
So I really
really
hope that you
isn't
come.
needed for the last few mons
And
here when
yeah,
the
I
Diancie
enjoy having you here.
Oh,
So thank
so
you
You
so
don't
much
want
for
to go
coming
into
in.
Magirna for the possibility that close combat kills it, and then you get the
How are you
boost,
doing
But I
today, by
think
the
that
way?
Diancie just pulls it out
guess.
here. Because we've seen before that this is close combat, not Earthquake. Diamond Storm just kills Pinsir.
Hey, Tempest, welcome back
Get him.
in.
He decides to
Power.
hidden power over Diamond Storm. Oh no!
Yeah.
Ken making another mistake. We know this is Scarf though, so quick attack. It depends whether or not quick attack kills. But Ken making another massive mistake there.
Mm-hmm.
Ken's inexperience is really hurting him right here.
Oh, definitely.
We know that this is Scarfed. We're gonna assume that it's probably a Rock Slide based on how most Scarf Greninjas work. So it's whether or not this quick attack kills. The Aerialite quick
I'm-
attack on a frail Greninja.
I'm not quite sure it does, honestly. I think it's going to live on about like 8%, something like that.
We'll see what happens.
Maddie has to pray to John for a crit here.
Yep, or the Reddit gods, like Ken has.
Or Rock
Oh,
Slide missing.
Ken is YOLOing in the chat.
With about 17 O's.
It's either
lot
Rock Slide
of
misses here or quick
O's.
attack kills. This is coming down to the wire.
I'm intrigued if this Victini will clean it up for him, and if saving it back then was the saving grace for Maddie here.
Yeah, Cressel, that
Victini
is
actually
true.
can't clean it up. It's not possible because he'll be auto slower than Greninja. So it's whether or not Rock Slide kills. Whether or not quick attack kills and crits, or whether or not Rock Slide hits.
Mhm. It is very interesting. Cressel bringing up a good point. She's bringing up the point that we were talking about the switch to Tapu Lele a lot for about 30 seconds, and that gunk shot coming out afterwards it's not
attack only does 50.
necessarily an accusation
Ice
of
beam
stream
kills.
sniping, but it is very interesting to
So he's
see.
scarfed into Ice Beam. I still think it might kill the Victini here, but it is resisted.
You don't need to make this play. You just switch out into Magearna, let Magearna die.
I mean, this is where Ken's inexperience might come through, though. If he does go for the Ice Beam and it lives on like 1 or 2,
That's
and
a real point. Well,
and a
assume
searing
that
shot, and a searing shot
Magearna
on an Ice
is...
Beam, he does.
Oh no,
He does.
he's 2%.
And searing shot super effective
Okay.
as well as on the Magearna.
But we'll assume that this is an assault vest.
I mean,
We'll
we can only
see.
hope for Ken. It
It's
does
an
live.
assault vest.
Volt switch
It's an assault
just for...
vest.
Wow.
This is going to game
down
3.
to game 3 of losers finals. So as we had touched on before, the blind gunk shot was a very big move. This is similar to a very popular, or this is similar to a Greninja set that I run. It's worse because I mean mine's better. Because like, come on. But Ken's inexperience there almost cost him the game. There were several misplays, as we talked about before.
I'm curious to see what changes will be made for this best of 3. They've seen what works, what doesn't work, and hopefully they can adapt. This might come down to whoever adapts the best. And right now, I think that might be Maddie.
I'm going to, John, go ahead and mute your stream. I have to tell you something really quickly. Deafen yourself on stream. Go into your OBS and deafen your...
Okay, I got it.
Are back. We got some unfortunate news that our winners bracket leader right now, Jake, had to bow out of the tournament, so he is forfeiting. That means that this current matchup between Maddie and Ken is going to transition over to grand finals. We're going to make this a best of 5 now, which is perfect since they basically reset the game by both winning 1 game each. So now it's basically like they're playing through a best of 3 again, but it's a total of a best of 5, and they're currently 1-1. John, if you wouldn't mind messaging the competitors both of that, I just wanted to make sure everyone on stream knew. But this is currently turning into a best of 5 now, no longer a best of 3, due to unfortunate circumstances. We at the commentating team wish Jake the best, and good luck in the rest of his day.
Very unfortunate news. I mean, he stood a very good chance, but I mean, life throws a
He
curveball.
stood a very good chance. It's very unfortunate news, but
Hopefully
unfortunately,
we can see him out here next time in the next tournament, and he can get right back here and prove that he can actually win this. And will.
you would love to see that, but very unfortunately, we have to deal with that. There are other circumstances outside of this tournament, and yeah, it's just the way it is. We're sending our thoughts and prayers to Jake, and we're gonna hope that we have the best grand finals that we can.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I
definitely.
do want to say though, this is very unfortunate. However, it does put Ken in a very good position for his Cinderella story, because now he doesn't have to worry about facing Jake.
It does put Ken in a very good position.
Maddie beat him in the first round. So this is basically a rematch in the grand finals of the first round loss for Ken.
That is true. This
All
could
right.
be Ken's Cinderella story.
And they are starting up again. Ken making a switch. Did Ken have a Kartana before?
I believe he did. I don't quite remember.
Maddie switches back to his original team as well. Straight up switch back.
I don't think Ken had a Kartana before, but I don't remember. No, he had a Kartana. He had a Kartana, excuse me.
Oh, yes, he did. Okay, Christian, thank you for letting us know. Maddie back to his original team of 6. Again, I'm really not sure why he keeps putting that dang Manaphy on his team.
Well, I feel like the Manaphy wasn't very effective against Jake because it was a rain team, and this Manaphy is utilizing rain as best as possible.
Yeah,
So-
I think Manaphy is actually a better decision now that he doesn't have to deal with a rain team in the future.
Yep.
Alright, I will let y'all take this real quick because I have to go to the restroom real quick, but I will be back.
If you guys didn't know, by the way, John is actually full of urine.
You said it was urine. You said he has to go to the restroom. You don't know if it's number 2. Anyway, so do we
Turns out gay people only pee.
Whoa. Okay. So I Love Water has come out here instead of the Ravambi for a Sticky Webs play.
Yeah, we're gonna assume that this thing has Ice Beam just based on Manaphy sets. Probably Ice Beam, Energy Ball, and Hydro Pump, or Scald, or Surf as
I
last
don't
move.
believe we ever saw that still has 80%.
Yeah, raised Ice Beam. Kartana has garbage special defense, by the way.
Well, I mean, it was garbage defense in general, really. It's very, very frail.
Its defense is actually decent. Its special defense is like 36.
The Garchomp, we didn't get to see an item last time, and as it wasn't Mega, the Diancie was, it could have had a Scarf there. And
Yeah, we assume that it was Scarf, but we don't know for sure. We still don't really know what Greninja's set is either. It could be an expert build set. We're probably going to see a Leaf Blade coming out here. It's just safe.
Yep. And if he does happen to get the crit, and it goes down, then that Beast Boost going into a...
Well, the crit actually won't matter. Leaf Blade's guaranteed to kill Manaphy. It depends how much he would do to other mons here. But Knockoff could also be good if he's predicting a switch.
Taking their time on this one.
The two
Only
opponents
turn two.
staring each other in the eyes.
He's looking at me menacingly.
Manaphy's head is terrifying.
You aren't wrong. Like, I don't really know why they put eyelashes on its design like that, but to each their
If
own.
Maddie... Actually, I believe that... never mind.
So
I was going to say, if Maddie goes for light screen here, but Superior is actually faster unless this is a Nether Scarfed set.
I do want to point out that Maddie, in between matches, did change his Superior's name to I Love Paralysis and spelled
And
it
misses
wrong.
the Leaf Storm. Oh, no. That's a huge miss.
Wow.
John
the Leaf
hiccuping
Boost
in the
as well.
bathroom.
Yeah, the pincer here for a quick attack is probably the best play you can make. Wow.
I think that you would go for a blind frustration here because well, actually, I don't
I don't know
know.
if you outspeed. I don't know, even if with Mega, I don't know if you outspeed. I would just be safe. Yeah, he didn't outspeed.
I was gonna say he might frustration, but just to get the boost normally. But then he doesn't get the quick attack boost.
Mm-hmm.
So then Kartana just does too much damage.
Yep.
The initiative is on Ken right now.
Ken is in the most advantageous position here because it's still 5v5, but a big threat in Superior is gone, and his pincer is severely weakened. It's
As
a
we've seen
start
before, we
Greninja,
know
so-
Greninja beats this pincer set. So
Mhm.
whether or not he wants to take the Ice Beam or go out into his Manaphy is a real call.
Mhm. I wonder if this Ravambi will ever get a chance to come in with Sticky Webs, or if it's just going to be the end and be a Moonblast.
Goes for the Grass Knot, probably the worst play of all time.
Yeah, that was probably not going to kill Quad Resist. And, I mean, there's only heavy Mon is kind of Komodo, but it's not even that heavy.
Probably the worst play I've ever seen.
And it's
Coming
still
out of Ken.
resisted. It's still resisted anyway on the Komodo.
Probably bar none the worst play of all time.
I
All
don't know.
right.
I don't know if Greninja gets like Thunderbolt or Volt Switch or something.
It
like,
does not.
Yeah, I mean,
Ice
maybe
Beam would have worked there, Rock Slide, U-turn, HP Fire. A million moves would work there.
Get
All
the
right,
Soul
what
Heart.
have I missed?
So the
Ken made the
Superior,
worst play of all time.
yeah, basically,
And you cursed Maddie.
yeah.
Wait, how did I curse Maddie?
He missed
You
another
just
Leaf Storm.
Yeah, you just did while you were gone. That's all. Like you
Ooh.
sneezed and then you missed, or you
Magearna
coughed.
just wins this.
Yeah. Doesn't get the Soul Heart boost.
Gets
from
it
the
to
Skill
Rocks
Swap.
finally. Has this
but-
been a Rock? Oh, Explosion. He switched up the set to get some chip damage off.
Now,
He
even though,
doesn't get the Soul Heart because
but-
of the skill swap.
however, the Magearna does have Levitate now, getting rid of one of its weaknesses, which maybe the Pincer had.
Magearna might just win the game here, actually. You're correct.
Yeah. Pincer
'Cause
comes
we
back
know
in.
Pincer's going to go for a CC, but that's probably like 40%.
And then it will for sure, well, not for sure, but it'll likely go down to anything the Magearna throws at it. Taking some time still.
Taking some time still.
CC
CC is 43%, just like we called.
Yep.
Hidden power for some reason.
I mean, maybe because he wanted to keep whatever the rest of his moveset was under wraps, and they don't really know exactly what HP it was.
Well, he could have just flash cannon there again. That's why I said hidden power doesn't make any sense. Because it's an HP fire, automatically assume.
Oh
It's not
yeah,
gonna be an HP
definitely.
rock because it's Magearna. Surf does not kill. I don't know what
Oh, and
the aim was there. Volt Switch does a fat chunk.
Yep. And I feel
Back
like
into Greninja, assuming it's going to be the Grass Knot, but again, Grass Knot does nothing to Manaphy.
I feel like the Magearna will live the rocks, so depending on if it outspeeds the rest
Magearna
of
will
the-
live the rocks definitively.
Oh, definitely.
I'm just wondering if maybe he puts up a different hazard.
Jesus,
as
Ken.
well. I'm thinking maybe if he puts up spikes as well, it might not. But
Ken decides to Ice Beam a Manaphy instead of using the Grass Knot.
I'm a bit confused. Like even like a
Oh,
dark pulse
he expected
stab,
a
like,
He
switch.
went for the read. He ended up playing himself. You played yourself, fool.
Unfortunate, but you know, that's just the things that we see here.
Goes into Chomp here. We know it's faster. Probably
As
just going to be
I-
Earthquakes to end the game.
If he does misplay and go for a D-dance, the Manaphy has shown Ice Beam and will kill because this even if it was sashed, it'd be gone now. I hope that Ken does not misplay again with the D-dance.
Unfortunately, you would think it'd be like it don't, but it always do. Garchomp does not get D-Dance.
Oh, well, I'm an idiot. Forgive.
You're not
my-
an idiot at all. You would think that Game Freak would give it... Why do you go for Stone Edge? Ballsy.
Either
Ballsy
way,
play
He
there.
crit, but And
either way,
Christian-
That was a ballsy play.
the Sleeplocke, everybody in my stream as well as Noble's stream, I am doing a Sleeplocke in an hour.
Never seen a Sleeplocke quite like this.
You will never see a Sleeplocke like this.
John,
What?
I beat my White 2 run, by the way, with 3 Pokemon.
Yes, nice.
That's all.
Fucking hard.
And
We see the Sunspore come out, assuming that it just sets up Komodo to sweep. We know it'll Moonblast here, unless he wants to let Magearna die, which is probably the correct play. I don't know if Moonblast kills from full.
the real question is, are we going
Sticky
to
web.
are we going to turn the tournament into, or not the tournament, the Sleeplocke into a Drinklock Sleeplocke? Who knows?
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
John, yes.
We
John,
will
you-
will see after
We will find out next time.
We'll find out next time in 1 hour when I go
John,
live
Rotom
again.
Wash was the incorrect play there.
John,
He
I
needed to
didn't
stay in.
grind 5 hours for you to catch back up for you not to Sleeplock it. Anyway,
Valley Drum and the Solok Berry. The
Yeah.
Defog comes in big, though. We have to see how much this Drain Punch does, and if he can pop the sub here. Because remember that Drain... Well, actually, Drain Punch is definitely going to kill DNC.
well, yeah.
So is he able to pop his sub with the Hydro Pump? I don't think he will be able to.
It does kill. It does kill.
Yeah, I think that's
Wow.
just going to be a wash for Maddie.
Yeah. This would be very, very big sweep. A 1 against 4, just straight.
Yeah,
up.
this is just going to be a wash because he's behind the sub.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And even if the sub pops, like it still has 108% HP. I don't think anything can, other than maybe an outrage, but it's still paralyzed, knocking out speed. The Garchomp here. Goes the Drain Punch, kills. Wow. And this
So
is why you have
late game sweep coming in.
Late
A late game
game
sweep coming in.
sweep.
However, this is a best of 5 now, so that would have been a loss for Ken, and Maddie would have moved on. But now they still have to
But
do
due
one
to some
more.
circumstances, Ken's still in it.
Yup.
They have one more battle. One more
Maddie is
battle.
claiming,
or
Maddie's
two.
claiming-
Maddie's claiming that he created Salakberry Komodo in chat.
Excuse me.
I mean, it's not like 4 other teams also used that exact same set during this tournament, as well as many other people outside of this tournament. And then he did.
Maddie
run this-
claiming that he created a Salakberry Pokemon.
Oh my gosh.
However, also he ran the Komodo earlier, but it was without the Salac Bear, just Belly Drum. And
It was
Ooh.
actually not without the Salakberry. He was just at
Or-
26%. He didn't proc it.
oh wow, that is sad.
Hey Marsh, should
That's you.
I make
To a drink lock, yes.
Okay, no, like I'm saying, should I do the black 2 but make it the drink lock?
Make
You
it a gym
know-
lock.
No, you know what I think? I think you should do the entire sleep lock and then do the drink lock afterwards as well.
Oh, okay.
I think you should make it a drink lock, gym lock, sleep lock.
Noble lock.
Oh, we still have to decide what we're gonna do because I'm sure that our channels would love for us to do something together.
Oh, definitely.
So Ken goes back to his original team.
Oh, wait, they're in a game again?
Yep. The link
Ah!
is in the chat.
John,
Oh,
don't
I got
peek
it.
Your mic.
What?
Ken goes back to his original.
Wait,
team
what do I
here
need to
of-
do?
Not peek your mic.
I was goofing. It was a
Wait,
goof.
I
It was a goof.
peeked.
No, it was a goof. We see Ken's original team here. I think it should have a pretty good look against Maddie's team. As we had seen before, Ken's team actually wins this matchup if played correctly. But he lost his first round game. So this could be Ken's ultimate redemption story. He lost his first round game based on misplays.
This honestly is the rematch because these are the exact same teams that were in the first round match, and Maddie won that time. Let's see if Ken can pull it back around and if he learned something through this tourney.
He definitely has had a handful of matchups to learn.
Mm-hmm. Now, has he adapted from it is the question. What will he lead here? Does he maybe go for that Landorus? That's what we've seen. There have been like Stealth Rock explosion sets with Defog. He goes for Landorus, and the Manaphy comes out. A Scald will do, or even that Hydro
Ice
Vortex.
Beam as well. This is actually I think that Ken might be forced to blind switch
I don't think anyone
into-
wants to take a Z
into
move.
Zera here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Christian, this is a Gen 7 OU tournament.
It has to be a blind switch into Zera or a blind switch into Kirim. Probably Kirim would make more sense if it's a faster set.
Mhm.
But
Then we have-
my
then we have-
goodness, I just realized actually how useless Maddie's team is versus Electric. That was the wrong switch. That might cost Ken the whole game right there. Because he's gonna Toxic, and then that's Ken's lack of knowledge. This might cost him the whole game.
Gets the Rain Dance and Tail Glow. Hydration comes in.
His chance he's gonna go down here.
I might have just Tail Glowed there.
Oh, Ken, stop using Toxic. No.
No, Ken, no.
You want to see the Hydro Vortex coming out here so you don't have to get Seismic tossed.
Mm-hmm.
Surf was the incorrect play there.
Soft boils instead. Go for the Hydro Vortex.
You should have seen the Hydro Vortex.
Or
Tail goes
free
again.
Tail
Is he gonna
Body
soft boils
bubble.
back to full? You're seeing a lot of Clown Fiesta stuff going
There's
on right now.
there are a lot
You
of
have to
things
seismic
going on.
toss this.
Yep. And
The rain disappears though, meaning that Ken can get off a free seismic toss or a soft boiled again.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, Maddie is choking.
Oh, wow.
Ken doesn't go for the soft boiled there, even though Maddie choked over and over again.
I can't believe my eyes. It's just misplay after misplay after misplay.
Jesus.
Literally
Goes into Metacham. Gonna be a free fake out here.
seven
Could have
out,
went
of
into
the,
anything else faster.
7 out of the 11 turns we've seen so far, there has been at least one misplay. The
Fake
crit-
out
Wow,
critting is
that
a lot
crit.
there. We're gonna have to see how much Zen Headbutt does. We know that this is an explosion set now. He put
Maddie-
explosion on it recently, so we have to pay attention to that.
Maddie has mentioned he was afraid of an Archeops for some reason.
It's a big meme. Very interesting. Ken's massive misplays almost cost him the game right there.
Will he go for the skill swap maybe? Try and get the huge power off to tank a hit or two.
There's a real possibility that we see the Psycho Cut here, but... Oh, he's running Zen
What?
Headbutt! Suck it, Marsh!
And the skill swap.
Ooh.
I mean, watch the Zen Headbutt miss twice and then look
Well, the thing is now...
It doesn't have huge power.
Yeah, it's pure power. He absolutely has to switch.
And now the pure power is with the Zen Headbutting as well.
The switch here is either into Landorus, or it's into Mimikyu and then Shadow Sneak after. You absolutely have to switch.
Ken is still saying that he's going off of the chart and saying...
Oh my god! Maddie goes for the sub instead!
Oh. Oh.
And then high jump kicks after!
What is going on? This match is crazy.
Does Maddie not have speed investment in his Azelf?
Well, basically what I think is happening is Maddie is trying to read a person who has not played this game or has not played...
Yeah, that is where Ken's inexperience comes. We talked about that at the
Exactly.
beginning of the tournament.
and
Making
Ken,
the bold reads.
And Ken is misplaying this because he is reading a type chart wrong. he said multiple times, Psychic is neutral against Psychic, correct? And other things such as that with the type charts.
Why in the world are we not seeing a Zen Headbutt or Explosion come out of a pure power Azelf there? I just can't understand that misplay coming in from Maddie.
Maybe I think what Maddie was trying to do was predict the switch, because it was at 27%, I believe, for a substitute. And he could have gotten a free Zen
I guess
Headbutt.
he could have gotten 2 Zen Headbutts after that.
But the
But then
thing
you
is,
just stay
Ken-
in with Mimikyu and continue to Shadow Sneak.
like, that's the thing. Ken is so inexperienced that he was just going to go straight for that, and the
Yeah.
substitute didn't matter.
Ken needs
You
to
have
switch
Zen
out
Headbutt
here.
there in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna assume that it's a Mega here into return. I believe Mega Pinster is faster, but Landorus, as we know, counters everything, even Landorus.
Yes, that's very true.
The Landorus switch here, Frustration does 47%, so it's not a physically defensive Landorus set.
Nope.
Is he going to explode? I'm predicting an explode.
Sludge
Wave.
Wow.
Does not get the poison, but Superior does come in. Leaf Storm
Does not kill. Do we see an explosion or another Sludge Wave? Another Sludge Wave instead of explosion, even though we know it's gonna die. Ken's inexperience coming back again. Luckily though, everything on Ken's team kills here.
Yeah.
Wow.
He chooses to go to the Metacham instead of anything else.
I see no reason for Maddie to keep this alive. Nope.
Yep. Pincer's gonna come back and be the other switch. We have to remember though, Manaphy only has 6%. It
Correct.
dies to every move in the game.
I
Back to Kamoa with one of the worst plays I've ever seen this tournament.
I mean, there are things like Endeavor.
Oh
and
my
Pain Split.
goodness. Maddie just needs to go into Pincer there for a free return.
And then we have Kenny in all caps. Get that out of here, Lamau.
Yes.
Well, yeah, with the Zen Headbutt.
I think
Maddie's
Maddie's
finding a way to
honestly
throw away
choking.
this game.
Yes.
He's really just choking on this game.
I think Maddie is making it entertaining for the crowd, as he will want to
Oh,
go to Game
definitely.
5. He wants to win that Game 5 sudden death.
I think that is a bold prediction for someone that's obviously making terrible plays over and over again.
Oh, yes.
I would like to say that John and I are not being paid off, but it seems like Marsh might be.
What do
Very
you mean?
much so.
I have no control over these games.
I have
I would-
no control. Let me specify. No control over these games. Two
All I can do-
Frustrations takes out Mimikyu. We're gonna see Akiram instead of Zera. Zera would have just won the game right there.
The close combat does not kill. Drops him out.
This is gonna be a wash. Ken's coming out on top with this game.
Mhm.
Regardless of what happens here.
If Rabambi does kill, I think the fake out.
Rabambi kills, but it doesn't matter because Ken just goes into Zera.
Or, I mean, the Zera I think has fake out as well.
Or goes into Metacham first, which is not the correct play. Oh my god, is Ken gonna throw this?
Oh, wow.
He didn't get the fake out because the shield dust, but he's still
Yeah,
faster.
shield dust doesn't work.
That's unfortunate. However, if the sash is popped now, so Zera or
Yeah,
shit out
Zera still kills here.
Yes.
Ken made the wrong play, but still somehow found a way to
Ken
win.
is freaking out in the chat right now. Fake out didn't work in all caps.
Ken, oh my
Ew.
god!
Assault in the... No,
What
What?
are you doing?
It doesn't kill. The special attack drop does not matter.
The special attack drop does not matter. I'm about to rage at Ken in the chat.
I mean, why not rage at both? They're both just throwing the game away, and this is the grand finals. You can't be doing this. And goes for
Wow.
knockout. Just go for plasma fists. Like, there's no reason not to.
Jesus.
No reason
You're
not
seeing
to.
massive mistakes coming in here, going
Wow.
to game 5.
I don't think either.
I have
What
no
player
opinion on who's
is
going to pull this
going
off.
On. I
We now have
do
ASMR
not
John out here for the grand finals, game
understand.
5. ASMR
Hello.
John.
Hello,
what is your opinion
everybody.
on-
Hello.
Yep,
Hi. This is Nintenjon here with some ASMR.
Alright, gonna mute him on stream.
John is having an out-of-body experience.
Very out of body experience.
Oh my god, going on to a game 5. This is...
Wow.
Wow.
And for the record, I don't think Maddie has enough money to pay me off, even if that was possible. So,
Tough.
unfortunate for Maddie.
Turns out one of the competitors is now crying in the midst of Game 5.
The question is, which one is it?
Which
People
one?
have reason to.
2-2
Wow.
going into Game 5. Can Ken's Cinderella story come true? Can Maddie make another misplay?
I think he will make many
Will
more
we
misplays.
see the misplays today?
So
Ken,
I'm muting
Find
John.
out.
John, stop it.
Next
I
time.
muted John. We're all good. Okay.
Okay, good.
I didn't realize that
Okay,
whenever
the
I was
lobby
doing
is
that.
up. I'm sending you the code now, Noble.
I didn't realize that when I was doing that, I was
we
so
see the,
close
we
to
see
my
the entire
computer.
change back from Maddie now at the
Oh my
Bikini
gosh,
Sword
did they
Power
mute
set,
me?
So
Rakunid,
Maddie
Extra
full
Thrill.
swapped. It was a
Did
double
they
full
mute-
swap for both teams.
Did they mute
Yep.
me? Unmute me.
So I believe this exact matchup was run once. I believe it was the game that
me.
Maddie won to go ahead 2-1.
No, Ken won this game actually. Because
Okay.
he ate the searing shot with the AV.
John, you're good.
I was
Oh
very
yes,
sad.
true. That was a very close match though. So this could go either way.
Yeah, that went down to the last mon.
I don't think
We're gonna
this is
need to
going
see
be-
some big plays coming out here.
I honestly think it's not going to be of who has the biggest plays, biggest RNG. I think it's going to be who has
Who messes
Yeah.
up the least?
exactly who doesn't have the worst plays.
We
who doesn't throw the most.
started this game. We have the person who has gone through the whole winners bracket and a person that has gone through the whole losers bracket playing
mean,
in the
well, this is-
last game.
That is because Maddie beat Ken in round 1.
Yeah,
They
this is-
can't.
Ken
I chose
unfortunately
the
chose the
wrong
wrong
team.
team, but you cannot restart
That
once
is
the game has
unfortunate.
started.
Can I switch? No, you cannot. I'm going to have a heart attack.
Too bad.
We are all freaking out. Everybody freaking out.
However, I don't know why Ken is so nervous about this because when this was run, it came down the very last wire, and Ken did have a good chance to win that.
Ken did win their previous iteration of this matchup. But yes, in their first matchup, so this is now the
Here's very
6th
close.
game these two have played.
Yeah, very true.
You're seeing the Garchomp versus the Lele here. Magearna destroys Lele. So hopefully we don't see Ken going for a bold play here, unless this is scarfed and he decides to EQ.
I'm not sure why he would EQ though. I don't think that would kill.
I believe EQ would kill.
I'm not sure.
It's stab from Garchomp's massive attack stat. It probably would. Magearna is the safer bet though. If he probably doesn't know how to use a Showdown calculator. Actually, never mind.
I mean, I don't think Ken even understands how a type chart works, as was mentioned before. In the
Please
chat.
don't be rude
Yes.
to my boy. Maddie
Hey,
doesn't have
Jack,
enough money
welcome
to answer to
in.
this.
Okay, I'm just saying that Ken has repeatedly said in chat, I thought this was neutral when going for a resistive
We are
attack.
currently in the last
all.
game of the tournament. The very last game.
Yeah, this is the grand finals.
Both competitors are shaking in their boots as we
I think
await
Maddie's actually showing
the
some nerves
first
here that's making
turn.
him mess up a lot. I'd hope that they're thinking through their plays.
This is
In
close
most
for a fourth.
scenarios, Tapu Lele is just going to fire off a Moonblast here, but I would think
Maddie has
would-
left.
that you want to go into Magearna.
Maddie
Oh.
has left.
Uh-oh.
Turn 1. What has happened?
Uh-oh.
And Kenny has turned the timer on.
No,
We will
it
assume
doesn't.
that
Kenny
was
doesn't.
just a DC.
Kenny doesn't.
No.
Kenny didn't turn the timer on. It just happens.
Requested by Kenny P.
Oh, well, I did not realize that. I am stupid.
We're not going to, no matter what happens, we're not going to Game 5 Grand Finals and then having it be a forfeit. I'll force them to play.
Oh, yes, definitely. Oh, his
In all
computer died.
Honestly, if Maddie cannot make this game, I think that we should give
Oh.
John Maddie's team and they go into it. Kenny v. John.
Oh, well, I have no idea. I would no. Alright, Maddie is back.
Maddie has indeed returned.
Jack, I love your profile picture.
Eats the Moonblast, only takes 17%. The special
special
attack
attack
drop
drop.
is actually pretty important.
Oh, definitely.
I'm going to assume we'll see a Flash Cannon here, and then just straight into an Excadrill. I don't know if it's going to be a Volt Switch, though. I think Volt Switch might be a little bit too ballsy. We might see an HP Fire. Victini.
It wasn't a Victini. Floor Cannon comes out
Cannon
with
resisted and the special attack drop.
Will it be a Z
Huh.
Celebrate we see here right off
I
the
think
bat.
we might see a Z Celebrate.
Oh,
in this match
definitely.
right away.
Especially with that special attack stat so low for Magirna.
If this is a Scarf Greninja, though, that Rock Slide could come in to be
Yeah.
very, very critical.
They definitely need.
I
He
believe
needs
this
to
was
bring
the game
Greninja
where
out.
that Greninja went for a gunk shot on the Lele there.
Yes.
Yes, it
So,
was.
so the Greninja might go for the same play there, and we don't know if it kills the Victini or not with that special defense boost.
Both
Or-
of the
sorry, physical
players
defense.
are freaking out so much right now.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel it in my soul. Kenny is thinking, which is always a good thing.
I was gonna say always a bad sign.
He always has problems with thinking, apparently.
Apparently.
I mean, it's his words. His words. My heart is going to explode, Maddie says.
The
as
best
we are-
play coming out of oh, he goes in the Rotom. He messed up that play before. That's the incorrect play. He's gonna go ahead and lose Rotom here. The best play would have been to Volt Switch.
Who would you have liked to see come out instead of this Rotom here? The
You
Greninja
wanted to
likely?
go to Greninja because we know that it's Scarfed. So you want to Volt Switch there, get chip damage, and then go into Greninja and Rock Slide.
Oh.
Because it will be stab super effective Rock Slide.
I do not think this Rotom lives the stored power.
It
in all
does
honesty.
not.
It does not.
especially
We
in terrain,
saw
does
it
not.
last time that it
He
did not
could
live a
make
stored
the
power.
hardest read though and go into Gren right now.
That would be his best bet.
I think he needs to force out a Gren play here because the dark typing is very important based on the fact that he can't die to Searing Shot. So Ken really needs to make the correct play going to Greninja here.
The
I
question
would be
is,
baffled
will
and
he
very
make it?
surprised if he switched the Greninja setup at last minute and instead decided to go for a Battle Bond, keeping the Dark type for that sword power.
This is again where Ken's inexperience
Mhm.
is coming in to hurt him.
They really are freaking out in chat right now. There are a lot of caps going on. Lots of
So a lot of
holies.
text. There's a lot of text in the chat right now.
Lots of text. And
It's
both of
still turn 4.
their names are green, and it is kind of confusing me.
-2.
Everybody just likes the color green.
The switch out into Greninja, the huge read coming out
Wow.
from Ken. That is very, very important coming out for Ken right here. If he can get
Crystal.
this Rock Slide off, that turns the tides of the game.
We have turned this tournament into a drink lock every single time
Take a
that
shot.
every
time
single
we get
time
mentioned.
that somebody says that Ken is inexperienced, I must take a shot.
And every misplay. John
Jesus.
must hug.
He'll die.
John must hug.
Ice Beam here.
Jack,
Again,
I do
Ken
want
not
to see
understanding how the
something
game works,
very
choosing to
adorable.
Ice Beam. But
Against
the
the
Z
Victini.
Celebrate on Victini is gone, which is massive. That makes stored power useless.
I think he is reading the type chart wrong.
Again.
I do believe he is reading for defending and not attacking.
That toxic missing was very important.
That toxic missing was pretty critical.
Yep.
But now Victini being a Z Celebrate set is almost guaranteed to be useless.
Mhm.
A big Volt Switch there doing 42%, probably going out into Magirna after this.
Yep. Sticky Web does come out. The Sticky Web is very helpful, especially against that Kartana and Greninja, as they are probably the fastest mons and the biggest threats to some of his like Salak Berry Komodo.
Maddie loves his sticky webs, as we have seen.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably going to assume this is a Volt Switch here. I would think you just want to sack Araquanid, unless you want to make the bold switch out into Excadrill. It does not kill. Back to Rotom, potentially? Back to Rotom. Is going to get the Defog off.
Liquidation does drop the defense.
Going to get the Defog, and then assuming another Volt Switch. Hopefully Ken reads abilities.
Hopefully just
And
goes for
doesn't just
Sticky
get
Web
water
here.
absorbed. The Toxic
Oh.
here, we expected that to happen. Gonna assume the Volt Switch. I think that he should leave Araquanid alive here. I think that was a misplay on Maddie's part. Because we knew he was going for the Volt Switch, he could have gone into Excadrill.
As well as we have been able to keep the Sticky Webs alive, that is a possibility in the future.
Mm-hmm. It is very interesting. So right now, we currently have Maddie is down his Araquanid But we also have the Magearna is at 83% as well as the Rotom, but Rotom does have toxic damage that it will take.
I feel like
The very
Kenny is
interesting perspective is that, sorry to interject on you, Marsh. The very interesting
ahead.
perspective is Ken is very far ahead here. In addition, Victini's not too useful. So it's kind of like a 6 versus 4.5 right now.
I was just about to say that Kenny is a much more advantageous position here because of that Z Celebrate no longer being a possibility, as well as just flat out being up a Mon. And the biggest threat that Ken has to watch out for is that Komodo. I feel like he hopefully has a couple strategies planned out for that, as has happened to him once or twice.
Ooh, I do not like the switch into Excadrill there. Not one
At
bit.
all.
I think that was a very incorrect play when you can just go into Lele and get off free hits.
He does
Ice
not
Beam
have-
is neutral coming through. Does he Iron Head? He Earthquakes. Ken's
Barely
still
double
finding a
kill.
way to try and throw this game away. It's actually shocking.
Still trying to find it.
Apparently he misclicked.
I don't know if he has a water move on that. Honestly.
Back into Rotom Wash. It's a Mold Breaker set. Mold Breaker
God.
set destroying the Levitate. Back into Greninja. We now know that it's Scarfed. Ken, please don't go for a gunk shot.
Ken, don't do it.
Oh my
Wait,
God, if
Jack,
he-
I can't see if your profile picture has changed.
Is this
or
an
not
HP
for
Fire?
some
He's either going to
reason.
HP Fire or Grass Knot here. He can't gunk shot this.
Gong shot. Gong shot. Oh.
Could you imagine if he misclicked again?
Yeah.
Grass Knot. This should just be an easy check for Magearna to come in. Greninja still being alive is very important, and now we know it's a Scarf. HP
Pin pause
Fire,
with-
it would have killed regardless. It does a good percentage. I think we see a Flare Cannon come out here.
Oh, definitely.
Victini
Goes
comes
into
in.
Victini. Oh,
Volt
great
switch.
Volt Switch coming in.
Very, very smart.
Great
Greninja
Volt
comes
Switch.
back in,
Hopefully
though.
he doesn't read the typing chart wrong again, and he Rock Slides here.
I mean,
Or
he might just go for that gong
water
shot to get the Lele
shurikens.
again.
No chance.
So history has a tendency to repeat itself.
No chance. I mean, Rock Slide is still the correct play there.
But
He's
I
probably gonna go
don't
for Ice Beam
think
'cause it's
I
fucking
don't
Ken.
think Maddie switches though.
And now
He
I'm
would
the
still
one
go
that's
for
being,
Rock Slide no matter what here.
and now I'm the one being paid off, as Noble says he's gonna go for the ice beam as it's fucking Ken.
People are being paid off left and right today. Where is my money? I need to
He
buy
goes into
groceries.
Excadrill. Do we see
I
the
have
Rock Slide?
I have
The
received
Grass
no
Knot.
money.
What
There's
is
no way that could
going
have been a read.
on?
There's zero chance that could have been a
None.
read.
None. He just read that type chart wrong.
He read the typing chart wrong.
So Ken, if it just switch that type chart around, so it's not resisted, it's still. Oh my god.
Ken.
I'm assuming we see another Grass Knot here, because we know that it's faster.
Yep. Oh,
It
lives
min maxes.
high roll.
Wow.
Low rolls the second,
Yikes.
or high rolls the first. Wow.
Wow.
And he continues to say "Dak" in chat. I
Dak,
don't know
Dak,
why the
Dak,
Dak
Dak.
came out
Dak, Dak,
Ken
Dak,
Carter-
Dak, Dak.
with 3 Ks.
Hopefully we see an Earthquake coming in here, and not a Stone Edge.
It does outspeed.
It
Christian,
does outspeed. That's very important. We're gonna
My
see a Lele check
question-
out into Magearna. It is in Maddie's best interest to double right here.
how did he make it to
absolutely
finals
needs
without
to
knowing
double
basic
unless
types?
this is a Scarf Chomp.
This would have been
Well,
the
you
fourth
just never
time that
know.
he would switch into Magearna on the Lele here.
He was faster,
Stays
but he
in.
stays in. An absolute
Wow.
huge misplay coming in.
Oof.
Another, maybe it was a roll, maybe it wasn't, but that 2%.
The
That
2%
completely
coming in to
destroyed
hurt.
He
How
has
much-
2 Mons.
How
going.
much can Ken do here with Kartana?
Hopefully a lot. Will not two-shot.
Knockoff
Is it
would
choice?
kill here.
Is it choice though? That is the question. It might be.
It's not choiced. It's a Z move, as we had seen before.
Yes.
I mean, he might have changed it up, but there was time in between. Although now,
Please
we
don't tell me
do
he's a
see the
steal
move.
move, Ken. Oh my god, Ken, learn how the typing chart works. It somehow
kills.
still kills. Someone, please, teach this man how the typing chart
Teach
works.
this man how type charts
Sacred
work.
Sword, he's going to sub, but he
Positive.
doesn't get off the belly drum.
No.
He does not get off the belly
It
drum.
is unfortunate.
Now
But
Drain
that
Punch,
does
so he's
a
faster.
lot of damage.
with the Salic Berry is faster, yes.
Yeah, he does not get off the belly drum, meaning that Magearna will live the next hit. This
Does
is
he
coming
quit?
down to the absolute wire here.
The pincer has not been seen yet, so that could.
The pincer has not been seen, but close combat, I don't know if that kills Diancie.
It will come down to which Mons are left in the end, honestly. Because Dancy hasn't been seen either.
Kenny needs to get this Komodo out of commission.
He stays in.
He goes
lets
into
it go down.
Magearna. He floor cannons. Drain
He's
Punch
1%
does not
off.
kill.
He's 1%.
He
into
goes into
Diancie.
Diancie.
Oh no!
No.
Ken
Will-
makes the misplay of the tournament right there, and that might cost him.
Will Maddie go for substitute? Yes, he does.
Why is Maddie going for substitute?
Oh
I-
no.
Oh my gosh! Misplay after misplay coming in.
The one time that Ken is reading this type chart correctly going for a fairy type move, he actually makes the wrong switch, but it pays out for him.
I
But
believe
that's-
close combat kills here,
It
but
should,
will
yes.
it kill Magearna?
I do not think so.
He's
Diamond
faster.
Storm
Oh my
coming
God.
out.
Ken
Oh
and he's gonna pull it out. Oh
my
God!
God.
The Cinderella story.
What?
Do you believe in miracles?
Apparently,
Oh.
Goodness!
someone go back in the stream and clip Noble and I both saying that we're betting on Ken going all the way and winning this.
My
Oh
goodness!
my
Ladies
Lord.
and gentlemen, we have
Upset.
witnessed history. Maddie making big throws back to back to back. Ken coming out on top after losing
Wow.
to Maddie in the first round in his first competitive Pokemon tournament ever. Ken
Wow.
comes out on top.
The
Oh
man
my
who read a
goodness.
type chart.
He was reading type charts wrong 50% of the time, and he still won in the grand finals. Wow.
Oh my goodness. I cannot believe what we just saw here today.
I cannot
Ladies and
believe
gentlemen.
it either.
Wow. I'm baffled. I have no words.
I have no words.
There are no words
words.
to say.
Let me pull in the man, the myth, the winners bracket, or the losers bracket legend himself,
Mhm.
Ken, for an interview. Oh my!
And for
Goodness.
those on my channel, we will be having a Sleeplocke tonight in 30,
30
minutes. 30 minutes. So make
Can we
sure
get-
you be
Can we
there.
get a round of applause though and some claps in chat for
Jeez.
Ken winning this
Yes.
tournament here?
Woo!
Okay.
That was insane.
All
was
right.
Wow.
So if you
that was
want
absolutely insane.
if you want to see the interview that Noble is doing with the winner, I will be posting the link in the chat, and we will be doing a hashtag Nintenjon raid to my friend Noble. Icy, thank you so much for the subscription. I hope that y'all come back in 30 minutes, but please make sure you like, subscribe, whatever you need to do, and I will see you later tonight. So thanks, everybody. Here is that link. We're going to get
And-
that raid going.
Make sure
Marsh?
when you go over. Yes. What's up?
John, it was an absolute pleasure, by the way. Thank you for a lovely
Same here.
tournament.
Oh, no, I had a blast.
That was so
Yes.
much fun. I
Happy to
can't
help.
wait for the next time.
All right.
Mhm.
I will see you all in 30 minutes. Bye, everybody. Love y'all.
Bye, John.
Marsh, if you have anything to say before I disappear, you're welcome.